It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony. Boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
All right, we get it.
Could you imagine one of us going onto the mic after a story and then going, oh, that's sad, and really meaning it?
Yes, if you said my grandma fell down the steps and she got up and nothing was broken.
Hey, the power of Christ compels you. Huh? The power of dice compels you. The power of dice compels you.
I'm going to say you must have a magical penis because this is just unbelievable that somebody would go to this extent after a breakup, Anthony.
I am such a... Whoa, I hit the dump button on myself on that one.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Ah, Friday.
How'd that happen?
Just happens.
Wasn't it just Monday, like 4 days ago?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's how it works. I'm going to be burping and farting all day, so don't mind me.
Oh, so it's any other day?
I hold back on the farts.
Do you? I was going to say you hold back on the burps.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's noticeable.
Is there a gaseous tug of war going on in your stomach?
There sure
Doesn't
is.
know which way to go?
There's some nugget of filth that is dying to leave via gas. It just doesn't know what hole to leave.
It doesn't know which way to go.
Welcome to my life.
Well, now that you brought it up, I just got to say really fast that I spent the whole night watching the Islanders win, watching McCain and Obama make jokes at each other, watching the big Red Sox come back, and looking up symptoms for a heart attack. So it was a wonderful night for me.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Well, you got the indigestion, the heartburn.
The worst heartburn I've ever had in my life. The worst. And I called up our good friend there, a doctor who's a fine friend of the radio show.
He does his own little radio show on our station.
Yeah, Dr. Steve.
Every so often. Hello. Yes, I'm Dr. Steve. Not that, Steve. Hello, yes. You need a suppository. I'll be right over.
Yeah, imagine.
Oops, I forgot the suppository, but we could work around that.
Yes, sometimes the wiffle bat works well.
So I called Dr. Steve. I'm like, I got this massive heartburn where it feels like a huge burp that I just can't burp up. Just feels like air and gas. And then all of a sudden he's like, are you nauseous? Are you sweating a lot? Do you have pain in your shoulder? Do you have pain in your jaw? I'm like, those are symptoms for a heart attack. He goes, well, I just want to rule it out.
You want to rule that out?
I'm like,
quickly.
well, thanks. Thanks for ruling that out. And then when I told him, well, I'm also, can you say the F word for the thing? I don't want him to dump out.
The F word? I would say the F word's probably not that F word.
But can you say fart?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think they've dumped out in the past. And I told him, well, I'm doing that pretty much every 30 seconds. He goes, okay, that's good news because that's not a symptom of a heart attack. I'm like, great. All right, so we've established it's not a heart attack, but I'm still dying over here. What do I do?
You're like a pulse rocket on a buzz bomb.
Yeah.
You can say fart. You just can't be doing it on people.
You can't elaborate on it.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a medical thing. So
yeah.
So then he had me marching up and back and forth to Rite Aid like 3 different times to try to figure out what's going to make this work. And then, to get rid of it. And then he starts explaining that what you got going on is this like foam. The indigestion, the heartburn, the gassy stomach. It's like this foam. And you got to attack that foam with some, Milex, what is it? What? Not Midol. Well,
Midol.
I need that. I need that on some morning.
Did you have Prilosec?
Well, I had that. The stuff you drink with the M. Mylanta, sure. So get the Mylanta in there, and that'll knock down the foam, and you'll start feeling better. But that wasn't working. And then he goes, oh, bad news for you. It's past the stomach, and now you're just going to have to ride this out. And that's what I did for the last 8 to 10 hours. I rode it out.
You know what you got to do? You do a shot of peppermint schnapps in a headstand. Could you think of anything that would be more painful in that situation than a shot of schnapps and a headstand?
Oh, my God. Just the thought.
Ow.
Just the thought. And then he was talking about something like I hear every other word when a doctor talks, so something about a spastic colon. So basically my colon was doing this, squeezing, letting go, squeezing, letting go.
You got like muscle twitches in your colon?
So then I had to march up to, Rite Aid for another drug to take care of that.
I was farting and marching.
Farting, marching, burping, bloated.
No, it's just marching.
The world's most unpleasant soldier.
I had a big bloated gut. I was scared Madonna was going to try to adopt me.
That sounds to me like those are like not heart attack symptoms. That would just sound to me like there's like real bad acid reflux or something like that. Like that's sounds like
it was horrendous. And
I think you're a little bit anxious about future events.
Well, it's no secret I'm getting married.
What?
Sooner than later. But I guess it's related to that. Then 2 more hives popped up, and I'm just like,
hives are a classic symptom of nerves.
Well, it's
or AIDS.
No, because I did look that up. I'm like, hives. Let's cross-reference. See what it
give you
be.
A spastic colon.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're allergic to something, but then the nerves and the stress will bring on the hives, my friend. I've been studying all this crap for way too long. And so then I march up to Rite Aid in my pajamas again to get another, pill.
Not in your PJs?
Yeah. And then I slept 3 hours. And this morning I gave birth to something.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. So I think it finally passed, whatever it was causing this. It was gray.
Ooh.
Like a light, chalky gray.
Oh. Where I had it on the steps of a police station or a firehouse.
Where I had to look at it.
Really?
I had to study it because I was amazed by what this was. And don't call with what you think I have now because I had a gray thing happen. Because I've been completely normal up until the day before. And
gray thing.
And I'm sure when I march into that bathroom within moments, it'll be normal again. So it was a rough night.
Ooh.
A real rough night. And it's Ann goes, it's the stress because you're getting married. I'm like, you know what? I'm so into getting married. I know this is the thing. I'm into that.
They allow it in Connecticut now.
But what I think is bothering me is the planning, is everyone's issues and problems. Every day it's a problem.
Everyone gets their hands involved in it.
Every day it's a problem that has nothing to do with me and my girl. We're ready. We should have. I swear to God, we both said it the other day. We should have just taken our money, went to an island, invite a few people, and just got married like that.
Yeah.
To wait 9 months to a year to get married, it's just one problem after another.
Gives people more time to get involved.
Yeah, just
in
dumb
your
things.
Life.
They ran out of double beds in the room at the hotel. I have an uncle that called me, and I got to call him out on this. He's mad because I'm getting married on my uncle's birthday. Who knows their uncle's birthdays? So that was a thing for a few days. Do you know your uncle's birthday, really?
No.
Do you know your uncle's birthday?
Not even my Uncle Sam.
Right. So.
July 4th.
Oh, really? Oh, Uncle Sam. Jesus. Hello.
July 4th.
Hello.
Canadian. Oh, no, his wife's Canadian.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and
which sort of makes me Canadian. Oh, that's a real obscure.
Yeah. So he's mad because I'm getting married on my uncle's birthday, who's no longer with us. I'm like, do you understand when you decide to get married and you start looking at places, they give you 3 dates in the coming year? You don't have a lot of choices.
No.
So I'm like, all right, this month seems like the month we want to do it. So yeah, I'll take that date. I didn't think you had to call up all your relatives to make sure it wasn't an important date for somebody else.
I don't celebrate dead people's birthdays anyway. I don't acknowledge them.
Does that?
You're lucky if I remember your birthday when I'm alive.
Right.
Mom and Dad and, and Tracy and my nephew. Those are hard enough for me to remember. Anyone in the family that's dead, I remember nothing.
Unbelievable. And then it's just one thing after another. We have someone helping us with the wedding, and those meetings are 2 to 3 hours. I'm like, that's half the reception right there. And that's on a weekly basis. It's like a full-time job.
I want to know how Lindsay handles these evenings with you.
She wrote it out, not me.
Where you're just like, yeah.
She wrote it out.
You think she ever stands there and goes, nothing more, just kind of a, There you are. Oh, I got to go in my PJs. I'll be right back.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And she goes to the doctor. I have this itch. It's the finger next to my pinky. I just keep scratching it on the left hand.
Yeah, because someone said, dude, you didn't write it out. Your girl wrote it out.
Yeah.
That's the guy's on.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm saying stuff like, don't touch me. I was just miserable last night. Just miserable.
Oh.
And then
imagine what the bottom side of that comforter smells like.
Oh, please. And, I live, Jimmy and I live very close to each other. You know the hill? I was just propelling up that hill with farts. No problem.
What time?
Oh, my God. What time? I went there at 6. I went there at 8. And I went there at 9:30. I went there 3 different times to get 3 different things to try to calm this whole gut down.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Maybe he's ate something bad. Is that possible? I mean, if you're dropping gray logs all over the place.
I think, honestly, I'm allergic to something. I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out because I'm having these issues. So
I say pure nerves.
Just nerves would do this?
It's just how recently they've popped up and been more so than usual. That's just you're just waiting. And,
look, we have a lot of family and friends that listen to this radio show. Stop calling me with your problems.
That's what you got to do.
Yep.
It's not about you. It's not about you. I think
tell them on the air. That way they all get the message at one time.
I'm serious.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
I'm serious.
It's a mass email, basically.
Yeah, you just send out a mass email.
You got to give the message to everybody.
Spread the word. It's not about you. It's about us.
Unless it's New Year's Eve.
Holy crap! You're not getting married. We are.
That's what you got to say.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Every night. Well, this person has a problem with this, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. I don't want to go.
Not about you.
And
I don't care if you have a problem.
And I think the reason I'm bringing it up because I think a lot of people can relate to this. You want to do the right thing and get married, and do it. A nice big affair, and wow, it's way too many problems. It's not
hurt their marriage.
Well, you know what I mean. It's not worth it. I would suggest to people out there just go do something cool and get married. It's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It really isn't. People calling every night. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And then people, did you do this yet? Blah, blah, blah. Why haven't you done this? I don't understand. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. We'll get everything done. Shut up.
People are just annoying.
Yeah, because everybody thinks they're the only ones calling.
Right.
They think I'm the only one that has an issue.
Right.
They'll focus, and it's just...
Right. We've had people call and go, well, the hotel you picked, it's really expensive. Well, guess what? There's other hotels that you could choose from to stay. So go figure it out.
Yes. This choice was for my rich friends.
How many weddings have we all been to? You just go and you figure it out.
I've been to 4.
You don't call the people and go, wow, I can't afford this hotel. We've had people go, are you going to pay for the hotels? No, we're not paying for that. Who pays for the hotel rooms?
Does everything...
Don't go to the wedding. I don't care.
Do people have to be told everything to do?
Dude, it's ridiculous.
When it comes to a wedding? It's like you go there, show up, get your hotel room, whatever it takes to be at an event.
It's ridiculous.
Opie has said on many occasions, if you can't afford bread, let them eat cake at the Motel 6. But that is irritating. There's a 4-hotel choice.
Yeah.
It's like, it's one night.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going there like, look, we need you to get first-class tickets and spend a week in a Ritz-Carlton in Hawaii. It's like, there's 4 hotels you can stay at.
We chose 4 hotels and in all different price ranges. And they're all good hotels close to where we're getting married. So it's like, just pick a cheaper hotel. What do you want from me? And then someone calls up and goes, well, they rent out of double beds. What am I supposed to do about that?
Oops.
Because those are the people, I guess, that are sharing a room. I'm like, well, get a effing air mattress.
Yeah,
what do you want from me? Huh?
Or start banging.
Yeah.
Whoever the people are, bang away.
Get in that bed together.
It's unbelievable. The marrying part, that's the easy part. It's dealing with everyone's problems and the planning. Just shut up. It's not about you.
And it's in a major city, too. So, hotels are going to be more expensive. It's the way it is. It's
right.
Yeah.
I'm going to Boston or I go somewhere else in hotels. Look at the prices. Something like, ugh.
Right.
Jesus. That's annoying. But it is what it is.
Let's go to Aaron in North Carolina. Aaron.
Aaron.
Hey. Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Opie's dead on. I just got married 2 weeks ago, and I had to take help from my mom because I didn't name my brother my best man. Instead, I named my best friend. It was just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, this is worth talking about for a few minutes. This is what goes on. The guy wanted someone to be his best man, and then the mom gets involved and goes, why didn't you, ask your brother? It's not about you, Mom.
Because it's my wedding.
Right, you don't hang out with me. You don't understand, how I work.
Who is your best man?
My brother.
Which brother?
Yeah, which was my first and only choice.
Which brother?
Very happy. Scott.
Okay.
Scott, who has the fish hook in his thumb, if people have seen the picture on Opie's. Have you seen this picture yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Opie's eye. He was fishing with his son, and he put a hook through the bottom of his thumb, and it came out the top.
Oh.
And did his own surgery because, he doesn't. He's like Joe the plumber. He doesn't have that great health insurance. And this is what people do if they don't have the health insurance. So he's like, well, what I had to do is I had to push the hook all the way through because the tip of the hook has
barb.
That barb. Thanks, Aunt. So he had to, look right there, Jimmy. He had to push it all the way through, and then snip it, and then pull it all the way back out.
Ow.
My brother's a real man. He's ridiculous.
Well, you got brothers, and you got to pick a best man. Like Ant's got one brother,
right?
If you decided to go family, you go with Joe.
Mm.
But is it awkward with brothers? When I had to pick someone for my confirmation when I was seventh grade or fifth grade, I had so many uncles I had to ask. I didn't know who to ask.
Right.
It was this one, that one, this. And I started thinking I just went with the. I don't even know how I picked. It was
the one that hadn't touched you.
No, God, well,
or the one.
No, I think I actually went with the uncle with the coolest car.
Oh, there you see.
That's
how kids are.
But you're a kid. That's the
makes perfect sense. At least you had some kind of criteria.
Right.
What do you pick? I mean, you love all your brothers. So who do you pick as a brother?
Well, my brother Scott and I are pretty much like Irish twins. We're barely a year apart, and it was always me, Scott, and brother Elmo. On MySpace, by the way. He's always looking for new friends. It was always us three, but I think me and Scott were a bit closer, that's all. I mean, no one's upset, that's for sure. They kind of expected it.
They're probably relieved, too, because you don't have the best man duties.
That is a real pain in the ass.
Is he responsible?
I mean, it's nice and everything, but especially when it's family and stuff. But when someone asks you, hey, could you be my best man? You're just kind of like, oh, Christ, this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a lot of work.
Yeah, but in our case, they go, oh, my God, and then call you and tell you all the oh, my Gods.
Oh,
Shut up. God. If you don't want to do it, then, turn in your tux.
Turn in your tux, sir.
Just shut the F up. Yeah, so I picked my brother. I think he's also the only one that wasn't a best man in my family. I'm from a large family, and I think he was the only one that wasn't called up to the
never got to be one.
Yeah, so it's perfect, and I'm very happy about that.
I did it for Voss, but it was easy because I realized I had to go to Canada. Basically, it wasn't like I had a whole tremendous. I didn't plan a bachelor party and all that stuff, which.
So when Voss said he was getting married in Canada, did you call him up or Bonnie and go, wow, where am I going to stay? And blah, blah, blah. And how am I going to get there?
No, but I wanted to set the whole country on fire because that's when I just went out to L.A. to do Lucky Louie, and my stuff was in storage for 2 weeks because I had moved into a roach-infested apartment.
Yeah.
That was an abomination. And I flew into Minneapolis. I was a nightmare. And I got married in a hunting lodge. And everyone just felt bad for Bonnie. Because of Voss.
I guarantee
when she left with Voss, did they think she's
it's still going to be funny.
You got it. No, it's there.
No, I'll bail.
No, you're there, Ant. You're there. Come on.
You're too early in the setup to have to.
You're there.
It's he or she.
You're fishtailing. You're there. You're not crashing yet, my friend.
When they left the hunting lodge, did they think that Bonnie stole?
And you know what the animal would be? The stuffed animal would be. I'm not even going to.
What was it? Some head off a. I imagine it was a dump. What's
a dump? It was going to be a beaver joke. I'll just leave it at that. It was going to be a fantastic beaver joke. In my head, it was worded so eloquently, and I went dar dar dar.
They think that he or she took a mortgage of or stole.
Something about a dress. God damn! Wow, did I flop all over that one?
That's hilarious.
But I still knew as soon as you tripped over it was still all right. There's a dumb animal joke in there somewhere.
Of course.
Let's say hi to Jeff in Pennsylvania. Jeff.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, Jeff?
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm actually getting married in less than a month. November 15th, I'm getting married, and I'm telling you, gentlemen, it's been just pure unadulterated heck from the start of it.
Yeah.
We wanted to go to Vegas and get married. Her parents were going to pay for the whole deal. that wasn't good enough for my mom. She brings me to her house and sits me down without my fiance and goes, "Oh, yeah, we can't have this." I'm like, "Are you serious? You haven't put a dime into this wedding, and now you're telling me that, you're telling me where I have to have my wedding." I'm like, so now I've got this big, lavish, 200-person wedding coming out, and then I actually went to the doctor yesterday. I have a hernia that I need to get surgically repaired on Monday.
You think it's related to what's going on with the stress?
Probably.
Probably squeeze it too hard in the morning, if you know what I mean.
I'm telling you, there's been some intestinal blockages, and it hasn't been from me. People have been up my butt the whole time about this.
Look, you know what? I really wish we did this break about 6 to 8 months ago. I really wish, because some people said, "Wow, you don't know what you're in for. This is a big thing," and they're not talking about actually getting married, the planning. And I swear to God, I would encourage people to really think about it before they go down this road, the big wedding thing, because everybody gets involved.
Or
I mean everybody.
Say what you just said, though. It's not about you.
Yeah.
Early on. It's not about you.
I'm trying to keep, I don't want to get too specific, but I'll throw this one out there, too. My mom has actually called me more than 6 times, maybe close to 10 times, wondering if she's invited to my wedding. So I got to deal with that crap.
You got to give the invitation.
Because she's got her own issues, so she's like, "Am I even going to be invited to your wedding because I don't return her phone call or something?" I'm like, "Are you effing kidding me?" Let's say hi to Rob in Boston. Rob.
Hey, morning, guys.
Go Sox, go! I told you yesterday.
Oh, you did. I couldn't believe it.
Amazing comeback for the Red Sox. Wow.
What do you got, Rob?
Jimmy, can't wait to see you next month in Boston, man. Got tickets to your show.
Wilbur Theater, still tickets available for the 3rd show.
Yeah, it's a tough time to be on sale. The economy, poor people.
You got 2 that sold out like that, though, Jimmy.
I'll see you there, buddy. Thank you.
Hey, I'm promoting it at work, though. Believe me.
You're a good boy.
But yeah, look, I was at Buffalo for a wedding, and my friend and his bride were just catching it. Just getting taunted by the bride's mother.
Yeah.
The whole time. She, first of all, booze bag.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You shouldn't be doing this. I don't support it. I'm not even going to be at the hotel next day to help you get dressed. Whatever." And then she showed up at the wedding like everything's all, fine. She's been doing this for the last year and a half since they got engaged. It was unbelievable. And the groom's parents paid for the whole wedding.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
You know what, man?
$50,000.
People are selfish. And just because people are family or close friends doesn't mean that they're not selfish. And it's like at a wedding, which is a major event, a lot of people's selfishness or personal obsessions are going to come out, and it's got to be really irritating.
Yeah,
it's not like trannies.
We'll just take a couple more, then we'll move on with the show.
I love it. I love this stuff.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't have to worry about it right now, so it's kind of fun to watch somebody else. Oh God, that sucks.
I'll tell you this: just having this 20 minutes to just rant about it, I guarantee these hives are now gone. Because we're lucky we have a radio show so we could get it out there. But I've been holding this in for so long, and obviously it's affected me physically. I have to just rant and rave for a minute. Steve in Jersey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I'm getting married in 2 weeks, and I'm about ready to kill everybody in both my family and my in-laws from telling me that I'm going to have Hell's Bells as my intro music as we walk into the reception.
Yeah.
Them telling me it sounds like funeral music, you got to change it.
Yeah.
I provided 2 limo buses to get people back from the hotel to the reception.
Yeah.
And they're saying, what if there's not enough room? Brennan effing can't. I took care as much as I could.
Yeah.
It just makes you want to kill everybody.
Yep.
It's getting insane.
I think for a second, and just think for a second and do it for yourself. Because if something isn't set up, don't call the people that are trying to get married.
I actually had someone call and go, the girls aren't going to be wearing black dresses, are they? Because I don't like black. I don't like black dresses. I'm like, it's not about what you like.
Yeah.
You idiot. And yes, you're invited.
Oh, Jesus.
I got to get my tux. I keep forgetting. This is like a real event.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm buying tuxes for people, too. Trust me.
Oh, are you good? Because I have a...
Well,
okay, my size.
I actually buy one.
I'll add you to the list because, blah, blah, can't, blah, blah. If you think you can...
People rent tuxes all the time. Just tell them to rent a tux.
Come on.
I'm doing this for other people that are getting married and they're having the same crap happen to them, and hopefully maybe they're listeners of this show. Leave them alone. I had a great engagement. It was picture perfect. I should have had like a priest right on the beach and boom.
Do it right there.
Because we're in the moment.
Yeah.
It was just a real moment. No one was thinking about me. It was all about me and my girl. It was perfect. And I should have thought further about it and did it right there.
Yep.
Right there. Let's say hi to Paul in Seattle.
And everyone would have been mad.
Hey, guys.
Not having
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's going on, guys?
How are you, Paul?
All right, Jimmy, I just watched you on Red Eye 2 hours ago. You look well, not in a gay way, but you look, I mean, I saw you years ago, but
Thanks.
I don't know if that came out right.
Thank you very much.
I think it came out right.
Thank you, man.
We don't always have to be homophobic on the show. I think we know what you were talking about.
I was opening my shirt a little farther each time. I was showing a lot of chest. Yeah,
nice.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad you noticed.
Jimmy looks very good on TV.
Thank you.
Notice I said on TV. Sorry, Jimmy. But I see you in the morning when you're not showering or shaving or anything. So
5 minutes after my hemorrhoid applicator.
Right.
You got problems?
Really? Oh, my
Awful.
God.
Paul,
civil rights footage in my bathroom.
Paul in Seattle.
So, so I actually had to plan some hotel stays for an English couple who were flying about 10 English couples over to Vegas for a wedding. And just because I was the only American, I kind of took care of everything for them. And so I got the brunt of all the complaints.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just ridiculous between how many times people were complaining because they weren't in the same tower as the groom's mother. That was a big problem.
Yeah.
It's a 5-minute walk to the other tower. I don't really get it.
Yeah.
And the other one I loved was the whole incidentals thing. I got to the counter and there was a bit of a problem with the incidentals. And I didn't know what to do with my credit card. It's like they're retarded, like they've never traveled before. I'm like, look, you're getting a free room. You just got to give them a credit card so in case you rate the minibar. But it was just constant abuse, and they were calling me at all hours of the day as well because they just didn't know what time zone I was on. So I was getting calls like 3 in the morning going, what's the address again of the hotel? I'm like, do you know what the internet is? Like, honestly?
Yeah. It's not about... The theme here is it's not about you. It's not about you. What's wrong, Jimmy?
The goddamn Red Sox won that game?
Yes, that's what you're saying. Can you believe they won that game?
They were down 7-1.
Oh, my
God.
Jimmy,
I thought someone got murdered. Jimmy's looking at the TV with his mouth agape.
Yep.
Dude, it was 7-0.
Nothing. Yeah.
And Fenway fans were leaving, and I stopped watching.
Yeah, of course. The game was over.
I was watching Iron Man.
Yeah.
I thought you were joking, like I picked Boston and they lost.
And I'll be honest, I was sitting here making believe I made it to the end. I gave up, too. And then this morning, I was checking sports. I'm like, what?
Christ.
Yeah.
What?
They pulled that off.
Wow.
Well, I'm on my way to Florida right now, and I was hoping to get to go see Game 1 because I grew up in Philly.
It was a complete meltdown of pitching.
Dude,
is what it was.
It was
Complete meltdown of
they
pitching.
were 6
They looked
outs
like the Mets.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Red Sox are going to now win this series. They're going to now win this series.
Yeah.
When did they start the comeback?
Monumental. The second you turn the...
as soon as you went
It
click.
really was.
The second
All
you
right, he
click.
turned the set off.
Yeah. Jimmy's not watching anymore. Bring on the action.
Boston was getting killed 7-0. The Fenway fans were poor. I was thinking to myself, whoever left, imagine if they came back, because you always think that.
Yep.
Those dumb fans that left have got to be...
Stupid Sully and whatever else their names are up there.
All right, we got to take a break. Let's throw one more call at this, and then we'll move on. Mike in Jersey, how are you, Mike?
What's up, boys? How are you?
Hey.
All right. Let's see. I got married at 23, had a big old wedding, paid for everything myself. Told everybody, get stupid reservations done in advance. 4 days before the wedding, the matriarch of the family, this old grandaunt, calls up my mother, says, I demand that my daughter and her 2 4- and 6-year-old kids come. And we said, no kids. No kids at all. So we told them no. So after the wedding, we're all happy, and you're standing at the front of the church where everybody greets you. This old bag walks up, punches me in the friggin' mouth in front of everybody. 80-year-old woman belts me right in the mouth and calls me a
She said, I know you knew those beaches should have been closed, and my son's dead. My son's dead, and I want you to know that.
A Kittner boy joke.
Oh, there's nothing. Wow. I don't care how old Jaws is. It's always 2 weeks old and appropriate.
Yes.
It's still in theaters as far as we're concerned.
Yes. So you got punched by your great aunt on your wedding day. That's good. If that's not a me thing, it's a me thing happening.
Dude, this is how stupid people are. One time I was at a wedding, and I had to give. I wanted to make sure that my gift was the biggest, so I got the Don alone. And I'm trying to express my loyalty to him. And a bunch of little kids run in.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
You stumbling over your words.
The day of your daughter's wedding. I didn't know what to say. I'm reading the paper.
I don't want to do the traditional bachelor party. Guess what? It was told to me by many. It's not about you. It's for all the married guys and stuff, so you really should just do the traditional bachelor party.
It's pretty much legal cheating.
Right.
You know,
so
get in there.
So I'm having a bachelor party that I don't want anything to do with either. So
bachelor parties to me, I think what Voss did is we all went out to eat. I would rather go out to eat.
I want to do something mellow. Good steak dinner. Yeah, we could go to the booby bar, but I don't want to be the idiot on the stage with his shirt off with his man boobs hanging out as they humiliate me.
You don't have to go to that extent.
They all do it, though. They all say, oh, we won't do that. And then you end up there. They're shoving Jack Daniels down your throat in front of...
Some of the girls you see can get you psyched for the steak, though. Well, I'll have one that looks just like that.
Not as well done, though, of course. Rarer.
No, it would have been perfect. That joint in Dallas that you and I went to, Jimmy, back in the day. Steak and broads, Aunt. The best steak in Dallas.
Steak and lobster in the strip club.
It was like an old.
Really?
It was set up like
it's called the Lodge.
And it is okay. I was going to say it was set up like an old lodge, and it's called the Lodge.
Hot chicks,
and the food was ridiculous. The chicks were hot.
Wow.
The food was great.
I was like, I'm not eating.
The wine was amazing.
Lobster, and they're like, this is like a legitimate, real restaurant, in a strip club, and like you sit down and you eat a real meal, and it was like the girls were like away. It wasn't gross because they were like a little bit away from you while you were eating a real meal, and then you were doing a lap dance.
You don't want to like up on the bar or the stage while you're eating.
You're trying to get $1.
Table. Yeah.
It looks like an elephant's trunk is reaching down and scooping up your snow peas.
I would grab a lobster claw and clip off one of her.
That was the same trip that one of my brothers had strep throat and decided to give it to one of the strippers.
What was one of your brothers? I don't remember.
It was it was a bunch of them actually, and one of them had strep and decided he wanted to pass it along to one of the strippers. That's a goof. 877-212-018. Finally hitting the break. Sorry if I don't know. I had to just get that off my chest as I itched the hive that's growing on the back of my head. Leave us alone. It's not about you. That's the theme.
Mass email.
Opie and Anthony.
Hello, Greg. Centerpieces. Look, we want everybody to be able to take one home. Could you put 15 centerpieces on each table? Thanks. Get back to me on that one.
Are you bugging my house? It's the Opie and Anthony Show, 877-212-O&A. The Red Sox, just an amazing comeback.
Yeah.
I thought you were being sarcastic. I'm like, you picked the Red Sox and they got blown out 7-0. And then I saw that on TV. I'm like, those son of a bitch, I can't believe they won again.
Yeah, the Rays, the pitching just completely fell apart.
Who wants to see the Rays in the World Series?
No one.
Wait a minute, what game was that?
What? Baseball.
No. Oh. No, they still have more games to play?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought that meant Red Sox were going to the series.
No, they were down like 3-1.
Red Sox still got to win two, Jimmy. It's 3 games to 2.
Not that it hasn't been done before, even under worse circumstances, as we all remember.
Go Sox, go!
I'm yawning today and stuff, and I gotta blame.
What's wrong?
I'm blaming Louis C.K. for me being tired today.
Really?
Because I go to bed and I figure I'll just go to sleep. I'll pop something on, and I put on Showtime and Louis' special. What was it called? Chewed Up.
Chewed Up is the newest one. Showtime.
Chewed Up, dude. So goddamn funny. I'm just laying there laughing like a retard, just laying in bed laughing. The guy is too goddamn funny, and he doesn't give a crap what he says. It's amazing. He's dropping the N-bomb. He's just and always, the way he talks about his kids and stuff. It's just he is despicable and hysterically funny.
Didn't he shoot that? I think what Louis did was shot that in Boston. I think at that legendary legendary hall he shot that in, and he's smart because the acoustics he got the way he wanted.
Yeah,
the audience was dark. Like a lot of times, they want a
you
light.
You couldn't see the audience once, and I loved it. I hate that fake like laugh thing they do sometimes, where they just edit in where. Maybe there was a good laugh somewhere, and they pop in some douche you don't want to see going, ha, ha,
They do that for editing purposes.
I know, so they could switch back and forth. And there was a couple of points where I was like, and Louis edited it, because I watched the credits in the end. It said edited by, Louis C.K. I was like, there's a couple of instances where the edit looked a little weird, like, because they didn't cut to something else and then go back to him. But it didn't matter. It wasn't, like, distracting. His material is so funny that I didn't care about that. But I don't want to, go to someone's face or something. I'm never a big fan of that.
I never would have thought of that because Louis is he's a director. I mean, Louis is a smart dude, and I never would have thought of that. Because you shoot a special, you just do what they tell you to do. But he's like, no, get the audience pitch black. And this is his second one. He's done an hour already. And he's just a smart guy.
He talked about that on our show.
Oh, that's probably where
he that he wanted the audience dark. He doesn't want to see them. He doesn't want the...
So goddamn funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's doing. If he does a joke about a black guy or something, they got to go to the audience and cut to the black couple laughing. It's just. It is just. I'm not a big fan of that technique.
And when you think of great, like my favorite special ever is Pryor live in concert from '79, and to address the audience, he introduced us Huey P. Newton at one point.
Yeah.
He goes, "Turn the house lights up." I was going to say it's black, but obviously, but it's really. You could see a couple of first. People in the first rows, but it's dark.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dark theater, except for like the first couple of rows. I mean, you can't see the audience.
But his material is just ridiculous. I mean, he's talking about, being at the beach and how, people let their little boys, because he goes, he'd rather raise little girls than little boys, and talking about just little boys creep him out, and so falling asleep, and maybe one of the little boys just coming up and doing something horrible to his nostril while he's sleeping, because they're all running through the sprinkler. He goes in there naked, and you're just seeing their junk and stuff, and the little kids, and he's sleeping, and they're assaulting his nostrils. It's just, he is hysterical.
Yeah, he's great.
Really funny. And then I wound up staying up for the whole goddamn thing. And I was going to go to sleep to it, like, oh, familiar voice. There's Louis' voice. Let me snooze off to Louis C.K.'s voice. But really goddamn funny.
Yeah, Louis is terrific. And I haven't seen the special. I won't see it.
No?
It's just...
Oh, comics have a hard time looking at other comics. You don't want to be influenced.
You don't want to.
That's a shame, because you're missing out on a lot of good stuff, like... and other stupid comics missing out on you.
There's a good commercial, because I'm going to go watch that tonight.
It's on
Showtime.
Yeah.
Shoot Up.
Yeah.
I heard it was great.
Really good. I watched a lot of TV last night. I watched that new show, Life on Mars. It's that show, a cop, he gets hit by a car in 2008 and apparently ends up in 1973 at the 125th Precinct, New York City. A lot of corruption, funny hair and mutton chop sideburns and mustache and everything.
Old school cops.
Old school cops just beating the crap out of perps for no reason.
Nice. Do they know him now when he turns up? Do they know who
he was? They see him as somebody who was transferred over from another precinct. Okay. So, and he's just like, what the hell am I doing here? He doesn't know how he got there, why, but he does remember his previous 2008 life. He knows everything that happens. He knows, and he's kind of this straight shooter, politically correct kind of cop, and he's watching all these thug cops in 1973 corrupt New York City. I really want to like the show a lot, because I think the idea of it is good. It's a show that came from England, too, another show from England.
That we probably took and claimed.
Of course we did.
And Harvey Keitel is in it. I think Harvey Keitel is really good. I like him a lot.
What channel is it on?
It's on ABC.
Oh, it's the real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The only complaint I have, and it's only been on for 2 weeks, and I've noticed this already. We get it. He's in 1973. You don't have to make every reference from the 70s to remind us where,
Is it awkwardly done, too?
It's so ham-handedly done.
Like, what is spoon-fed? Like,
spoon-fed.
Here we go. We're going to remind you that it's the 70s.
There's a clip where, there's a part of the show, Harvey Keitel's in a hospital room with this girl that had gotten injured, and she's unconscious, and he's kind of reading the paper, and he has to say something like, "Oh, they're sending more people up to Skylab."
Because it's the 70s.
Why would that? And just like hey, that's about as useful as a pet rock.
Oh, God.
It's you don't have to. I wish they would stop that. We know where he is. You don't have to inject in a 70s reference every 5 minutes.
Is there a part of the show where you're not 100% sure if he obviously had an injury of some sort, if the 2008 part is real or this
You
is
don't
real?
know. You have no clue. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He wrote in yesterday's episode, last night's, he wrote a whole bunch of words insane. He just goes alien abduction. He's trying to figure out how this happened and why he's either really back in 73, thinks he is, if he's in a coma, if he's, things like that. So he's not sure. That's why I love the idea of this. I like any kind of time, thing. There's another one, Back to the Future. I love that. But it's any kind of time thing like that I find pretty cool. One thing I really like about the show is they show these cops, because they're detectives and they drive in regular cars, and they're all these muscle cars, and whenever they have to chase somebody or go to a location, they get a call, they put the little cherry on the top of the car,
old school,
and drive like maniacs, and the music takes on this 70s TV show kind of action Starsky and Hutch almost thing, which is I found kind of funny.
The streets of San Francisco.
Yeah, that they did that. I thought that was pretty clever. But yeah, stop at the references every 2 seconds. We understand where he is.
They should have a scroll. I want to remind you that
it's 1973, and he came from 2008.
Right.
The first episode was really cool because he comes out. He initially gets hit by a car, and he wakes up and he's kind of in 1973, and he looks around and he's looking around like all confused, and he looks and he goes, "Oh my God!" And they pan up, and the Twin Towers are there, and he's just like, "Oh,
that's cool."
Yeah, I thought that was like a really wow kind of a.
That's kind of like a
moment
Charlton
for it.
Heston moment.
Yeah, it was.
Statue of Liberty.
It was like whoa. But I want to like the show, but
wouldn't it suck if the show ended and the final conclusion?
Oh no, go ahead, Jimmy.
And the final conclusion was no. What happens? Sometimes you will get hit by a car and actually wind up at a different time. That's all that happened. He really did get hit.
That's the only excuse there is.
Yeah, he really did get hit, and he just wound up there. It was real, and that's what happened.
I always wonder that type of thing when you see these crazy people. Maybe they're not crazy.
Maybe that
really happened. How do we know
happened?
for real? Maybe there was someone that was living in the future and had to come back to this time. Who knows?
Another thing I like about the show is when they bust people and they put them up against the wall and frisk them and then just clock them in the head for no reason. Just pow. And all the other detectives just kind of go, hey, look at him. They don't care.
Let's say hi to Jason in Indiana. Jason.
Yeah, I had a comment about Life on Mars.
Okay.
I love it when they say, man, how great was Woodstock 4 years ago? To kind of...
Yeah, that's like how ham-handed it is.
It's been 4 years already?
Like last night's episode.
That's funny.
They pinch some guy. Supposedly he's been robbing this check cashing place. They put him in jail, and Harvey Keitel is just old school, dirty kind of cop. I think he wants to kind of clean up the city, but he doesn't care how he does it. So he's ready to plant some stuff on this guy just to put him away. So 2008 cop is like, no, let's cut him loose. We'll watch him, get evidence on him, and bust him, the way it's supposed to be done. And so they let the guy loose, and as he's walking out, he goes, "Yeah, the Constitution at work. Thank God for Richard Nixon."
Oh,
and it's like, all right. All right, thank you. I forgot we were in 73. I forgot.
Just spoon-feeding a bunch of dummies.
That's what it is. Could you smarten it up a little bit? You don't have to remind me.
Can I ask you this? You think there's a possibility that they're doing it kind of tongue-in-cheek?
No.
Like wink, wink, we know what we're doing here?
It's too many times during the episode.
Yeah.
It's done too many times.
Let's say hi to Tony in New York. Tony, Life on Mars.
You know what? I want to like the show like you mentioned, Anthony, but at the same time, I find myself bored with the show.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Channel anytime.
I stick with it. I'll stick with it a few more episodes. I think Michael Imperioli, they got to use him a little more. He looks hysterical in it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got this big mustache that wraps around down to his chin, huge sideburns, long greasy hair. and he's got like a pot belly on him now and stuff. His character, I think it could be really a good character, but Michael Imperioli, they haven't really used him that much, but it's only been 2 episodes. So I'm just hoping they kind of. There have been shows that you watch and at first you're like, yeah, it's kind of good, and then it ends up being a great show or kind of a really good show, whatever.
Well, a lot of
I'm
times,
hoping that happens with this one, but yeah, it's 2 episodes in. They got to knock that off, and yeah, kind of find a weird, different little angle on it. I think
a lot of these shows find their way, though. You give it
maybe
2 or 3 episodes. Next thing you know, it's a much different show than the pilot was.
Yeah. They may be looking at it too, like again, overkill. But maybe the way shows are is within the first 3 episodes, people might tune in the second one and miss the first one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what it just is, and it's distracting to me now whenever it happens because I just go, all right.
Yeah, the Yankees are world champion thanks to Billy Martin. We know. He's alive.
Whatever.
He gotcha.
Got it.
He's always got a hat with a 7 and a 3 on it. All right.
We got to take a break. Are you going to talk about the Bills at the estate there?
Not the Buffalo Bills. I realized yesterday when I was opening up some of my envelopes, my bills, I am a one-man environmental wrecking crew. I am probably the biggest violator of all environmental. I don't know. I think I'm single-handedly responsible for global warming at this point.
Anthony will explain next. Also, audio of Obama and McCain being really, really funny.
That's that improv, that stand-up improv thing.
Yeah, got a little stand-up improv for ya. I didn't even know this was on TV. What a pleasant surprise. We'll explain next, but first, the FU line for this Friday.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. Here's the latest batch of FUs.
You have 6 new voice messages. First voice message.
Yeah, I want to give a big you to my fat boss, Frank. You're a fat. You don't know how to run your business. You have no business being an owner. Go yourself, you piece of.
Next message.
Yeah, I just want to give a big FU to Joe the plumber. Joe, you. Nobody gives a about you.
Next message.
I just want to leave a big FU to my ex-girlfriend. Way to cheat on me and get knocked up, you dumb whore. I hate you. I hope you die, you stupid bitch.
Next message.
I want to give a big FU to anybody that has the New York Yankees logo tattooed on their body. F you.
Next message.
Hey, this FU goes out to the Los Angeles Dodgers. You all take it up to you bunch of get bent remaining, you suck.
Next message.
Yeah, you to the girl that claims she loves me. There's 31 million males in the United States, and she decides to my 2 best friends.
End of new messages.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU line 1. That's 866-FU line 1.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Gut busting, ab crunching.
Boy, how bad can it get?
Have you seen a man eat his own head?
Yes.
Now you'll get used to it.
Anthony spent $300 on fags.
Ass clown.
Anthony. This is the freakiest show I've ever been party to.
It should be illegal.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You guys suck! All that talk is crazy.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Hold on to your hats.
You're checking out Opie and Anthony, the one-man environmental wrecking machine.
Yeah, that's apparently what I do.
What's that about?
I'm terrible, I guess. I drive a gigantic SUV and a muscle car that really goes through a lot of gas. But everyone knew that.
Yeah, but gas is cheaper now, so.
Yeah, so I don't care.
Let's break out the Escalades again.
Burn it.
We solved the gas problem. Gas is down. Let's start driving the big ones again. The big cars.
My electric bill came in yesterday. And I've set a new record for myself. Very proud. Yeah. What, on average, do you know what your electric bill is?
I have no idea.
I have no clue.
I don't know, because I live it's a condo, so I just don't know.
You don't pay for your own electric? What?
I wouldn't know.
It's part of, like, condo
Probably your
fees.
monthly maintenance and stuff.
Are you kidding? You could just leave your lights on all night and someone else is going to pay it?
No, they charge extra.
What?
I don't know how that works.
You have
How does it
you
work?
have condo maintenance fees, and you have.
Yeah, I understand that, but isn't that for like garbage and things like
You
that?
have a basic fee, and then they add the electric charges on top of that.
They do, right?
Yeah.
So how much is your electric? You don't know?
No, I've
I
never
don't
looked.
know. I really don't know. I don't even know what a stamp costs.
Holy jeez, you guys! Do you do your own bills?
I certainly do.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
sign
what punches my
checks.
bills.
Do you
Yeah.
ever see one marked Con Edison?
I don't think it comes in like that.
No,
It
we
used
don't
to
get-
in my
no,
old place. It comes probably under the
Oh.
maintenance thing,
Oh, I got
which
you.
I pay electronically.
Electronically? What year is this?
Yes, so it's does it for me.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even know what gas is going for. I'm going to guess. I would say that people are paying $3.20 right now.
For what? Gasoline?
Yeah, is that true?
Yeah, you're about. We're in the
Okay,
ballpark.
good. All right, good. So I know that much.
I leave
Ballpark.
floodlights on. my neighbors like it when I have floodlights out my windows into theirs.
You know what is really sad?
What?
I have floodlights that shine on the front of my house.
Yeah, but the difference is, though, I'll say this. I have a security in the thing. It's like I have people downstairs. You only have yourself and enough guns to kill a division of men.
Yeah. He's probably safer, is what you're saying, Jimmy.
Of course he is.
I have people like all of a sudden on my floor, like, what are you doing up here?
I'll tell you something else. They aren't for security. They are purely for aesthetics.
Nice.
They're big halogen things that are in front of plantings on my front lawn, so you don't see the actual lights, but they shine up onto the house. And when they first turn on, you can barely see it. It's like a blue light, and it takes about 5 minutes for these things to spool up to full power to where you're actually getting, because it just looks nice. So why shouldn't it?
Why not?
But those I've had for since I bought the house. I have a lot more lighting fixtures in the house now that Keith's wife Ange has decorated the house pretty much. A lot more lighting fixtures.
I know when you first got in there for like the first 2 years, it was like Oldman's place in Dracula.
Yeah, it was. Every room looked like an interrogation room. One bulb hanging from a wire.
It was metal chair in the middle and a little table with cards on it.
Phone book to hit people with.
You've come a long way. Not even in a year, like 6 months.
Well, I had to.
You just changed the
Getting
whole
crazy.
thing around, man.
going
Now it's a real
crazy.
house with a real pool and cabana.
Oh, it's
fire pit to burn stuff
It's
in.
wonderful, and it just,
jacuzzi.
like I said, it just eats up.
But heating the pool, right?
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
jacuzzi.
yeah. The pool heater eats up fuel at a rate I've never seen in my life. I think it's probably equal to the main tank on the shuttle. What it takes to heat the pool per month.
How hot is your pool? 100?
I like it about 110 degrees in the winter.
Yeah. Do you?
No, I'm actually getting it covered up next week.
Are you supposed to, or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, you're supposed to. You don't want the lines freezing up and anything.
How about the
like
jacuzzi?
Jacuzzi's part of the pool.
You covering that up?
So I have to cover that up too.
Oh.
But I have other options. I could get an actual just a jacuzzi put somewhere.
Are you going to do
just
that?
For I don't know. I got my winter entertainment going in now, which is the home theater.
Wait a minute. I was looking forward.
Yes.
To a winter jacuzzi.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have no friends.
I think I'm gonna look into that.
Be
I'll
selfish,
take care
please.
of that.
You should have a jacuzzi closing party.
Well, you got about a week.
No, but you set the day. Like, this is the last day for the jacuzzi. Everyone come on over and
All
relieve
right.
yourself in it.
Let's see.
My winter is prepared. It has been structured around your house.
My house.
Yeah.
Damn it. I could just get another jacuzzi. That could work.
Knowing you will. So
I think I will.
All right.
Because why, not burn unbelievable amounts of fuel during the winter also.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the oil tanks in my house, there are 2 of them. They look like freight trains in the basement. And you can almost watch the gauge go down if you stand close enough.
You should go old school and get one of those, like, old, guys that just shovels coal into something.
That's
for
what I
you.
want. Some guy that looks like he was in the Titanic engine room.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Just covered with coal dust. Then there's the electric bill. That's what I was talking about. The electric bill. It was $1,650. Yeah.
$1,600?
Yes, $1,600 for the month. And I believe that is because of the constantly spinning motors for the pool and jacuzzi and the blowers for the jacuzzi and everything else. Yes?
Kevin from Connecticut writes, Ant's electric meter spins like a DVD. Is that true? Just round and round?
I can't even see it. It's a blur.
Does your meter have it?
Actually, the carpenters are working on it. When their saw breaks down, they just use my electric meter spinning to cut wood with.
$1,600. Like what?
$1,650.
Yeah, I opened it up yesterday, and that's an all-time high. I am using electricity. I guess the other houses, their bulbs dim when I get home.
Can we do some quick math? How many houses would that take care of? $1,650. I would imagine. Well, I don't really know.
It's a lot.
At least 16?
Yeah. See, what I do also, I'm really bad. I leave a lot of TVs on so that no matter what room I go into, I don't miss the show.
I like doing that, too. The TVs aren't, like, sucking up too much energy.
Really? These days?
I don't think so.
The plasmas and the...
Are you scared of being in a big old house by yourself, like, lonely?
No, you know what it is? If I'm alone in the house, which isn't that often... If you know what I mean, that a boy.
Do you have a lot of friends over?
No. I find myself, and I was talking about this the other day. I just kind of walk around and I'll stop in a corner and just kind of look.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, and get in the fetal position and cry.
And cry, no. And then I'll just walk over somewhere else and look and think, what should I do? More walking. And then I'll just plop down in front of the computer or the TV.
Yeah.
I have a lot of computers that are running all the time. I don't know how much that uses, but and then lights. Like I said, a lot of light fixtures are in there now, and I haven't been very good with shutting them off lately. Or lately I've been better, but in the past I haven't.
I have to go to this phone call because people are doing their own math. Joe in Vermont, go ahead.
Yeah, I ran a welding business, and I don't pay $1,600 a year in electricity.
All right, so a year's worth of a welding business. I hope it's exclusively oxyacetylene and not he's not doing arc welding, because then I'd really feel bad.
That's really funny. What, you got something going on.
Yeah, I know. And then the other thing that happened, and I know this isn't my fault. I have to. Keith called the company that put in my cabana because I think I have a plumbing leak. Right by one of the gates on the side of the house.
Did he call Joe the plumber?
I didn't call Joe the plumber. Why would I call him?
Look,
that ass.
Hope his business fails.
Go screw Joe the plumber.
We hate Joe I can't say it over here.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever he is, Joe the log handler.
Thank you.
Put it over his shoulder.
That's what I was getting at. Sorry, Anthony.
That's all right. Yeah, so because I got my water bill yesterday. And, oh, my God, look at him trying to take this guy down. Sorry, I'm so distracted. The news plays these clips really quick. So I get my water bill, and I went through 197,000 gallons of water.
In 1 month?
No, that was maybe 2 months.
What do they do, every other month?
3 months.
Three months. Yeah. 197,000 gallons. And that was after the pool was already filled. What? So it wasn't to fill the pool.
You're going to get arrested.
This was just like, and it was something like $380 for a water bill. That is usually, $30 or something like that.
Is the neighborhood stealing your pool water?
I don't know. I think there's a leak. So I shut off the water to the cabana yesterday. I'm going to see if this dries up. And we called the guy to come, and dig that line up and check for a leak, because it's soggy there all the time. So obviously something's running into the ground. 197,000 gallons.
I thought you were going to tell me that I'm not allowed to visit anymore.
Oh, wow.
Because I got a sour stomach. And,
yeah.
And I didn't realize it was using that much water.
When you go into the, into the toity.
You're going to go home and your house is going to float by like Evan Almighty.
Right.
Cumia boy's house just floated away.
It's
That's insane.
It's ridiculous. And I got both of those bills in one day. So I was just looking, going, oh, my God, I am a disaster.
Yeah.
I am Al Gore's nightmare. when it comes to this.
Carbon footprint like the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. I'm terrible. I'm really trying better to shut the lights off.
Red in Louisiana, he goes, well, Aunt, that's from putting out fires.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe that's what all the water's from, putting out clothing fires.
People are amazed. They're like, I don't even pay that in rent for the $1,600 electric bill.
I turn the lights off when I leave a room, or when I go when I go out, everything goes off.
I don't.
You should.
I don't know why. I sometimes, I think my TV's on right now in my bedroom for nobody.
Yeah, you're just gonna
because I don't want to turn it off so it'll be quiet from my walk from the bedroom downstairs. I don't know. I like noise.
What do you need? You're like Nicholson in the Overlook Hotel. You don't need constant excitement. Just let it be mellow for a minute.
Yeah, enjoy the silence.
A naked old dead lady in this tub and a great party, isn't it? And blood in the elevators.
Party.
Get a hold of yourself.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with silence.
Brady's in my bathroom.
Just be still.
Cleaning off some avocado.
Listen to the crickets every once in a while.
I don't like the crickets.
Tim in New York. Tim.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Aunt, maybe your water bill's a little high because you were spending so much time washing the sheets after a certain ex-girlfriend spent the night over.
Oh, boy.
I don't think it's from the laundry.
Oh, boy. Hey, everyone's doing their math, Aunt, for you. 197,000 gallons is enough water to irrigate an entire golf course for 15 minutes. What are you doing?
See, that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know how much water that was.
Somewhere, probably most of the basements in your neighborhood have flooded, and they can't figure out.
They don't know where it's coming from.
They can't figure it out.
They don't know where it's coming from.
Just a slow flooding going on constantly.
Wow.
God
You
damn.
say you and your friends are over there drinking. Are you guys drinking alcohol, or are you just scooping cups into the pool, swinging it?
Yeah. Tim in PA's got something. Tim?
Yeah, just got my electric bill yesterday. I got a family of 5, 3 little kids. All-time high, $168.
You paid $168, Aunt. You paid $1,650.
Okay, this guy, James, figured it out. He says it's only 1.5 gallons per minute. It's a slow leak. 1.5 gallons a minute?
Every minute?
Is what I'm going through?
And
Every
it's still
minute?
Only $380. The planet is, 70% water?
Yeah.
We don't worry about water. We're living on it.
Yeah.
Water's okay.
There's more of it than the stuff we live on.
Plus
You're
your
right.
pool is salt water. You drive to the ocean, you get a bunch of friends, everybody holds a bucket in their lap in the car, you throw it in for free.
It's got a saltwater-filled chlorination system. Doesn't necessarily mean it's, just from the ocean.
Literal Anthony.
Tanking. Yeah, I have sharks in there.
That's pretty amazing, Aunt.
I was
proving that you certainly are a Republican, by the way.
Yes.
Al Gore's giving you the.
No, I bring it up because I obviously have to do something. I have to, shut lights out.
No.
Because even I'm realizing that's a bit much.
You don't have to do anything. Keith has to do something.
Oh, yeah, I know. Keith made the phone call about the leak.
Of course he did.
But the electric thing is, I'm sure it's from all those pool motors going constantly. I think they're, the pool pump motors?
Mm-hmm.
I got 4 of them lined up. It's like a 747 out back. And they're all just constantly humming 24/7 for the entire summer. Wing.
All right, Joe in Texas. Joe.
Hey, 197,000 gallons is a town of 1,000 water tower.
So you know those water towers you see in the small towns?
Yeah.
That's what you wasted in 3 months or 2 months, whatever it was.
Really?
And then this guy has got Nate. We got truckers all over the place. I want to say good morning to the truckers. How are you? Nate, what's up?
That's about 43 tanker trucks worth of water.
43 tanker trucks? I went through 43 tanker trucks of water?
Maybe check the leaky faucet.
Yeah, I think I got a drip.
Wow.
There's a drip in the bathroom, I think.
Can you bring that in? I don't believe you. We got to get a shot of that on the website.
It's legit.
197,000 gallons.
197,000 gallons of water.
What does the average house go through, though? Is it 10,000? I don't know what. I don't know.
What is the average usage for a average American family?
With a pool.
And I'm one guy.
Yeah.
I'm one guy in the house.
Well,
so it's not like
You're one hotel operator.
Well,
Yeah,
that is true.
Who are you kidding?
Do have company every so often.
I imagine there's 7 showers going on at the same time.
Oh, the shower, yeah. This
Danny
big
has a
shower head.
point.
Oh, Danny?
Yes, Danny.
It says here the average water usage per person is 200 gallons.
A month?
Per day. 200 gallons per day.
Per day?
Showering, soaping up, rinsing off, 4 gallons per person. Brushing your teeth, rinsing briefly is a half a gallon. Shaving is a gallon.
Where does
Washing
all
your
this
hands
big
is a
gallons
gallon.
come in then?
Well, let's see. If you take a bath,
Washing machine.
10 to 14 gallons. Flushing a toilet, 4 to 6 gallons. Washing dishes, 5 gallons.
I
A
saved
dishwasher is 7 gallons. Washing machine is a 27-gallon.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of laundry getting done.
Yeah. Well, Keith does the laundry.
So wait,
And
Danny,
leaks, it says here, even a small drip can add up to 25 gallons per day.
So 6,000 gallons. You do 30 days a month times 200 gallons a day is about 6,000 for the average person.
6,000 for
That
the
doesn't
average
count a
person.
pool.
That's a month.
Right.
So you figure.
Well, once the pool is full, you got to allow for like evaporation. Is pretty much it. I have an autofill on the pool, so I don't have to drop a hose in there. So I don't know if it goes down, how far it goes down before it's got to be filled up. But it's not that much. If you have a pool, once the pool's full, you're not refilling it every month.
I just realized something. You are rich.
No, I'm just really bad.
You are rich.
I'm really bad at like taking care of things. I should shut the lights out.
Someone's like, Aunt obviously makes more money than you. we just kind of look at it differently.
Spend more money. I'm very.
I'm old school. I'm convinced that this all goes away tomorrow.
Well, I am too. That's why the things I do to my home are it's equity in my house.
You're just making up for lost time.
No,
you never had a house, and then when you had this house, you didn't do anything with it.
I lived in my Chevy Monza.
Mm-hmm.
I had to live in a Chevy Monza. Ugh.
Boy, he's living the life of Riley.
He sure is, Jimmy.
6,000 a person. So you figure you always have Keith there and a couple of friends. So let's just say you have 5 people using 6,000.
Dude, how about you?
30,000 a month it should be.
I got
30,000, and it's 197,000 gallons.
I got the solution. Turn off a few TVs.
Yeah.
Fix the leak. And then vote for Obama.
Obama?
Because then you got the extra money to throw to the people behind you. That's a big stretch, isn't it? I'm starting to hate Obama now.
The thing, see what I'm doing, though? Let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm keeping the economy going. I'm keeping the economy going. I'm not pulling back.
Anthony,
spend.
You're pulling me now more toward McCain because I'm looking more into this tax thing.
If I get taxed more, I'm going to stop spending. You people are going to be screwed.
What's up with 40% of Americans not paying taxes? What's that about? First it was 30 to 35. Now they're saying 40.
40. That's because the other...
Are they below the poverty line? A lot of people make
40%
really
of the
bad
people?
money in this country.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we forget because most people we know at least live in New York. So, I mean, like the guys we know, it's not even if they're just average income. They're making enough to survive in Manhattan or Long Island.
Yeah, true.
So you forget a big part of this country, man. People have nothing. Like, they literally are paying a couple $100s a month in rent. They have dumps.
I say business as usual. Just build a lot of fences to keep them contained.
All right.
In their
I'm
areas.
for that.
In their areas.
Kane should come out with that on his platform.
What do you got? Break time? All right.
I'm totally out of touch with... let me just talk to Tony. I want to see what I'm out of touch with.
Sure. Tony.
Anthony, I live in Huntington Bay, and, I'm not a rich guy, but you know what, man?
Hold on.
Touch.
Sorry, Tony, but if you're living in Huntington Bay, you're kind of a rich guy.
I'm not.
You're not getting that
It's
one
not
past
Huntington
us.
Station.
I grew up in Centerport.
We know the area.
We know the area very well. Huntington Bay is where a lot of rich people, whatever, hang their hat.
You know what? I spent $400 on my electric bill over 3 months. I have a pool. It's my water bill is $46 a month. You're out of control, man. And Opie, I met you at Starbucks on Mother's Day and Father's Day. You know who I am. So.
Jeez, that sounded like a threat. You know who I am. Don't you forget.
Mother's Day and Father's Day where? In Huntington?
Yeah, at Starbucks.
Okay.
You don't know who we are, but we know who you are.
I always go,
Takes his license.
All right, good to see you, Tony.
Look,
All right,
I'm not saying this to say I'm out of touch or in touch or anything. I'm just saying I shouldn't I shouldn't have a water bill that high, and there's a leak.
Yeah.
And then my electric bill, I got to start shutting lights off. Like, I had a little revelation last night when I opened that up.
You keep almost every light on?
No, it's just the lights I keep on are lights.
Dude, I was trained as a kid. Like, I can leave lights on now, and I don't. I got these dumb effing issues from when I was growing up. I'm turning lights off constantly. I'm like, why am I doing this? I don't need to do this anymore.
There are useful lights to see stuff in the dark, and then there are decorative lights.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I got to cut back on my decorative lighting.
Yeah, tell Keith to get the decorative lighting out of your house.
No!
You're trying to get laid. What is he doing?
That'll help. Shows fanciness.
I like my decorative lighting.
Girls like fanciness.
Of course they do.
When you're banging a girl who's in her early 20s, she doesn't come over and go, he's a fiscally responsible man. She goes, he's an ass, and so am I.
Yes!
Early 20s don't look at the decorative lights, I'm telling you.
No,
that's going to attract the cougars.
They love what?
The cougars like that decorative stuff.
I'll rig the decorative light to fall on their head.
No, the
There's
young
no
girls
way.
like that stuff. They like fancy, it's like a big palace.
Right.
They go into a kingdom, a magic kingdom.
Treated like a queen.
That's right.
All right.
Literally, a
Walt Disney.
queen.
What do you got, Johnny in Kansas? Did we do you yet?
No, you did. And that's enough water to flush your toilet 123,000 times.
I'm going to try that.
That's right.
Maybe I have been a little upset stomach. Going to the bathroom every second. What am I doing?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get into some Obama McCain stuff because I was like doing what you were doing. I turned the TV on, figured I'd fall asleep to something. I'm watching Hannity. I don't know why I watch Hannity because I don't really agree with him, but he's a friend and I like him. I like the guy. He has passion for what he does. Although I don't really like Combs at all.
Mm.
And all of a sudden they're
Combs is a dullard.
They're doing this Obama McCain thing at the Al Smith dinner. And maybe Stumpbrain after the break could explain this whole thing, but these guys are doing a roast. They're roasting each other.
Yeah.
Do they do this every year?
Yeah.
With different politicians?
Al Smith was a governor of New York way back when. And when he died, it was just before the election, so the Cardinals said, wow, here's a great opportunity. They brought in the candidates, and they've been doing it ever since, and it falls on election years. They bring the presidential candidates in. It's for Catholic charities.
I got to tell you, well, we'll get into that. We'll get into it after the break. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Cody in Indiana writes on Instant Feedback, I can't wait to see Ant's electric bill after Keith's wife decorates the Christmas lights brighter than the effing Luxor.
Yeah. We were talking about Christmas lights and stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
And, because I kind of want to do Christmas over my house kind of a thing. You know, we do Christmas Eve over Grandma's old house. Now it's, my aunt and uncle's house pretty much.
I love it.
Grandma's
You're hooking up lights.
Yeah,
you really are a true wop, aren't you?
I am such a
Ginzaloon.
Yeah, I really am because, I'm really the only Catholic in my neighborhood.
That's right.
It's an entire Jewish neighborhood.
And you really let it be known.
I put, I put decorations up that it leaves no doubt that I am Catholic. I'm this short of a manger on my lawn with the baby Jesus.
No, you would go with real people, though.
Yeah.
Make them hang out on
That's a
your
good
lawn.
idea.
Cheap to have.
Hey, tell them about the wreath you get.
The wreath is probably 9 feet across.
They have to get a crane.
They get a cherry picker and put it up above my door.
Biggest wreath you've ever seen.
And then there's a couple of real guinea columns that I have on the side of my house. And
Christmas vacation.
Yeah.
Big red bows go on the big guinea columns.
Yeah.
And lights going up the walkway and on the trees. So, the Jews in my neighborhood are just like, oh, boy, here he goes. Here goes the Italian
It's going to be another massive Pequot before we know it.
Here he is. I'm sure all of his organized crime friends are going to be over.
But this is tell my friend, Adrian, I go, what other show do you listen to? And they're talking about arc welding.
Yes.
He's like, hey, watch out. I'm warning you.
Well,
Suddenly,
he opened his bills yesterday, and they're just out of hand.
I'm really...
The electric bill's out of hand.
I'm hurting the environment.
He used 197,000 gallons of water since the last water bill.
197,000 gallons.
And Stuntbrain brings this to everyone's attention today. when you have huge spikes in usage like you're showing, you know they investigate that stuff because they're convinced you're growing like pot and stuff.
Why would they
basement.
think because I had a spike in water and electricity that I'm growing something?
But they really do.
That really is like water and electricity. Yeah. I need the lights for the plants, and then I need the water to irrigate the plants. And there's no plants growing in my house.
The investigation ends with the guy just writing across the top of his sheet, Enrich, no problem.
Enrich, no problem. We're moving on from this
By which
case.
I mean nouveau riche.
Of course, nouveau riche. What else could that mean?
You're telling everyone you're putting a movie theater in the basement, but maybe you're doing something else?
No, it's a home theater.
There's a lot of room in that basement, man.
I had the...
You're a crass fool.
Your basement's so big, if you were growing pot plants, you'd have to get the migrant workers there.
Yeah.
Make it on there. Yeah. He's got them there. Who's he kidding? He's using Americans to fix that house up?
They're all Americans.
Oh, please.
My friend, they are. All the construction guys in the basement.
Central Americans.
They were all Americans. Had the HVAC guy come over yesterday, which was pretty interesting for me since I spent all of my years before radio doing air conditioning and heating work. So I see the van pull up, and I'm like, now I'm that guy. I go, I'm the ass. I'm the douche. It just made me feel like, and then I'm trying to be overly like nice and hey, what's up?
Buddy,
like not be like those guys. There's a hose out back if you're thirsty. Yeah. You know, like I all of a sudden was the guy, and no matter what I do, I'm the guy.
Right.
Which sucks.
That's great.
Like I don't want to be the guy, but I don't want to be the guy doing the work anymore. I did that for years.
They don't do it right. You got to regretfully go.
See,
no, Anthony's bringing up the old days, and the old air conditioner's like, hey, you still got that fetter?
Oh, no, we got new equipment now that we do that. What do you got? Let me see the gauges. I'll charge this unit myself. Bring me the Freon. We don't use Freon anymore.
Sir.
Just vent it to the atmosphere, and we'll pump some more in. No, we recover the refrigerant now, Anthony. It's not like the old days. They're old-timer.
He's trying to roll up his sleeves.
Yeah, let me get in there. I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
You guys would just dump the waste on the side of the LIA.
Dude,
as you're going back to home base.
Yeah. It used to be
that's old school, my friend.
Vent to atmosphere.
Yeah.
Fluorocarbons just... This big white cloud of ozone killer would just...
rises over Floral Park.
Yeah. Now they will kill you if they catch you doing that. You got to recover the refrigerant. They call Freon, it's refrigerant.
Yeah, it's like Russia. You can't even throw any things in the atmosphere.
Can't even put your friggin' motor oil down the sewer anymore.
What's up with that?
Colin, how many times did you change your oil on your car and just let it go right down the sewer in front of your house?
Most people are still doing
That's
that.
what you did. No, you are.
A lot of people
but they are doing that.
In trashy neighborhoods, I guess.
They look to their left, they look to their right, and they tip over that can.
I get abuse from my family for making fun of Shirley.
Shirley.
Oh, Mastic and Shirley.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
the Twin Cities.
I was a caddy for 12, 14 years. So
caddy.
And every once in a while, we'll play in a charity golf tournament or whatever, and we'll get a caddy. And I'm just reminded what you were doing with the air conditioner guy. I go, hey, I used to do what you're doing there.
Yeah, great.
And I actually had a caddy go, good for you.
No one wants to hear that.
The guy just did not. He goes, good for you.
No one wants to hear that.
Here's your putter. I'm the same age as you, and you're not doing this anymore, and I still am. Good for you.
No one wants to hear that you did that, and you can help him out.
No one cares about your local boy made good stories.
Exactly.
Yeah, beat it, stupid. And by the way, you had a 7 on the last hole, not a 5.
The poor bastard's got to move my radio-controlled jet helicopters so he can put in some flex pipe.
Well, you stand there with a naked 19-year-old. Hey, I used to knock 10.
Drinking beer. Right, wine glass in one hand, a supple breast in the other.
Yeah. A party hat, Magnum condoms in your upper pocket. I used to do what you did until my life began.
Doing the obstacle course through the women that are passed out.
Oh, is that awful?
To get to the work area.
Yeah, but when I realized, I'm the guy. I'm the guy that was the douche.
That's so funny.
Stop trying to kid. Bob Kelly does that, too. We used to live in the same building. He's the biggest idiot. We lived at the same building.
What, with fat people? I used to be a big slob,
just one big freight elevator.
Now he's losing weight and ruining our good time. Yeah. Bastard.
The beautiful thing about Bob is, though, he really
Nothing.
is like, no, but he's like, he's one like cut out of a Dane movie away from obesity again, which is great, because Bob will never not be a fatso waiting to happen. Bobby would walk in, we would always walk into the lobby, and he would just stand there and overly try to be relatable. Hey, how you doing there, Frank? Just like, shut up. They work here. Just say hello and go upstairs. Stop trying to act like you're one of the guys because you feel guilty about the minimal success that you've had.
Hey, we got to go to the phones. You touched on some, Ant, that got him lit. Wayne, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, Wayne.
When I worked at a gas station like years ago, for all the bad loot and stuff we did, we used to just dump antifreeze down the drain because my boss told so. He was too cheap to pay any type of recovering fee, which I thought was very disgusting and despicable. But
Oh, sure you did, but you did it anyway. I was only following orders.
And we wonder why we're all getting cancer. Everyone's getting cancer, and we're like, we can't figure out why.
Dude, I had a polar bears are purple.
yeah.
I had a Volkswagen Bug. I had a Volkswagen Bug that I made into one of those dune buggy hybrid Baja Bug things.
You made it cool.
Yeah, I tried. Ugh.
Was that when you were out in L.A. with the...
No, this was Jimmy Jackson. Actually, they had dune buggies, of course. Why wouldn't they? And I blew an engine in the thing and had to tell his squaw that he was a homo. Think about it.
I got
Think
it.
about. I dumped the entire engine down into the sewer. I pulled up the grate, and somewhere in the avenues in Northport is a sewer with a Volkswagen engine in it. Just oil, everything just dripping out of it. But we didn't. Who cared? Who cared?
Oh, that's good stuff. Colin, why are you here,
I
by
got
the
my
way?
joke.
Are we promoting?
I
got it.
I'm kidding.
What are you
like
promoting
I would
today?
beg for any...
Caroline's.
Really?
Would beg for acceptance. Stop.
We do that for 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
Begging for love and acceptance. You there this week?
Don't just jump in like you're Mr. Professional, like you can carry on two conversations.
But
at
no,
once.
I didn't want to step.
I'm so mentally. Yeah. You're there this
I was
week,
paying
by the way.
attention,
Shut
Colin.
up.
No, I was asking.
Opie asked me in
But
a
I know.
civilized manner.
But we-
Nobody even introduced me that I was here yet, by the way. My
No,
name
you don't
was
have
not...
to. You just
The
you walk
voice.
in.
Hush.
No one
The
knows
voice
your
says
voice by now.
Hush.
Yeah.
Hush.
But no, me and Ant were talking about something. You guys did the plug. I'm like, why do I?
I know,
step
but I
on the
just
plug?
don't like you acting like you're Mr. Dexterity. Like, oh, by the way, what are you plugging? Like, I'm on every level.
And why do you need the big intro all of a sudden?
Yeah, what do you need?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Sit down and start talking.
F
we'll
you
get
guys.
to your name
That's what I
eventually.
did.
Yeah, we know who you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to stop the show because
Oh, my God.
coming into our studio,
As we've been promising and
great-
promoting.
right? Sit down.
That voice, it would be
Sit down
like...
and tell jokes.
Like if Rosie Perez came in, we wouldn't have to intro her either.
So Colin's at Caroline's.
Rosie Perez coming in?
No.
Colin Quinn, Caroline's this weekend.
Yeah.
Tonight,
I would
obviously.
give out the number. unless you wanna do it.
212-757-4100.
Yeah, for tickets.
No, I just didn't like Jim's new angle. Like he covers all bases.
Yeah,
it
it's the way
bugs
I
me.
do it. You know. I
We'll
went
go,
to the.
We'll go to Colin now.
Yeah, but he just busted in like I can do 10 things at once.
Oh, and you'll be proud that they're still going old school out there.
Oh, good.
Nick in New York.
Hey,
What's
Nick.
up?
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
You're on the air, sir.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, no, I was just wanting to let you know that I work for an HVAC company. I'm actually going there right now. But we still rent Freon this year. We actually bought it, like the Homer bucket or whatever from Depot, put a Freon line in it, and we just dumped the Freon into that and we're still venting and stuff.
Do you know what he's saying? Because his phone was all messed up.
He's just saying he's still opening up the valve and dumping Freon.
Right onto the
Dude,
ground.
I'm still dumping Freon. The 2 years I've been there, I never once put it into a recovery system.
Are you even certified?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. How did you get certified?
Dude, you are every helper I ever had. I used to call them no helpers. There was no help. It was like you just fall asleep on the insulation.
Let's say hi to Eric in Jersey. Eric.
Joe the AC guy.
What's up, Eric?
How you doing? Yeah, when I was in the United States Navy, I was ordered to pump 1,800 gallons of used oil into the ocean.
It's just see, this is what's really going on out there. And then you get some dopey lady bringing her own bag to the supermarket, thinking she's making a change.
That's great.
Just take the plastic bag like the rest of us.
I was ordered to donate.
Ordered. I love that.
Ordered.
Because he knows he's got to answer to God someday. He's
Yes,
like, look,
sir.
they told me to do
It's
that.
like,
God.
The only time he ever confessed was right now here on the
Right.
Yeah. I was ordered. And you will pump that fuel out into the ocean.
Yeah. Let's go to Dan in New York. Hey, Dan. Dan?
Hey.
Dan? Yes.
That's me, Dan.
Hey, man.
Hey, buddy. My dad's auto body shop, there was this one spot in front of the shop where we dump all the old oil and fluids and everything. Then my dad started growing tomatoes there, like after 20 years of dumping. I started giving the tomatoes out to all the vendors and customers that came by.
It's just one tomato gives you tumors.
It gets worse.
I'm gonna go do this thing.
Yeah. Now he's growing stuff for people to eat in the oil, in the poisoned soil.
To the other vendors. Here you go.
How great is that?
How about a nice tomato?
Yeah, here you go. You know, you don't see anymore that you used to see a lot of the abandoned car. Like that was a phenomenon on the expressway, the parkways here in New York, especially.
Right, that's right.
The abandoned car
You
was
don't see that.
on the side of the road, just stripped and sitting there.
I wish one of my brothers would call. Brett tells a hilarious story. My dad was one of those guys.
He was abandoned car guy?
Yeah, car got stolen, saving money, his insurance. He would dump them under the bridges, coming into New York City.
They're like stolen
And then-
or like on the road. You'd
Right.
see it on the side of the expressway, the parkways, just stripped cars.
Right.
You wouldn't even think about it.
But those aren't cars that break down. Those are cars that people are like dumping them.
I did that once where you crowbar out the VIN number.
Yeah.
I did that.
But then my dad would come home with some ridiculous story, but we were on to him. When he got older, this is where the bit's going. A mile away from the house in a parking lot that we go to a lot. Friendlies up near on 25A.
Oh, certainly.
Across the street, a little further toward my house.
I'd throw fribbles on my back there.
There's our Toyota sitting there, and my dad's denying it's our Toyota.
Look away.
No license plates. We're like, Dad, it's right up the street. What are you doing?
Nope, that ain't it. Just looks like
we have
it.
license plates on ours. What are you talking about?
Right.
Stax was always crazy.
It had
I found the car. It had prints all over it.
It had a Geneseo sticker in the back window where I went to college. Oh, you got to hear my brother tell it. It's like, Dad, what do you we understand if you're going to go into Brooklyn or the Bronx, but you're getting
He left
lazy.
it right there.
Getting lazy.
Well, a lot of people go to Geneseo. It's a big school.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably what he said at the time.
I think a lot of cars, if you broke down on the expressway or one of the parkways, you knew your car was screwed. Like they were just roving bands of hooligans that would take the tires, the doors.
Right.
They'd work like ants taking apart a cricket. Yeah. It would really, they were very proficient at it. And that just doesn't happen anymore.
Dumping Freon is a $10,000 fine.
Yeah, you really get.
And now we go to
screwed
Indiana.
for that one.
Dave, what's going on?
Hey, man. Pardon me. When I was stationed in Virginia Beach in the Navy, as you may be aware, towards the end of the fiscal year, government agencies have to use their budget up or they lose it the following year. So we would go ahead and gas up the planes. They fly them out over the Atlantic and they dump JP5 into the ocean, come back, fill up, repeat process.
Wow.
Repeat process.
Dump jet fuel into the ocean.
Repeat process.
Come back until your tanks are dry, and they could say, "Well, we need the money for this much fuel again." Repeat process.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Oh.
The blivets that hang off the wings, they hold like 300 gallons each or something like that. I can't remember how many tons of fuel it is, but it's an A6 used to hold about 18,000 tons.
Just
like that.
dropping full wing tanks.
That plane could fly from Virginia Beach to California without gassing up, and it was back empty in 15 minutes.
Wow. Where else would you hear the reality of America?
And this is what, when I see, that's why, when I see Obama or McCain and they're talking about taxes and spending and stuff, it's like, you're all full of crap.
Just shut up.
This is business as usual. You want to cut the budget down, take care of that kind of stuff. Unbelievable.
But we're all going.
You do too, man. Thanks.
But we're all going green.
Yeah, we're going green, all right.
Yeah, we're going green.
That's great.
Yes. Colin Quinn and Caroline's this weekend. We're going to take a break.
Enough fuel to fly cross country. Gone in 15 minutes.
Speaking of comedy, did you see Obama and McCain doing the funny last
No,
night?
I did not.
Stand up there, funny guy.
You can see it on the break. A couple of zingers.
Well, I want to get your
Only
opinion
one.
on the whole
I
thing.
know. Oh, singer.
As a seasoned veteran, I want to get your opinion
All
on the
right.
whole thing.
I'd like to see it.
All right, Opie and Anthony.
We're back.
You want to kick him in the balls now? Yeah, let's do it.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
We got Colin Quinn in studio today.
Whoa.
Opie and Anthony.
What an intro. Now people know I'm here.
Caroline's this weekend, 212-757-4100. And I'm so glad you're here today because you brought it to everyone's attention about Jimmy and his obsession with his brand new camera.
I know, and
he's
really
been talking
turned
about
up.
his brand new camera for the last 4 days.
He snarled on me, too.
All he's doing is reading a manual.
I never read the manual. I never do. I just point and shoot. And my last camera is probably a good
Are we
camera.
talking about cameras now?
Come on, Carl. Don't be fresh. So I had a Sony, which maybe took good pictures, but I just didn't know how to use it.
I hear you. This is compelling.
This is the thing.
No, it is. It's good.
I go to B&H. It's a funny story. Big lines. I'm like, what am I going to do, right?
Big lines of Jews, right?
No, all people. The Jews work.
Oh.
I don't like to be stereotypical.
They know how to run that place.
Yeah, they sure do.
That place
They do.
is fantastic.
They run it like, well, anyway.
Well.
They run it like they learned that technique somewhere. Let's put it that way.
Holy Jesus. Right.
You know what? Hey.
Fight them.
If you, for the people outside New York,
Shocking this now? What's
for the
going
people
on?
outside New York City, if you make it here,
Very arbitrarily
make sure you
shocked, or-
make sure
That's
you
great.
make sure you stop by B&H and see how they run that joint.
Yeah, they really do.
Pretty
run it.
amazing.
So anyway, my Canon camera is working very well, and I'm reading the manual during breaks and trying all the little options. I mean, I'm having the proverbial ball.
Yeah.
On my new camera.
We see.
Some of those guys are fans of the show too, believe it or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of the Hasidics
Yes, I
love
didn't
the
have
show.
to wait. It was a tremendous line. And I'm talking to the one guy. I'm like, well, I'm on the Opie and Anthony show. We kind of promote you guys a lot. He's like, I can't do it. I just wanted them to ring me up.
It's as low as it can go.
No, it wasn't a price issue, boy. I wouldn't
not.
even think of it.
All right, little Jim.
Oh.
So last night,
Instead of little Jimmy Norton, literal Jimmy Norton.
Literal Jimmy Norton.
Yeah.
one of his many characters, Colin. Last night, Obama and McCain at this Al Smith dinner. I had no idea they were going to make jokes. It was
Yeah,
way
isn't it
better
kinda
than
weird.
It was way better than the debate.
Yeah, but it's still bizarre that suddenly in the middle of this like heated thing where the whole country's crisis, hey, we have to live this tradition of cracking a few jokes.
Yeah, and where they're
It's kinda
just-
strange,
they're
no?
bashing each other
But
the
then
day
they-
before, the day after, but then they take a little time out.
But then they're following the roast format. They're killing each other. Then at the end, they're saying unbelievable good things about each other. It's like,
bizarre.
Wait, the night before, you were basically saying he's a terrorist, you're old.
Yeah.
Kind of
You
like
picked a
saying,
seat
hey,
for your running
America,
mate.
hey, America, we're not on the same page with you. This is all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Kind of what I was thinking, Colin.
Weird,
It's like
isn't it?
one day Bush and Bin Laden just sitting next to each other goofing. Hey, funny hat you got on. But let me...
Yeah, we're not in that. We're not in their club. They got a little
It's very
secret
strange.
club, and they're playing us like fools. Here's McCain starting out with some Joe the Plumber material.
Oh, Jesus.
Events are moving fast in my campaign, and yes, it's true that this morning I've dismissed my entire team of senior advisors. All of their positions will now be held by a man named Joe the Plumber.
Joe the Plumber makes a joke.
Already,
That was quite a long setup for that one, boy.
my opponents have been subjecting Joe to their vicious attack machine. His veracity has been questioned by Barack Obama's running mate, Joe the six-term senator. He claims that this honest, hard-working small businessman could not possibly have enough income to face a tax increase under the Obama plan. What they don't know is that Joe the Plumber recently signed a very lucrative contract with a wealthy couple to handle all the work on all 7 of their houses.
That's a good one.
Making fun of himself, right?
Gotta get
You know, you got to make fun of yourself.
Yeah.
that was pretty funny.
If you laugh and the world kind of laughs with you, that's
Yeah,
always
of
been my
course,
philosophy.
That's Jimmy.
Laughter's the best medicine.
To bring it home for everyone.
Turns out Joe the plumber is a fraud, huh? We're finding out he's not really a plumber.
What? Hope he's Joe the pederast.
Yeah.
Or Joe the chicken hawk.
We were saying the same thing. Bravo.
Joe the pederast plumber. That's actually like Dora the Explorer. Joe the pederast plumber.
He was.
Look at Obama in that. I mean, he really looks like. Who am I trying?
A waiter.
He should be dancing on the steps with Shirley Temple.
Oh God.
Just borrow.
I'm trying, baby. I'm trying.
It was at the Waldorf, so yeah, he probably just borrowed a waiter's uniform. I didn't realize everyone was dressing up. Can I have your uniform?
McCain, just all that skin tied up in that tie.
Just needs a satin pillow tied to the back of his head. Jesus.
He just tied his neck skin into a bow tie and spray painted it white.
White's just not a good color for that guy. He
No.
should stay away
McCain?
from the color white.
Yeah.
Everything just blends together.
He looks like a sausage tied up with string, you know.
McCain continues.
There's signs of hope, even in the most unexpected places, even in this room full of proud Manhattan Democrats. I can't shake that feeling that some people here are pulling for me. I'm delighted to see you here tonight, Hillary.
All right.
Good one.
That's a good one. Boy, is he nailing this. He's nailing it.
That was a good
That was a good joke.
I warmed up to the guy now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
look
why
at
don't you
him.
do this
He's
during
got
the
some
debate?
good jokes, yeah. I wonder who wrote that.
Does he do any joke that says, you put Velcro on the ceiling? Does it end like that? Or 3 if you slice him thin enough?
It is a roast. What the hell?
Yeah, why not?
An empty boat.
I go to Norton. Who do you think wrote this? He goes, Voss.
Voss.
That's right.
Hey, Congressman McCain. No, he's not a congressman. All right, whatever, but I'm just writing. Bonnie, you told me he was.
Odds are we know the guy that wrote this material.
Yeah.
Who was it?
With a lawyer under each arm.
They'd have all the oil.
Yeah, he gets desperate, throws a couple of his jokes in at the end. They'd have all the oil.
And I'm dodging her. Right.
I'm dodging her. And then at the end, he just runs out, Louie. Yeah.
Louie Beans.
Louie Beans.
Louie Plumber.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be a long, long night at MSNBC if I manage to pull this thing off.
He is good.
For starters, I understand that Keith Olbermann has ordered up his very own Mission Accomplished banner. And they can hang that in whatever padded room has been reserved for him.
Damn. Nice, right?
I just hate the fact that douche Oberman is getting like he's a force to be reckoned with attention.
Yeah.
Sickens me.
Well, you're the one that wrote a whole chapter of him in the new book.
Oh, funny you should say that, Carl. Pre-orders available on Amazon now for I Hate Your Guts.
Wow. I Hate Your Guts is the name of your
And no
book.
one tried to make you change the title?
No, they loved
Awesome.
it. They loved
That
it.
is a good one. I
That
Hate
is a
Your
good one.
Guts.
You
Can't
have a
wait till
picture
you
of
go.
guts out in the front?
Yeah, and then me pointing at them like, yuck! Hating them.
Hating them.
That was a taste of McCain. You guys want to hear Obama?
Sure.
Yeah. White people are crazy.
Yeah, right?
Does he just go into that whole act? That'd be a good one.
I got to say, I think McCain kicked his ass last night.
Yeah?
With the funny, yeah. I think Obama fell a little short.
You ever see how white people walk?
No.
So
There's a lot of white people here tonight.
So Al Smith was an old politician, right? Governor, okay, because Obama's going to...
Is it Alfred E. Smith or was it?
Yeah.
He's going to refer to him.
Of course I'm right.
He's going to refer to him.
high school when he was
Smith
governor.
houses.
He's going to refer to him in this first joke. Al Smith ran for president in 1928. That's key as well.
28.
Yes. He's very old. Wink,
Against
wink.
Woody Wilson? Who was he running against? 28. Roosevelt?
It is an honor to be here with Al Smith. I obviously never knew your great-grandfather, but from everything that Senator McCain has told me...
How's it going?
The two of them had a great time together before Prohibition, so...
Why would you have a great time before Prohibition?
Because you were drinking, stupid.
Yeah.
And then McCain should have shot back. Like, yeah, I'm sure you met him too. You were serving the racist.
Yeah, one of those things. I'm sure you had a great time before the Emancipation Proclamation.
You would have said, "Shut up, cracker."
Yeah.
These crackers are hilarious.
In the last few weeks, John's been out on the campaign trail and asked the question, who is Barack Obama? I have to admit I was a little surprised by this question. The answer is right there on my Facebook page. But look, I don't want to be coy about this. We're a couple of weeks from an important election. Americans have a big choice to make, and if anybody feels like they don't know me by now, let me try to give you some answers. Who is Barack Obama? Contrary to the rumors that you've heard, I was not born in a manger. I was actually born on Krypton and sent here by my father, Jor-El, to save the planet Earth.
Jor-El?
Oh, what a white nerd talking about comic book stuff.
Yeah.
He's already got Patton Oswalt's vote. Come on.
Jor-El.
Many of you know that I got my name, Barack, from my father. What you may not know is Barack is actually Swahili for Bat One.
That's a good joke.
That is good.
And I got my middle name from somebody who obviously didn't think I'd ever run for president.
Great joke.
Damn.
These guys are on fire.
They're
on fire.
Yeah. Just put them in the comedy clubs. What are they doing running for president?
They should have been running commercials for this all week.
Yeah.
No one saw this because it just showed up on like some of the news channels in the middle of the night.
They didn't publicize it.
They should have pumped this up. Like you're going to get to see these guys telling jokes.
Actually being
like Norton
human.
shows at the Wilton.
That's right. The Wilbur.
Whatever.
The Wilton.
What is the Wilton?
In L.A., that's a theater. Silly.
Well, I'm not in L.A. I'm doing
I'm
the
part of
Viper
the
Room in L.A.
scene.
Oh, Kyle, you're missing the
I know
scene.
Voss had something to do with McCain's thing because he said, could I buy you one of my houses?
Yeah, and Brock's like, I'm not going to say I got a car. Why would I say that?
they trust me, it never doesn't work.
They promoted the debate like crazy for what?
The
For what
debate
reason?
stunk, and that thing was great.
People would have watched
Those
this.
are great lines.
You could drop them off anywhere. Voss punchlines.
Yes. We had to put McCain in a rest area.
One more clip from Obama.
But I know Senator McCain agrees that some of the rumors out there are getting a bit crazy. Rupert, the other day, Fox News actually accused me of fathering 2 African-American children in wedlock.
Holy jeez.
Huh?
Wow.
How about this, Obama?
That's something.
How about it?
He's got my vote now.
These brothers better hope the brothers don't catch on to irony in the next 2 weeks. Look at that.
Oh. By the way, John, I'm just curious,
After
is Fox News included
event?
in the media? Because I'm always hearing about this love.
Is Fox
Just
News
curious.
Included in the media, because I'm always hearing about this love.
I don't get it.
I'll explain it, because
Fox
everyone's
kinda
saying the
lame.
media loves Obama, and he's saying all
See, Fox News wouldn't because
Right,
they're,
He's right, though, the 1 out of 50
racist,
networks.
crazy.
Okay.
Oh, believe it.
Yeah.
I was on Fox last night, just taping one of my many appearances, and they were showing Dreyfus and all these just fruity
The
liberals
Dreyfus case?
complaining. It's like, oh,
Dreyfus
Fox.
funds.
Like when they're interviewed on the red carpet, they all have to comment on Fox.
I
It's
know.
like, you've had the media for so many. You can't handle one network not a bunch of bleeding. Oh, they make me sick.
It is.
One network that is slanted really conservative.
Right.
What a bunch of babies.
Now, going back to what Colin said, this was weird because the debate was 2 days ago and they're killing each other, right?
Right.
At this thing last night, this is what McCain had to say about Obama.
I don't want it getting out of this room, but my opponent is an impressive fellow in many ways. Political opponents can have a little trouble seeing the best in each other, but I've had a few glimpses of this man at his best, and I admire his great skill, energy, and determination. It's not for nothing that he's inspired so many folks in his own party and beyond. Senator Obama talks about making history, and he's made quite a bit of it already. There was a time when the mere invitation of an African-American citizen to dine at the White House was taken as an outrage and an insult in many quarters. Today is a world away from the cruel and prideful bigotry of that time, and good riddance. I can't wish my opponent luck, but I do wish him well.
What the? What
Well, he should just run that as a campaign ad now.
Yeah.
Just have Obama run that.
You should run some of those zingers. Are you allowed to use your jokes? They should both run their jokes.
Just shows like Colin was saying, this is all crap in the end.
It also shows something else. Humor is the great uniter.
Colin.
And you know what? They say it's the best medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I
said.
I'm like a doctor. Just healing.
Obama also said...
Maybe if you weren't reading the manual, you would have heard me say that.
I was going to bring that up.
This is
going great.
All the time. That was a great example of not listening.
We do it all the time.
And we don't listen.
There's nothing funnier to us either. It's just
How many pages?
I got to stop reading the manual.
How many pages in are you? You could have read a nice book by now.
It's a nice book. It's about his camera.
No one reads manuals. What are you doing?
That's why, because I want to learn to use this camera.
He wants to know everything about it.
Yeah, well, I'm taking penis shots, and I want to learn the best way to really make every object around them look.
It's just all about
forced perspective.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's an angle thing.
Jim,
Opie's right. You could have read a good book.
Good book.
I couldn't. I was writing one.
Oh,
Hey, don't give us
touche.
Don't give us the Jesse the Body answer. We're not going to fall for it.
Right. He did say that.
Someone's a fan.
Hey, Obama in turn had something nice to say about McCain, but because we're like left leaning over here, we're not going to play it. So,
hey,
what?
Right.
No,
I want to hear it.
I want to especially.
I don't want to hear more sincerity.
say a
I
word
can't
of thanks
take it in this country.
to Senator McCain. We are in the midst of a tough battle right now, and American politics at the presidential level is always tough. But I've said before, and I think it bears repeating, that there are very few of us who have served this country with the same dedication and honor and distinction as Senator McCain, and I'm glad to be sharing the stage with him tonight as I am during the course of this nomination.
Not as good as what McCain said about
Neither
Obama.
one of them is good. I don't want to hear any more sincerity.
That was...
the jokes were good.
No, you know why? Because McCain was able to throw that race thing in, saying, like, there was a
but
time...
he could have thrown the other thing in. He could have said this man was, sitting there in the Hanoi Hilton for 5 years.
Yeah, he could have been a little more detailed on why his service was so amazing. Because McCain did bring up the fact that,
but I mean, who cares anymore about both of us?
What did McCain bring up that it was so great? Hey, he's not a slave anymore.
There was a time there where an invite to the White House would never happen, and now that's only my house.
But he's not talking.
Jesus. Hey, Chris M., you were asking Al Smith who he ran against. This is Chris's instant feedback. Got to read it word for word. Al Smith ran against Herbert Hoover in 1928. He lost. Really, Chris?
Okay. He lost. Thanks for telling us
Thank
that. We know that part.
Would have changed the All in the Family song. That's about it.
Wow, that is brilliant.
Colin.
Jimmy, don't look at me. Go read your manual if you're not having fun.
I
like the new zinger. Read your manual for Jim.
I was nodding in silent enjoyment of that joke.
Well, it sure didn't look that way from here.
Then you're misreading me. I was
Well.
Yes.
If Anthony's not going to do his impression, I'm going to do a bad one.
Yes.
Reagan's.
What?
Well,
laughter is the best medicine.
Can't you do Reagan
I
as
just
Dice?
forgot that someone else said it.
Why can't you do Reagan as Dice as Bobby?
So I'm standing at line. I'm standing on line at the bank. And, I got my tongue up this chick's... and I say, we're at the bank.
Oh.
Whoa.
So funny.
Yes. It's Ronald Dice Reagan. Hickory dickory dock. This chick was my... Oh.
Now, just please, I hate to put you, I hate to make a human jukebox out of you, but can you do Dice, given the Reagan debate with the other guy, but you won't use his...
It's trickle-down economics. Why don't you listen to me? You give up at top, it's going to trickle down at some point, you jackass. What's the matter with you? Hey, go face.
I got a request. Could you do the space shuttle one? When Reagan had to talk to the family.
Hey, these astronauts from the Challenger, they reached up they slipped the surly bonds of earth and touched the face of God. You hear me? You know, they were here on earth, and they're over there now. Now they're over there now. You know, they were here alive in the spaceship, and then all of a sudden, I'm over here now with God, slipping the surly bonds of earth and touching his face. And God's like, get your stinking hands off of me. Puh. And that, what was the chick's name, the teacher? That hooah. What was she? I want to be on the spaceship. Why don't you stay home? Cook me breakfast, honey.
Krista
Macaulay Culkin, whatever.
That's brilliant.
Oh, you could do
brilliant.
Hey, Gorbachev, take down this effing wall. You hear me? Set on your head. Midgets.
Oh, unbelievable.
Rocks. I try to remember Reagan stuff now.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't recall.
Well, the bombing, but that's just a quickie, the bombing.
Yes. Reagan had some good ones. The bombing starts in 5 minutes. Boy, that scared the hell out of the Ruskies. I think everything he did was calculated, though. Like, that was just for them to go, oh, my goodness, what, comrade, did he just say?
What was the 5-minute bombing one?
It was
testing
before
a
a
mic.
speech. He was testing a mic, and it was live. And he
The
said...
same thing happened to Norton his first 2 years in comedy. He's testing Mike Lang, and the bombing went on. For 5 minutes.
He said, we've outlawed the Soviet Union. The bombing starts in 5 minutes.
Well, how about McCain? Remember, he did the same thing. He's like, bomb, Iran.
Iran, bomb. What a hack
Did he really?
that was. Remember?
That's a real Annapolis-like guy, cocky guy. Hey, I'm going to do a Beach Boys song.
Yeah, here we go. Bomb Iran.
Yeah, he was testing the mic, and he did bomb, Iran.
He heard that on a morning zoo. That was a song that was a hit.
Oh, that was huge
Oh,
back
my
in the
God,
morning radio
really?
thing.
Oh, that was a hit.
Why wouldn't
That's
it be?
really
Maybe we
hacky.
can find the song.
He's right. He goes, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it's just the
So
hackiest.
true.
Kenny in New York. What's up, Kenny?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I just wanted to. It's a little late now, but I was talking about McCain's new career opening up for Jimmy Norton on November 14th and 15th, the Wilbur Theater.
Oh, wow. Good thing you got that plug in. Oh, what's the matter, Jimmy?
Jimmy, what's wrong?
Is it really bad?
He's helping you
I feel
out.
like I've been gut punched.
But he's helping you out. With a
No, 'cause
plug.
you got the dates wrong.
Oh, he did.
Come on.
Oh, God.
It's around
That's
there.
Tommy.
Oh,
That's your turn.
oh, don't turn on me.
It's around there, isn't it?
It's close
Oh,
enough.
he's
What
right.
difference does it make if people show up? It's around there.
He's
He'll
right,
probably
I'm
be
sorry.
there some of the other
No,
night.
he's right.
They'll just
Who's-
think Wilbur Theater, Boston, sometime in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. Hey, here's
In the fall. It's
Here's
beautiful.
Here's Bomb Iran, by the way.
Oh,
Told you.
you really did.
I know this crap. It's relevant today, kiddies.
Take a stand until they talk about the Ayatollah. Here we go.
To a mosque, gonna throw some rocks. Tell the Ayatollah, gonna put you in a box.
Mosque and rocks?
Yeah. Went to a mosque.
Pushing it.
Oh, come on. That's not bad.
Doesn't
Mosque
rhyme.
rocks?
Doesn't rhyme.
No, it's free verse. What's the matter with
Okay.
you?
All right, I'll give him one.
Colin's doing the dance.
Sam's getting pretty hot. Time to turn Iran into a parking lot.
Ah, the old turn it into a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This song says how I feel.
Yeah, man.
Bomb Iran.
You're just like me. Yeah, you're like me.
You want to keep hostages?
Yeah.
My country's got a feeling really hit the ceiling. Bomb Iran.
That's great.
So this is what McCain was singing? So basically we're saying McCain listened to his Morning Zoo,
Yeah. Picked
doubled
it up.
over from that song,
Thought it was great.
and started saying it to get his laugh.
Whoa.
You guys are missing the bombing. The bombing's going on.
Oh.
On our allies to cut off their supplies, get our hands untied, and bring them back alive. Bomb Iran.
Yeah, there we go. The hostages, bring them back alive.
USA, USA,
USA.
Sucks to be a Beach Boys song.
Yeah.
Right.
We get it. How long does this go on?
Endless.
30 more seconds.
Take a stand, man.
Why do I smell scorch somewhere in this thing? I guarantee.
Bomberan. Still playing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Bomb Iran. We're going to be playing that every hour on the hour, so stay tuned.
It's good, but it's no Back to Brooklyn, you know. Oh, sorry, Colin.
Oh,
that was actually a good tune.
You made our list of our favorite novelty songs, though.
Novelty songs.
Playing them today over at Sirius.
Yeah, we could even play a couple after the break because Colin's here. Hey, something has to be acknowledged.
No, it doesn't.
It's about you, Ant, so of course it does.
Okay, it doesn't.
People are amazed that you knew the Reagan quote off the top of your head. The space shuttle Reagan quote.
You know what the best thing
I knew it had something about kissing something up there. But
you know what the best thing about doing the Reagan impression is? I'll let you know a little secret. Mm-hmm. The fact that you can mumble and stutter until you remember. You don't have, because I didn't know it right off the bat, and I knew. Yeah, so you could just kind of.
You still pull it out of thin air.
Hey, thank you.
No one has talked about Reagan in 10 years, and you had that.
Amazing.
You had that.
I'll be honest. I'll man up to it. That actually brought a tear to my eye when he gave that little speech. It was very touching. He was really good at doing things like that.
That's why they called him the great communicator.
Yes.
He knew how to talk.
And he also got things through, I think, a Democratic Congress and Senate.
Slip the surly bonds of her chest. Didn't she? Nancy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the other day, you mean?
Touch the face of the dumpster.
Oh, she banged into a dumpster the other day?
No,
they like.
We seeing them no more.
They're big fans of breast cancer, Colin. They're huge fans.
Oh, these two, yeah.
They're huge fans of it.
Them too.
No, we hate it, but we try to bring attention to it for good.
That's right.
For good.
You raise awareness
Yes.
by mocking
There's
the
only
unfortunate victims of it?
Laughter is the best medicine.
I heard that.
Where?
I heard that somewhere.
Remember?
Yeah, I know. I feel like a doctor.
That's a good one, the connection between doctor and medicine.
Good
South Park did a breast cancer thing on the last South Park?
Good.
Yeah, one of the female students went to just educate about breast cancer, and Eric Cartman thought it was funny that there were killer boobies out there.
Wow.
The whole episode revolved around about breast cancer, pretty much.
Look what it says. It was right before a Rich Voss set.
Ah.
Well, that was in reference to the bombing starts in 5 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was the
yeah.
The Comedy Central was before
It's not
South
right when
Park.
it's on.
And Voss somehow managed to work his half hour.
The
in
bombing starts right now. Ladies and gentlemen, to the stage, Rich Voss.
You think Matt and Trey are just trying to get fired at this point?
Seems like it.
You think they're like, oh, my God, we have another 5 years in this contract?
They're untouchable now. They're untouchable until Chocolate News or whatever the hell.
Right.
Yeah, where black people
three out of 4
where
stars.
black people do racial comedy that white people can't do.
Did you guys see it?
Linda Stassi gave it 3 out of 4 stars. She was saying how smart it is. If you miss your pals, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but
I love Linda.
She's great.
Every time I read her, I think of Norton, and I laugh to myself.
The dead
thinking
hand.
How mad? What dead hand? She has a dead
Because
hand?
she does a pose where she's got her head on her hand, like she's leaning on her hand, and Jimmy insists her hand just looks dead.
It's a severed
in the picture.
cadaver hand that she's leaning her ugly face on.
And you can tell that from a half-inch by half-inch black and white in a newspaper.
But the way she describes always with her friends,
Yeah.
gut busting on the couch.
Oh, could you imagine the fun?
I just imagine the appetizer treats they must have at this event.
I want to be there just
Me
to
too.
have the fun that they must be having.
Bunch of pigs swapping jokes. She's she's just horrible. She's a horrible critic. Her opinion stinks.
Well, she doubles over with laughter.
Yeah, strap in the seatbelt one time. We get it. All black comedies are smart. We get it. You guilty Upper West Side bitch.
Just strapping the seatbelt.
Oh yeah, she did say that. Good thing I almost fell off the couch. She's just awful.
Yeah. She drinking?
But that's what's great about her. In the middle of like New York City.
You think that show's gonna be good though?
Yeah, I do.
No.
Honestly, I'm telling you, David Allen Greer has chops like nobody else. He can do characters. I swear to God. What,
Are you
sound like a
kidding?
showbiz
You
phone?
sound like you're being
really do.
sarcastic
David
without the
Allegria has
sarcasm.
chops like nobody else.
Hey, guys, give it a chance. I'd like to spit on you from here.
I have no interest in ever talking to that guy.
Why? He's all right.
Mark my words.
I don't wanna
That show's
talk
going
to
to be
him.
funny.
You don't like him, or
It does nothing for me.
I'm going on record.
I'm not a big fan of him.
But his characters
are great.
Mark my words. I'm going on record.
Like what? Like who?
Like whatever the show is, I guarantee it's going to be good.
I bet they do a bit where they go back to slavery days, but they're still all jivey and hip-hoppy and really showing Whitey what it is.
That's cutting edge, Ann.
Is that one of the bits?
No, but I would just assume that happens.
Well, you know what happens when you assume.
Thing.
What, it's the best medicine?
No. wait, how did that go? It's like we make an ass out of us.
It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out.
We'll get on.
We'll fix it in post.
Hey, Carmen gave a breast cancer awareness speech full of puns. It was great. Can we try to find that? Bobby D. and Brockton. And Chocolate News was on last night?
Chocolate News.
This person is saying it sucked. Hated it.
Yeah.
Was it on Chocolate News last?
Was it David Duke?
I'm sure it was. I didn't watch it, but I'm sure it was on already.
No one watched. We're in radio.
But let's be honest.
We do
As
what
much as I love South Park, without hearing this bit, as none of us have seen Chocolate, I get making breast cancer is not edgy either. Go on, let's play it.
Okay.
All right, we got to find it still, Colin. Jesus.
Find it.
Stop giving away our tricks.
Right, that's
Not
half,
that-
What
half
tricks?
of mine and Jimmy's repertoire.
Exactly.
No, but I'm
The
saying
other
that
half is
them doing
retards.
Just saying.
No one's disagreeing with you at 1983 shoes.
Hey,
Oh, God. Wow. The 3 black stripes down the side.
Yeah.
They're coming back, right?
Shell Tops have made 2 comebacks since then. By the way,
What are those?
None of them are now, unfortunately, but 1999.
Shell-tops
Adidas?
Yeah. It's all Run DMC shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're coming back.
Sure they are.
Quick break. Colin
made
Quinn at Caroline's this weekend. 212-757-4100. Wow, we're almost done. That's crazy.
No way.
Look at the clock.
Someone moved it.
I swear to God, I thought we had another hour. That usually means we had a good show.
That
When it flies by like that.
Did Doc set the clocks? Because then I'm late for school. Let's get on my skateboard.
Opie and Anthony. Hey, Down and Dirty tonight, HBO midnight, Jimmy. How are you forgetting about your own show?
Because I found out yesterday that my book is available now on Amazon pre-sale. It's actually cheaper on Amazon. It's called I Hate Your Guts, and I attack a lot of people in this book.
Like who? Can you throw out some names there? Just to get
Hillary Clinton,
Mhm.
Al Sharpton,
Al Roker.
Al Roker gets brutalized.
Good.
Jesse Jackson, Heather Mills.
In the book.
Yeah, attack a lot of people. It felt very good. Steve Martin. So whatever, I hope people dig it. Down and Dirty, I forgot about that. Yeah, on HBO.
Midnight, let's go.
It's
Let's
either
get
Bill
people
Burr or
watching.
Patrice's episode, by the way. I don't remember which one it is.
Either one.
Yeah.
You're going to do great. Amy, Dumb Girl, Connecticut. What's up?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
What's up, Amy?
Jimmy, assume me and make an ass out of you and me.
Wait. Oh, hold on. No, I
God.
think that's wrong. 'Cause when I said like something happens when you assume, you know what happens when you assume?
Make an ass out of you and me.
It doesn't make sense. Why would? What do you mean?
Like how it's spelled.
No. Nah, it was some on the Odd Couple. It was like when you assume, it's like you're making like me as an ass or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, an ass out of you and me.
No. There's no Y in it. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense?
No, you're saying you and me, and it's like there's too many letters.
ASSUME.
Right, exactly. That's what exactly. You're saying like there's an ass, and then there's two other out of you and me. It's too many letters.
When you
You know, where I learned that my freshman year of high school at my all-girl Catholic girls' school.
But I'm not, wait a minute.
What is she talking about? When you assume, what happens to you?
I don't get it, is what it is.
Yeah, what happens, Amy, when you assume something?
When you assume you make an ass out of yourself. No.
See, that's exactly. It's too.
Wait, you're making an ass out of yourself. Wait, I'm really confused.
Out of the person you're talking to and yourself.
Right. We certainly know what that feels like. So an assumption is like when you make assumptions, you're making like. What do you mean?
I don't understand what you're saying at all.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong?
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say originally?
I said when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
But why would that make an ass? You're just making an assumption.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you're making an ass out of you and me.
Like, what's wrong with assuming?
Yeah. Why would it make an ass out of
I don't
me?
think there's anything wrong, but I heard you say, you make
Right.
an ass out of somebody, so I just wanted to explain what people say.
But if it makes an ass out of me and you, I don't get it.
I don't know. That's just what people say.
If you assume it makes an ass out of me and you?
Pretty much. That's what it means.
But how does that work out phonetically?
I have no idea.
So, wait. So who's making an ass out of themselves?
Who's the ass?
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Amy?
The ass is the person who's assuming.
Oh, not okay. So I would have thought it was the person giving the 40-minute explanation for what was done as a goof an hour ago. But you're saying that it's like both parties are being made asses out of?
I'm sorry?
Yes.
You're saying both parties
you
are
were
being
just
made
making a
asses
statement.
out of?
I didn't hear you.
Go through that again, please, the explanation.
Yeah.
When you assume,
Mm-hmm. We got that.
you make an ass
Yeah.
out of you and me.
Okay, assume starts with ASS, so that makes sense. But what's the UM for?
Yeah,
There's no Y in that.
There's a
Or an O.
The letter U.
Are you driving right now?
Yeah.
Hope you're rear-end a gas truck.
Oh, I'm trying
Do you listen to the show?
to help you out, man.
I know. I just didn't get it. I think you're messing with me.
No, I
still
was
like
just helping you because you didn't know. Like you said, I make an ass out of.
You should die like Olivier's brother in the Marathon Man.
What did you say? Whatever.
Amy, congratulations on being homecoming queen, by the way. I'm glad I have the opportunity to congratulate you. That's quite an accomplishment for someone like yourself.
They had that at my school.
Yeah.
They didn't let us have it.
Tonight, by the way, is myself, it's Joe DeRosa, Russ Maneve, and Ari Shafir, and, of course, Patrice O'Neill. Tonight's Patrice's episode.
You got Russ on the show, too?
I mean, yes.
Oh,
Anthony.
God, that's awesome.
Yes?
I wanted to tell you, when I lived by myself in the apartment, I left the TV on also because I didn't want it to be quiet.
Oh, how about
God
that?
bless you, dear.
All right, Amy.
All right. Bye, guys.
Let's say hi to Grant in Pennsylvania.
I hate the fact that she's now thinks she had a great call.
That's the beauty of her. She'll call again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Grant.
Fair enough.
Hey.
Grant?
Hello.
Yeah.
Not Graham, like graham crackers.
Oh, Graham.
What's up, Graham?
Yeah.
Apostrophe.
What's going on?
What's up?
Yeah. Hey, Amy's got that saying right.
What saying?
The saying, assume makes an ass out of you and me.
I don't get it.
She's got, because you got ASS, and then you know how people have on their vanity plates where they can't spell out the whole word?
Right.
Also, text message.
So
Makes an ass out of you and me.
But
There's no and in there, though. It's too long.
And you spell you Y-O-U.
Nah, instead of and, you just say M-E.
But see, me is too short. What do you mean?
You make an ass out of U-M-E.
U-M-E. So
Who's UME? Is what is UME? That's not a word.
Doesn't make sense.
What does UME spell?
It doesn't spell anything, but it sounds kind of like and. Instead of, how some people
All right,
say
Graham.
out the whole word.
Graham, start over.
All right. When you assume, you make an ass out of U-M-E.
Well, where's out of in the word assume?
Yeah, it makes he's made this makes no sense.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Instead of saying you...
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know. That's a saying, though. That's a saying.
All
It
right.
might not be... It might make a whole lot of sense, but that's a little saying.
Sorry. So if you make an assumption, if you assume, you're basically like all parties involved are being asses.
Yeah.
How does that look on a license plate, vanity plate?
Huh.
Well, now what I'm saying is just how they shorten things on a vanity plate.
I've never seen
where,
that,
like, they'll
ever.
Where they'll
Vanity plate?
You never saw a vanity plate that said assume?
Why do we even
No,
try doing smart radio?
instead of saying eight ATE, somebody will put just the number 8.
Well, maybe they have to have a certain amount of numbers on the license plate.
Wait a minute. When I see ATE, that means 8?
ATE.
Meaning the number 8?
No, it's EIGHT, dude. What are you talking about?
All right. Cool.
No, like the letter 8.
Let's say hi to Malik.
Well, Graham apostrophe. I was so happy you messed that up.
Yeah.
Malik in New York.
It still had some.
Yeah.
Yeah,
juice to it.
I laughed. I didn't catch it.
Malik, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Yo, what's good, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, yo, listen. Oh, how you gonna find
bobblehead cartoon South Park funny, but not David Allen Greer, and he gave you characters on Living Color like the two gay guys he did with Tommy Davidson, Mr. McAtee. Next, you're going to be telling me Colin was funny and Who's the Man.
Hey, Colin defended the guy. He says he does great characters.
That was uncalled for, sorry.
Yeah.
I did a fine performance as Frankie Flannery and Who's the Man.
All right, Malik. You know what?
I don't think David Allen Greer was the funny one in.
Are you a
in
big
Living
fan of
Color.
David
It
Allen
was him
Greer?
and Damon, not Tommy Davidson, by the way.
Are you
Are
a fan?
Very funny.
No, I was never a fan. I didn't think he was like the real standout on Living Color.
My cousin's skating.
In Living Color.
Yeah,
That's your cousin?
Yeah, Sarah Hughes.
That's your cousin?
Yep. We've got a lot of talent in my family. Why is she skating today?
I don't know.
I'll have to ask her at.
Oh no!
my
Here
cousin's wedding next month.
oh no! Here comes Jill with a bat.
I think they just opened the rink or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at that. They did.
Here's the breast cancer thing from South Park.
Down in
Fellow students, October is Awareness Month for one of the leading causes of death in women, a terrible disease that takes the lives of American women every day. I'm talking, of course, about breast cancer.
Jesus.
An estimated 1 in 6 women will deal with cancer in their lifetime, and breast cancer is the most common.
She said it again.
Is there a problem? Because breast cancer isn't funny. Breast cancer is killing people.
Mr. Garrison, do we really need all this potty talk in the classroom?
Eric, for the love of Jesus.
This is a serious issue, Eric. What you're doing is very offensive.
Me? You're the one talking about killer titties. Watch out, guys. Wendy says boobs can kill people. Arr! Gonna get you. Gonna get you, Wendy.
I don't want to get killed by boobs. Will somebody do something? Every week he gets worse and nobody does anything.
Eric, stop being offensive.
I'm just trying to engage Wendy in a constructive dialogue about breast cancer awareness, Mr. Garrison.
No, you aren't.
Wendy, you need to calm down. You're gonna get your boobs all angry and they're gonna start killing everyone. Dude, I'm on fire today.
Hey, we need that clip. I'm on fire today. Let's get that in the old replay.
Wow, who left the word in? Who was that? Iraq?
Iraq.
We can't do that one?
No. Maybe if it's
sometimes
like
you can, I think.
Maybe. Iraq, did you play that first?
Oh, that might make... Yeah, I played the right one.
Ooh, Iraq.
Ooh.
Challenging observation, Randall.
Hey, good for you, Iraq. Good for you.
Don't take nothing for nobody.
Wait, let me see. Maybe
You're gonna stand for that one? You gonna take that?
Oh, I didn't play the right one.
Oh.
Look, man, I had a long
right.
night.
He's tired.
Where was the? Where was the? Was it near the end?
I don't remember. That's fine.
Yeah, we get it.
We get it.
Yeah,
we get it.
I just screwed up.
We gotta leave soon.
We gotta leave right now. That's what we
now.
do.
Now.
All right, Colin.
Ow.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Will you be joining us, Colin? I hate when Colin leaves.
I
Like
will stay,
like
but not because I
Sinatra
want
on
to.
the Tonight
Only
Show
because I
or
always want to
something.
leave.
It's like the guy, like
All right, I'm staying.
Dean Martin, always had to leave.
Well, you guys do 5 hours of
Sorry,
radio.
Johnny,
you know,
I
for the
gotta
average-
go. It's like, where are you going?
Because guess what? I'll speak for every comedian except for you guys. All of us resent doing the other show. It's 5 hours of radio for no money, so everybody gets a little titty.
I understand.
Yeah, but you get the
I
plugs in.
understand.
You got a few more people in the seats.
I get it.
Over on the
But we do get aggravated by it. It's not
Sirius
just me.
XM side, we got Jason Ritter coming in at 9:45.
You want $5?
And
Yeah.
Cost you $5.
Yeah.
For
$5
2
would
hours.
help.
Collins
All
and
right.
Caroline.
$5 would help.
And Down and Dirty tonight at midnight. And Amazon.com for my book pre-sale.
Hey,
It's like
Jim, could you be a
$8
little less
cheaper.
enthusiastic?
Come on, downsell.
I know, but I was being ironic. You assumed you made an ass.
Oh, I mean, but
I like to wrap it all up.
how fantastic is it? We were getting legitimate explanations. Thank you guys very much.
Yes.
Yes.
Great.
Can I say though, for years I didn't understand that it was you make an ass out of you and me. I thought it was you make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah.
So I actually did get help.
No, he's
Malik-
completely wrong. Nobody says you and me.
You make an ass out of you and me.
No, you and me.
Oh,
you
I'm-
were right
was
the
I
first
right?
Time, yes.
All right, I thought so.
But I thought when you asked that girl to back into a gas truck, you don't realize that would explode and kill her.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I should have said milk truck. Would have kept it a little more fun. Then she gets milk all over her. Oh my God! What am I? A piece of cereal? You're right. My birthday.
Milk
Hey, for the folks in the Boston area too, Catch a Rising Star, Patrice O'Neal's there. Providence, actually.
Yes, you stay home and watch Down and Dirty. You can see him tonight for free.
Bastard. That's not nice, Jimmy. Patrice O'Neill at Kids Rising Star in Providence as well. All right, guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.
This is an emergency broadcast. The unpleasant noise you are about to hear coming from your radio is not a mistake.
Opie and Anthony.
Pretty teeth. The show continues. Colin Quinn made the walkover. Look at that. Thank you, Colin.
I made the walkover last time, too.
So not the time before that, Colin.
You're right.
You're
right.
And we hold a grudge.
You guys are unbelievable.
I walked in here and forgot it was Friday until I saw like the multitudes.
What do you think I'm yelling TGI Friday for?
Oh.
And
I saw the people.
Fridays used to be the day where we would sneak out early because it's Friday. And we figured, we gave them enough radio for the week, blah, blah, blah. But now we can't. Can't
Those
let the
days
crowd
are
down.
long over.
Yeah. Now we have to stay all the way to 11. Thanks.
Where's my $5?
Oh, you want the $5 still?
He told me he's going to give me $5.
After the show, if I gave it to you now, you could leave and then I'd be out $5.
He's got a good point.
See, he learned that in Mastic. I just like when
with
Colin
the
references
cigarettes,
Long Island.
with the engines.
What Long Island town you want to reference right now, and why?
Bellport for no reason.
Bellport for no reason.
Bellport. Confused with Belmore.
He just makes it
Elmont.
Spionk.
Spionk. That's one of those obscure Long Island towns.
Quag.
I only learned about when I started doing radio for BAB.
Centerport.
Aquabog. Hey.
Oh, he's from Centerport.
But I'm not a clamor.
But I told you I shot Crocodile Dundee 2 in Centerport.
Oh.
They had a big mansion there. I had one line in Crocodile Dundee 2. I'll tell you that story, of course, about the how I went to them. I had one line. It's like almost a glorified extra. And I rewrote the whole script with me as the co-lead with Paul Hogan handed it.
Did you really? Saying, look, this is what really needs to be done. They should have listened to you, though.
Did they find it funny?
Luckily, they were Australian. So they didn't fire me and ban me from my business. But I'm sure they thought it
but
was
it didn't work out the way they wanted.
No, they probably would have been better off with me as the guide that I was in my version that rode Paul Hogan around New York.
That's funny, man.
I bet my version was horrible. I wish I had a copy of it.
Hey, Anthony was talking about a show called Life on Mars.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the newbies listening in, it's basically a show where a cop
Gets into a little accident there. He gets hit by a car, and he goes from 2008 to 1973.
Mm-hmm.
He's still a cop because the cops, I guess, assume that he's from another precinct,
right?
Transferred in,
right?
And he's got to deal with trying to figure out where he is and why he's back in 1973.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to get back to his chick back in 2008 because I believe she was ready to be murdered, if not already murdered at the time that happened.
Lisa Bonet.
Yes, Lisa Bonet. And he's got to work with these cops from 1973 New York City, which was, pretty dirty and gruff and...
Use the word gritty.
Gritty. Good, gritty.
Good.
And that's what the show is pretty much based on. The thing that bugs me about it, I really want to like the show because I like any kind of time travel type shows, movies, whatever. I find them intriguing. I think there's a lot of material there you could do. But they have to throw in these fucking references to the early 70s in a way no one would. No one walked around then and talked like this and referenced the time you're in constantly.
Right.
They do that because they assume, and I bet correctly, that the viewers of regular network television, because it's on ABC, are idiots, complete morons. So they just keep spoon-feeding them the fact that, remember people, he's from 2008, but he's back in 73. So we'll keep throwing these 73 references at you to remind you. I don't need to be reminded. I know what the show's about. I get the plot. Just fucking do the show. Keep it. I think a show like this would be great on HBO. I mean, the characters, Michael Imperioli is really good at his character. He's greasy-haired, got one of those good 70s stash and sideburns going.
You know what's so funny? He's describing himself right now.
Yes. I got the 70s stash and the greasy hair. I do need a haircut.
It's tough to shower before you come in.
He looks like Michael Imperioli in the 70s.
Yeah.
All right.
Anthony looks like every 70s cop and every 70s junkie.
Oh, what a treat that would be, just to bust some head
good on that show.
shakedowns.
I know. I feel the same
Maybe
way.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be
I
great?
took the police test. I got a 96. They never called me.
Oh,
It wasn't good.
I had the Port Authority police test.
It wasn't good enough.
Apparently not.
Maybe
you
it's too old at this
know who
point.
got a lower grade and got in? Mm-hmm.
Who?
I bet.
Big A.
No.
Oh, yeah.
The blacks.
Imagine if Big A was a
No,
cop.
Big N. You know how the world
N.
works. You know
Big
how the
N.
world works, Colin.
No, I think it was also something happened in between too, where it was like
drug bust.
In those days, they changed. Yeah, I think they there was some paperwork.
Oh, Jesus.
So, we got the 70s references from Life on Mars.
Now you tell me if this is fucking overkill. They've done 2 episodes. That's it. 2 episodes. And there are how many references?
We got about 9 or 10.
9 fucking references in 2 episodes.
Well, let's hear them first.
Maybe 1 reference per episode that isn't a ham-handed, hey, look at my mood ring kind of a fucking thing, you know? Let's just get...
I'm holding out that it's done in tongue-in-cheek.
It isn't. It isn't. If it was, I might be able to appreciate that a little more, but it's not.
Here's the first one.
This is not my car.
So you ain't Sam Tyler?
I am. This is not my car. I was driving a Jeep.
You were driving a military vehicle?
I need my cell.
You need to sell what?
No. I
Well, that first one's. I saw that episode. That was it when he first arrived.
Right. And that's a blatant ripoff of Back to the Future, where Marty McFly goes into the diner and they say he's wearing a life preserver because he's wearing a down coat, and he says he wants a Pepsi free, and the guy goes, no, you got to pay for it. He goes, all right, well, they give me a tab. He goes, you can't have a tab. You got to buy something. See, that's kind of that same play on word thing.
Only that one was actually clever.
Right.
It was all connected.
But the 70s reference wasn't like...
That wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. We're kind of gliding into it
don't
here.
let him off the hook because he's jumping to the mic to try to defend why he.
Yes, sir.
Sam brought up a great point that nobody would say, "I need my Jeep." They would say, "Like I need my car."
I need my car.
Where's my car?
I know
You might say, I
"Where's
don't-
my cell?"
Yeah, I would say
some
that.
stranger.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just say it to a stranger. Like,
And no one would say a military vehicle in 1973 if you said Jeep.
Here's the phony part: is that the responses were too obvious. Like him saying,
Who's
I need
on
my
second?
Jeep. Yeah.
Who's
they
on
would-
first?
You need a military vehicle? Like he would just say, what do you mean a Jeep? A Jeep.
Yeah.
The most unrealistic part of the whole thing was when he said Sam brought up a good point, and we all listened with bated breath.
Or,
And my cell.
Travis.
I need my cell. Gotta sell what? Oh, we get
Sell?
it.
You're gonna
you don't
sell
know what
what?
a cell
No.
phone is.
It's a
We know.
cell phone.
Why don't you sell your phone? Don't you have money for heroin, which is big these days?
That's not the Dallas.
Yes.
Dallas, Texas.
What do you need money for? The Godfather 2, which is coming out next year?
That's exactly it.
Cunt-face fucks.
All right.
That was not that bad.
Yeah.
I'll even agree. That wasn't that bad. I'm sitting there.
I saw
but
that
I was
episode. That was
going
right
like,
when he landed, but yeah, it was pushy.
It was a little pushy.
Let's go with the next one.
This is my office.
No, wait, right there. Bullshit.
Right here. This is my desk.
Hey, would you rather live in 2008? Hold on. I want you to see these people arguing.
Oh, dude.
Look at that shirt.
Actually, watching this, it wants me to go back to like 1940.
It's like Colin. It's Maury Povich, obviously.
1840.
What Long Island town you think
I
they're
swear
from?
to God, Maury, they're probably from the Danch, I would think.
The Danch.
I swear
The
to God,
Danch,
Maury.
motherfucker.
No, the Danch.
Bentwood.
I'm saying either it could be Brentwood or it could be Newcastle, someplace like
Wheatley Heights. Doesn't that sound like a nice place? Oof. Watch it.
I'm going to go with
Look
the
at
wine
Maury.
Danch. All right.
The
Let's
Danch.
get back to this.
All right, go ahead.
This is my desk. Here. So where's my desk? Huh? Where's my desk? Chair. My computer.
Your computer? Like Hal? 2001: A Space Odyssey?
That's
Looks like
the
we got us a
problem.
regular space.
Say.
I thought that was nicely, subtly laced in there.
Subtly laced in.
It was just like Norton's joke about Godfather 2. It's the exact same.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
The problem is the shitty writing in the responses. It's
Yes.
terrible.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
The acting is
We just
horrendous.
listened to it, the dialogue, and then this genius goes, the problem is the shitty writing and the responses. Right, that's what we hear mocking.
No.
on each side.
No, the shitty writing in the responses.
The sound quality.
Hold on, somebody needs to take the cotton out of their ears and put it in their mouth.
Oh.
I was saying the responses, not necessarily. He's not selling.
Come on. Don't let him off the hook on this one, I beg of you.
I'm right. The shitty writing in the responses is terrible. It's the obviousness of the responses, which are not so 70s. It's just, you need a Jeep?
It's pushing, and they're so noticeable and so distracting to watching the show.
But I was expecting it to be things that only reference the 70s. That's just fucking terrible writing.
Well, keep going.
All right, we're getting there.
Going.
We're getting
Like Hal, which came out a few
In 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Who the fuck talks like that?
No
Just like
one.
the Godfather joke, though. That's exactly what he did.
It really is.
Annie, get your talk of the grieving parents kid on. We found the missing twirl. A twirl? A girl. A broad, a chick, a dame, a lass. Oh, of course.
Well, that wasn't that bad.
What clip? Why don't you get the opening music?
All right.
The fuck did you guys get?
Who the hell said twirl?
We're almost four.
Yeah, a twirl.
We're
That's
almost
why I
four
put it in,
clips
because-
in and still not really proving Ant's point.
No, it's
No, don't worry,
annoying.
coming. Because
I know
he
it
had
gets
to
annoying.
explain other 70s references to ladies.
Chick, a dame. That's like
Dame, a
40s.
lass.
Nothing
All right.
beats a dame, a dame, a dame.
Or one clip.
All right, well,
Don't worry.
So far, the machinist is 0 for 3.
2 for 3.
you're looking more and more like Christian Bale is what he's
I'm
saying
not
there.
gaining or losing weight.
I'm Batman. Well, that's a good job, Christian.
Lab lifted a few prints off a shoe. They've been sent downtown. Should hear back in a couple of weeks or so if there's a match.
A couple of weeks? Yeah. It's amazing what they can do these days.
See, that I don't buy. That's a ham-handed fucking bullshit way of doing that. It's amazing what they could do these days. A couple of weeks? Yeah. It's a,
What,
no.
in the old days it took a couple of years?
This is just these are reminders that when you hear a line like that, you go, oh, right, they're in 73. It's annoying.
The way that would have been okay is if he was like a couple of weeks, and the other guy was like, yeah, and or just didn't they acknowledge every little thing that he is a little confused.
It's amazing
about.
what they do here in 1973. As opposed to 2008, let's say.
They immediately pick up on every fucking thing that they're supposed to pick up on.
Thank you, Jim. That's exactly what I meant.
Even stuff that isn't the Jeep. A military vehicle?
Military vehicle? Why, that's impossible.
What is a string of Peloponnese?
Mr. Fabersham.
Fucking. I think you guys are missing the big point. I'd like to read you something.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
The economy is in a crisis.
Mm-hmm.
War is destroying us, and there is discord among the races.
Mm-hmm.
That was written in 1871 in Austria.
Wow. Isn't that amazing? 1871 in Austria.
Changes, right?
Well, thank God someone came along and fixed that.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Go to the clip.
That's what I like to say.
All right, here's the next clip. Dow's down 200, but rallying back.
Yeah.
Sick of that rallying. Fuck
The
the
Dow's
Dow.
down 200. Let me tell you guys something.
That was
in Roman times, they had a stock market.
How you doing, my friend?
What part of my subconscious do you hail from?
Poughkeepsie. What's your poison?
Just give me a Diet Coke.
Diet Coke?
Scotch. Make it a double, will you?
Diet Coke. Now that would be something, huh?
See, what? Diet Coke? Yeah, give me a scotch. All right. Diet Coke. Now that would be something. You must be from the future.
This show fucking sucks.
Why'd you sit through this?
Because I told you I want
agreed.
to like.
It's the first episode. I want to like it.
I want to like the premise. I like the idea of somebody being knocked back in time 35 years and having to like deal with shit like that.
I
but
agree.
but not that.
You're just waiting for the next Back to the Future movie.
Yes.
Let's do some scene study. You say. All right, I'll say, what do you want? You do Diet Coke.
All right.
What do you want?
Diet Coke.
Come on, what do you want?
Diet
That's
Coke.
how that happened. A Coke that is not as many calories? They've not invented that, have
That'll be the day.
You know who needs to be on the show? Diet Coke, Louis Beans.
Yeah.
He died of AIDS. Yeah. The diet chocolate?
Don't make us play the spot so people get it.
God damn, is that awful?
CW from Scranton. I like the 70s cars, sideburns, clothes. Don't remind you like that.
Exactly,
that
the
outfit.
Yeah. The whole.
I'm with you, Ant.
They've done a great job.
About the outfits.
They've done a good job with the cars, although the cars are a little too well kept. Like as I'm watching, these are muscle cars driving down the road, and they're like out of the fucking what's that museum out in L.A.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like they came right out of a museum.
Because they got them from collectors, and they promised the collectors, look, you won't fuck up your vintage car.
They're just beautiful cars rolling down the street, no rusted out.
Yeah, but they can't be messing up the guy's car.
Can they make fucking fake ones?
Yeah.
Just fucking, it's La La Land.
How do you make a fake one?
No, it's
very expensive.
So there's these slow-moving scenes where he's looking around, and it's just showing you everything that's in the 70s. Everyone has an afro. Everyone's wearing belts.
We'd like you to show us everything that's in the 40s.
Giving peace signs.
Outside of Warsaw.
Poor skinny Travis. Poor slender boy.
We'd like you to show us Barracks 4.
No.
Oh, well.
All right,
which boxcar do you take home?
Jesus.
Uncalled for. It really is.
Can't gain weight.
You want to do another one here or what?
Of course, I want to hear them all.
That really annoyed me.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be
What
something?
What fucking bartender would say that to an asshole,
What asshole?
who ordered a drink that doesn't exist?
Yeah.
Hey, give me a fucking pack of goose milk. Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be the
What do you
day?
want, asshole? What do you want?
Got some
The
goose
only
milk.
realistic thing was that Kipsy really is a shithole, and even
Yes,
then
it
it was.
Okay,
horrendous.
maybe. Steve in Jersey has some advice for you, Aunt. Steve?
Hey, and I would say watch the BBC version. Just stop watching the American right now. It sucks.
But I don't know anything about fucking
Like
the 70s in
Britain.
England.
Exactly.
The fuck am I going to sit there and watch the mods fight with the fucking
Rockers?
rockers?
Hold on,
Thank you.
before
See,
you
you
go
know a little
off,
something.
Yeah, that's
Not
all
you,
I know.
Randy.
You're on
Just
scooters.
I bet the English version's good, man.
I bet
Just
they
like
only
The
play
Office.
Who
You ever
music?
see The Office in England? I don't know English offices. That show was fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So maybe
Genius.
Come on, give it a try.
Almost
Adam.
sounds
That's
like
all I gotta
genius.
say.
know.
What's that?
The American one's better. Carell's fucking crazy. The fucking 40-year-old
But he's right
version.
about he's right about life on Mars. I bet the English version is good. We should watch
Yeah,
it.
but I don't know the references.
Well, let's
So
have a
give it
watching
a
party.
Maybe that's good because then it wouldn't annoy me.
You see what happens when you do know the references? You want to bite the TV.
You're right.
Jesus, we get it. Coke. Diet Coke. Wouldn't that be something? No, it wouldn't be.
What do you want it in a can?
Yeah. Or in your can.
That's no
I love this new Holly song, mate.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Let's do another one here.
And that's no small thing considering they were tucked snug behind bulletproof glass with no witnesses, no sign of forced entry.
Yeah, that's very cool. Hey, listen, any chance I'm gonna get sprung anytime soon? No, Laughing is on tonight, and I got it bad for that Goldie Hawn.
Look,
Oh,
see,
here
all
we
right,
go.
see, well, I'm getting
All right,
grunts
now-
from the fucking audience. That anytime I'm getting sprung suit, that Laughing's great.
But
I
I'm-
really got in for that Goldie Hawn.
Well,
And even the way he says it, it's not even a New York accent. When he goes,
No,
I got it bad for
Goldie
that
Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
This
I got
show
fucking bad for that Jessica Hahn.
sucks my fucking unshaven pubic region dick.
I didn't think you would need to shave. You're very hairless.
I am, but I do shave my fucking bigger than you think it would be cock.
There is. Well, it's just what I'm giving you here is the shit part of this show. There's other parts where I really go like, God, there's potential here for something.
Maybe when
but then they
Keitel
throw
talks.
that fucking in.
Dude, the acting is
When
awful.
Keitel is sitting there and he pulls out this wad of money that this guy didn't even steal. He's just saying, well, this was found on you. And the guy goes, no, it's not. He goes, it would be wet like me because, they pulled him out of the river. So Keitel just pours a pitcher of water on the money, pours the rest of it over the guy's head, and then takes the fucking money and starts smacking him in the face with the money.
That's pretty
That
good.
shit's great old New York
school
police
stuff.
fucking roust the motherfucker kind of shit. That I like. I don't like this fucking, I really got it in for that Goldie Hawn.
The sentence should have stopped after, am I getting sprung?
Right, that's it. Am I getting sprung soon? He wouldn't be talking about what TV show he wants to catch.
Who the hell would say
Yeah.
sprung?
No one.
Well, that's you.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Oh my God,
What is
Colin!
that, Colin?
Colin came from outer space
What
and
is
brought
that?
some type of mysterious beverage.
What are you drinking? Is that gasoline?
Colin, for your listeners at home, he's drinking something called Diet Coke.
Did you bring that from home after? What is this, arts and crafts?
That'll be the day.
Wonder what Mayor LaGuardia would think of this one. Right? Fucking assholes in Hollywood. Fucking just die on fire.
Just put the fucking billboard. Put a fucking thing on the side where it usually has the network thing. It's 1973 on this show. Just that would let us know. You don't have to ham hand the fucking references.
Yeah, fucking.
What do we got?
Oh,
Another one? Say hi to Peter in Massachusetts.
Hey
Peter.
there, Pete.
Welcome aboard, Pete.
Yeah, what wrong with the cop shows we got?
They watch pretty good.
NYPD Blue.
What's some of those other shows?
Hill Street Blues, CSI Miami,
CSI New York.
Barney Miller.
Special Victim Unit.
Barney Miller.
Barney Miller.
Can I tell you a very funny line that Colin would do, and you don't do it anymore, which annoys me, is when you talk about your fucking how you're going to be the big mystery solver in your own cop show, and you're going to be on CSI Akron.
He would comment, but he's eating.
He's shoving food into his stupid face.
Too much violence for me.
Let's get
That'd
another.
be good. Your first show could be missing persons, and she ends up in my driveway. Linger longer. Linger much too long.
I don't
I got it.
I want to do
Of course, Danny got it.
I don't get that one.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Apparently.
Spell it out with, yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, oh dear.
Oh, dear.
How about that Dr. Smith in Lost in Space?
I can't believe that show's been off the air for 9 years.
First of all, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Laugh-In was off by 73.
68 or 67, right?
Yeah,
Until,
probably
what,
rerunning now.
72?
He got it bad for that Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, do ya?
Like a guy wants to get out of jail to watch TV.
Yeah, to watch
Get outta
Laugh-In.
Fucking bullshit. Put it on cable. A wire? Why can't I put it on a wire that connects things? Fucking overreacting assholes.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I gotta go get it online. Are you gonna stand in a line?
What?
Who the fuck reacts like that?
Information superhighway. Is that off the Gowanus?
And just FYI, Laugh-In ran until 73.
Oh, okay. Wow, his last chance.
May 14th, 73.
Well, at least we know it's January, February, March, or April.
Right. It better be.
Let's do another one here.
I took a look at the file, Gene. The FCC has a better case against George Carlin and his 7 dirty words than you have against Kim
This
Trent.
show fucking stinks!
I can't be happier that Jimmy is so annoyed at just the clips.
That was bad.
These over-explaining faggots.
Yes.
How about
Yes.
this? The FCC has a better case against Carlin. That's how you would talk.
The 7 dirty words.
First
Yeah.
of all, no cop would say the FCC has
Maybe
a better
not,
chance
but
of-
no.
I'm just trying to,
This is horrific. It's the worst part of any show I've ever watched.
That's fucking stinks.
That's bad.
You take a show that people, I think, find a pretty compelling plot, and then just fuck it up.
They suck. They fucking suck.
They got it. You think if this was on HBO or something that they would be doing shit like that?
No, Omar be busy fucking some guy in the mouth and then shoot him.
Yes.
Much more obliged stick my gun in their mouth.
Sup, bird?
I think
What
HBO
up,
was.
bird?
What up,
Yeah,
bird?
what up, bird? A bird?
Yeah,
What
what
are you
up?
talking about? A little flying animal?
He left the S off.
We got another
HBO,
one.
I think, is doing a 70s cop show called David Milcher's, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for them.
Based on a guy I know, Steve Kalura. It's actually a fascinating story.
What's the story, Carl?
Nice plug.
How about filling everybody else in instead of hogging all the fun for
How
you?
is it a plug? I'm nothing to do with it.
Shut up.
Oh.
Still a plug.
He said, nice plug. Well,
Hey, he's more beat up than Evel Knievel at that Caesar's Palace jump. That happened just real short time ago because it's 73.
Look at this fucking book by George Orwell. Wait till that happens in 11 years.
So 1984, that's so far in the future for us. Here in 73.
Holy cow.
Oh, God.
I fucking hate them all. How about a little subtle one?
All right, here's
a subtle one.
This one's a great one.
A little subtle?
You can
Yeah.
All right, we got
Subtlety.
We got a subtle one right here.
He just feels like you took a spot. But I wouldn't take it personal.
Yeah, well, I didn't request his transfer. It just happened. It's like Guantanamo Bay in here.
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never been to Puerto Rico.
Kim Trent, here is a DAT. You are free to go.
You gotta respect those who defend the Constitution. All hail the Nixon administration.
Guantanamo, it looks like he goes into the cells that are really messy, the guy from 2008, and he's like, Jesus Christ, it's like Guantanamo Bay in here. I wouldn't know. I never been to the Caribbean.
Like
That wouldn't even get an answer from anyone. It's like Guantanamo Bay in here.
No.
Oh.
And here's how fucking horrible the writing is. If we walked in and said, it's such unnatural, fucking typical, awful LA writer shit. If I walked in and go, Jesus Christ, fucking hot as balls, were we in Africa? Would any of you actually go, we don't know, Jim, we've never been to Africa?
I've never been to Botswana.
You would get that somebody's just making a reference to a shithole.
Yeah, crappy place.
And the bit officially begins. Let's say hi to
But it's
Danny in
also supposed to
Louisiana.
be a
Danny,
Hey, what's up, guys?
what's up?
Yeah, it is. Horrible.
Yeah,
Puerto Rico
that
and South Cuba.
McMillan wife. I bet Rock Hudson gets all the dames, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, look at that. We're watching McMillan and wife.
Yeah, because back here in 73, we didn't know that.
I wish I got as many broads as Rock Hudson.
Yeah, well, he's got AIDS. Of course he has helpers.
I wish my dad was more like Mr. Brady growing up. Not fucking in the ass? What?
All right, we got one more here.
What's that?
Well, Lee got us tickets to see Grease. You know, it's been playing for a year, and I've been dying to see it, so.
It's been playing for a year, and I'm dying to see it a year. Because it opened in 72, and it being, 73. Oh, God.
Well, I don't mind that one, to be honest with you, because it is kind of funny like it's still running today.
But let me tell you something.
It's not funny. It stinks.
Let me tell you something.
I mind that one most
There
of
was
all.
no other reference to it. It was thrown in.
That was at the end of the episode.
So, haphazardly.
And that was it.
And that was
on
it.
to the next scene.
Yeah. It wasn't a part of the
First
plot
of all,
line.
I don't like the fact that the woman, once again, she's a female cop, and she's talking like some, actress from nowadays in the Midwest. Every female cop sounded just like Patty. And
Yeah.
That's how they should all sound.
Well, here's another thing. The female cop is treated by the guys like shit. No respect.
I know.
They give her the menial little tasks, but she is so smart.
Of course she is.
And she should be, she's smarter than the guys.
Can you please
Because they got to kind of make that politically
Can
correct.
you please just get my hint of doing the line as Patty?
Oh, I got you.
About going to see the play. Because they all
God,
did
am I
some-
horrible? You're right.
I didn't get that
You're
either.
right.
Going to see Grease.
I like the version with John Travolta in the movie that won't be out for 5 more years or so.
15.
15?
You
73
dumb
to
cunt,
73 to 79?
I stand corrected. Jesus Christ, I am such a fucking dumb 5-year-old boy.
You were
'Cause
talking
I was
about
born
like
in 68.
You were talking about like 1988 or something.
That's because you got your nose
That's
buried
crazy.
in that manual.
Yeah, you're listening to a bunch of talking heads like the band.
Jesus, I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
Well, with that, why don't we take a break?
Let's just do heavy-handed references to now, like they were doing then, and see how casually they fit into the conversation.
Well, let's make believe we didn't say that, and after the break, we go into that mode.
Yes.
I'm fucking gonna eat a
The
pretzel.
listeners and everybody else.
You having a pretzel?
Current President Bush almost choked on one.
Yeah, well, I remember that one. But that is, there's nothing wrong with that. That is just as stupid.
Well, can I just make one last suggestion?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you please do Patty in Goodfellas? Doing like one of Henry Hill's voiceovers. Like to us, the airport was in our backyard.
Oh, I would have more gone with, hey, touched me, and then he tried to throw me out of the car.
That does
You
sound like
don't understand,
Yeah, it sounds like Louis
Daddy.
Louis Bracco does sound like Patty.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah,
without
it's
the
too
emotional
close.
range, she's fucking horrendous. She fucking wrecks everything she's in. I like to squeeze her tits and then just push her into an acting class.
They wore cheap clothes, a lot of pantsuits, and too much makeup, and they had bad skin. Patty, good fellas. What are we taking a break? Come back? All right, man.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, fuck.
Hey!
Hey!
What the hell's going on here?
Awful. They're just awful. Awful people.
All right, we're gonna have Jason Ritter come in here in just a minute or two. He's in the new movie W. Also, a movie called Good Dick, out now in limited release. But I mean, if Jason wants to talk about this, we're talking about Madonna. A-Rod is now going to officially start effing her.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what they're saying on all the gossip sites. And we were talking about would you have sex with Madonna?
No.
And obviously for the story you would, but
For the star fuck, you'd have to.
Right.
But if she was just some bitch walking down the street, you wouldn't give her a second look.
You wouldn't go
You
into
wouldn't give her a second
You
look.
wouldn't go into it thinking, "Wow, this is gonna be great." You would do it because it's Madonna, and then you run back to your friends and go, "Holy shit, you're not
Yeah,
gonna believe this."
Fuck Madonna.
Yeah.
Oh snap,
Dude, she's
snap.
But A-Rod is what, 33?
Dag.
But he fucks everything on the planet. It's like he
So
probably is bored.
He's younger than
Yeah.
33, isn't he? How old is he?
He's gonna be bored.
He's 33.
He's bored. You think?
Yeah, he's like,
And he wants into that 50-year-old pussy.
he wants to fuck a girl who isn't impressed that he's A-Rod.
Yeah.
She doesn't give a fuck about his 200 million.
You know, why do
Mere
you have
bag
to
of
curse so
shells.
much, Joey?
Colin,
Just
would you?
curse in front of your friends.
Colin,
Yeah.
where are you at with the Madonna thing?
I don't think about it either way.
How about if she wasn't 10 years younger than you? Would you fuck her?
Oh,
She's a chippy for Colin.
Oh.
You guys are out of line.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I'm feeling you.
Where's let's bring in Jason. Jason Ritter from Good Dick. Roland opens the door for Jason Ritter.
Roland is the consummate doorman.
What's up, Jason? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
you too.
Hey,
What's
you
up,
doing?
JR?
Guys.
How you doing, man? How are
Were
you?
you just on CW11?
Yes, I
Okay,
was.
I just-
Ah.
Oh, cool.
Let's just notice one thing. Out of everybody here, because Jason rolls in Hollywood, the only one who was genuinely like, wow, his eyes pop was the legend.
I saw that
You
too,
didn't
and
know this
it
creep
disappointed
from
me.
nowhere.
He thought you retired. He was happy to see you doing something.
I saw you do a Stella show in New York a long time ago, and I loved it. It was really funny.
Thanks, JR.
Yeah, no problem. See, can I?
Colin is legendary, man.
No, thanks for having me on. This is awesome. I can't believe I'm here.
Oh, no problem. You're in a huge movie. Being here, really.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Actually,
It really takes kind of a dip.
No. This is
Doing that.
This is awesome for me.
So you're in W,
Yeah, I have a brief scene in W.
and that is as George's brother.
Jeb.
The
Jeb.
golden child of the Bush family. Yeah.
I would guess the younger version of Jeb.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm only in the flashback.
Unless they
scene.
did some prosthetic makeup on you.
No. Just in a flashback, he comes home drunk, and I slam him against the wall and say, "Calm down." That's my whole thing.
That's it. Calm down.
Yeah, it was very cathartic, though.
Yeah.
I feel like for me and for Jeb, I feel like that's
your
needed
whole
to happen.
part?
That's it. Yeah. So don't drink. Don't get a large Coke when you go see the movie because you'll miss me.
we're getting all
Wow.
the. We're getting all
Calm
the.
down, you're wrecking your life.
Yeah, exactly.
How many takes did it take you to do Calm Down?
It took me quite a few.
That's funny.
To be honest. I was a little nervous.
When you got one line and you just calm down. No.
Yeah, no, it's true. You way overthink it, and then you're like, right, there's so many different ways I could say this, and you come out and it doesn't sound human anymore.
What's my motivation?
You're like, I'm going to pronounce the L in calm. It'll be great.
Calm down. Yes, that's
Yeah.
better.
No, they do it like Life in Mars. Calm down. Your attitude is too fiery. You're going to end up in trouble someday.
You'll get us into a war.
Exactly.
Why you?
Yeah.
So you do that. Were you directed by Oliver Stone during this scene, or
Yeah,
did you leave it to
definitely.
like somebody else?
No. He was there. He was
Yeah.
pretty hands on, which
Yeah.
was awesome. And
Were you freaked out seeing Oliver Stone right there?
I
As he
w-
trying to act?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he hid.
been intimidating.
He hid, but I knew he was somewhere in the house, and I was intimidated. But he was so cool. He was like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. You know.
Yeah, he seems like just kind of like a mellow pothead who's probably gets. I think he walks away a lot in mid conversation. Like, that's the type of guy he seems like.
I was like,
Like
oh,
he's just
okay.
distracted all the time, and you'll start talking, and he'll just like walk away. Whatever.
And then you just go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All awkward.
Yeah, because people watch it, they see it, and they have to kind of act like that was the end for you too. You ever have somebody do that to you? It's fucking awful.
Yeah, and they walk away while
I've
you're
had
still
people
talking.
do that a lot.
It's humiliating.
Now,
It is
wasn't
humiliating.
Jed like the favorite of the father, though?
Jeb.
but we don't
What
know
is
who
this?
Jed is.
Fucking
J.E.B..
You're talking about
John
the Beverly
Ellis Bush.
Hillbillies.
Yeah, what's up,
Jeb.
Colin?
Yeah, that's all right. That's
It's
all right.
Jed Bush.
It's Jed, but
Well,
makes no
doggies.
No, he was the golden child of the family.
I
Like
knew it.
everyone thought he was going to be president. And then,
Because you
George...
saw when he was crying, fucking the senior was crying one time when Jed did some corny shit down
Jeb!
the throat.
Jeb!
You
Oh, George
bummy.
Senior was crying. Yeah.
And yet with Bush, you could tell George and him, he didn't like George.
Jed's gonna run for the presidency.
Fuck, it's Jeb. It's you.
Jeb, but yeah.
Well, we gonna do a little of that campaign in there, Grandma. Granny. I'll help you campaign, Uncle Jed. It's Jeb.
I know, but you know what kills me? Here I am making a big fucking sweeping point that could actually change the course of history, and you cocksuckers are focusing on one letter.
Yeah. It's an important letter when
Sure
it's
is.
there's 3 in the name.
Yeah.
It's 33.3% of the name, dummy. It's not like his name is Aristotle. Aristotle.
Did you demand to meet Jeb Bush because you were playing him? You should have said, like, I have to get to know this guy.
He didn't return my calls, unfortunately.
Well, what's his name? Who did we have on yesterday?
Well, another guy that had one line in the movie.
Cordry.
Cordry.
Yeah.
He played Ari Fleischer, yeah.
There are a lot of us who had just one line just because we were like, cool, we can be in this? Awesome.
Yeah, just to
Put
work with
our
Oliver
little
Stone is
stamp on it.
fucking worth it. All you should have done is just criticize his politics the whole time, like in between takes. Like,
Yeah, that'd work.
Yeah, you should just attack him for his shitty stance on Nixon, even if you didn't believe it, just to fucking bother him.
Oh, God.
Or just consistently.
That made me nervous, even the thought of doing it. I just got nervous sitting here.
Just argue JFK with him.
Yeah.
Just do that. Imagine how sick he is of
hearing
hearing
about
that.
JFK.
Yeah. You know, but dude, let me a minute of your time. Get this guy off the set.
You're as crazy as your mother.
So you have a small part, but it is a part in the movie.
It is a
and
part.
what research did you do on Jeb?
I just watched a lot of videos and read a lot of books and tried to figure out mainly what was happening in that time period for him. You'll be interested to know that it was like a little rebellious period for him, which was very
Him
short.
too, yeah.
Yeah, well, George was an alcoholic for many, many years, but Jeb, he had a tiny little short window where he smoked a little weed and joined the Socialist Club at his school. He
Really?
was about to register as a conscientious objector to the Vietnam War and said, "Hey, Dad, is that
What a
cool?" And his
coward.
dad was like... Well, he went to the Vietnam War. He did go because his dad said, "You can. I'm about to run. It would be helpful if you just went." So he was he was always the good boy. So he pleased his father.
You know, it's just that name now has been so screwed that he does not ever have a chance in hell of ever being the president.
Yeah, that's a sad thing. There's I read a little like a conversation between Jeb and George W. where George W. said, "You know, I never grew up wanting to be president of the United States," and Jeb said, "I did."
Yeah, I did. Really? And boy, you really screwed that up for me.
Thanks a
George
lot,
said,
bro.
"Yeah, you did."
Yeah.
Plus, he went to Vietnam, and George didn't. It's so weird.
Yeah, George.
He was busy here. He was in the National Guard.
With Oliver Stone.
That'd be a great.
You're not a fucking firing squad, Bonds. Bonds.
That'd be a great platform for Jeb to run under. I'm neither one of those assholes.
Right, exactly. I'm the hope. Yeah, no, but yeah.
No, Jason's in W, but he's also in this movie called Good Dick. I got a copy yesterday. I did not see it.
That's cool.
I thought you were coming in next week.
No problem.
I want to see it, but I'm hearing good things about Good Dick, and he stars in this thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
That's the main reason he's here.
They laugh at the title.
I play the title character. Also, I'd
Good
like
dick.
everyone to know. Yeah.
Because you know, the audience knew right when Opie said that it will be isolated as a clip that will be on my sound machine, and I will be able to have Opie go, "I heard good things about
Good Dick.
Good Dick." And yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
So what's that about?
It's basically
No. What's Good Dick all about?
yeah. Don't try to avoid it.
Yeah.
Jim,
No.
maybe you can enlighten us.
Well, it depends on how passable the tranny is. Yeah. It's not gay if there's a skirt over it. All right.
No, it's basically about my character works in this video store, and this woman comes in every day and does nothing but rent erotica and then go home. So I get a little obsessed with her and. Do what you normally do in that situation. You look up her address on the computer. And,
You know what the funniest part about that was? We're all listening to his explanation. He goes, she rents erotica, and everyone's eyes got serious. Like, okay, now this is
All right.
this is something we need to hear about. The whole fucking place was quiet. Like,
no, yeah, don't be fooled by the title. There's no penises in this movie flopping around. It's very straightforward.
So you become, as a guy, like really turned on by the fact that this dirty girl is renting pornography.
That's exactly
fucking nice.
That's
man.
exactly right.
You could research with Jimmy.
Who's co-starring? So it's really based on her inner thoughts.
Yeah, Mariana Palka, who wrote and directed it, is starring with me.
Are you the bull in the movie?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Do you know what the bull does?
We're obsessed with cuckolding on this show. Cuckolding is like a lot of guys want to watch their wives have sex with other people.
Oh, I see.
I don't know who these lot of guys are.
Well, there's
plenty of them. Everyone, please fuck my wife.
Well,
please.
why don't we take a survey, Anthony? We got a crowd out
You
there.
fuck my wife.
How many guys are into watching their wife have sex with another guy?
Wow. So it's not big with this
Look
group.
at those hands going up.
Wow, not one hand.
That's because
I
none of them are
can't
married.
imagine 30 guys out there.
enjoyable.
This is a bad question because they're all homosexuals.
Oh, okay.
That's not.
So you play. It's a comedy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's what kind of porn is she renting? Is right like a
She's
specific...
renting like silly 80s erotica, like, you know, like, hey, we're in a ghost and it's filled with, we're in a haunted castle and it's filled with sexy ghosts and they want me, and like, or like, I'm an alien and you must teach me the ways of human sex.
They
you know,
were
those kind of
ridiculous
silly
back
things.
then.
they were totally ridiculous.
Dumb friggin' 80s porno.
Yeah, they didn't.
I had time for
They didn't
porno.
spend a lot of time on.
Just get to the point. Is pretty much where I'm at.
They spent a lot of time on plot, which is not necessarily what you want to do.
I like some plot though. If the plot was good, because I'm. It's like the sex. The taboo of the dirty shit, like, oh my God, she's sucking her uncle's dick. Like, it was so fucking hot.
It's like, you ever see, like, in Boogie Nights when he goes, you made a good film here, Jack. He's like,
Yeah.
I mean, the directors want to keep themselves interested, too.
Yeah. And it's the anticipation. You're like, oh my God, a sexy ghost is going to appear any second.
One of the things I remember from my first porno was a movie with a woman named Kelly Mint called The Fur Trap. It was about a fur play. I walked in my buddy Roger's house, and I was so turned on I had to go into his parents' bathroom. I laid on the floor of his parents' bathroom, and I jacked off like with my head near some Indian people's toilet.
Wow, you were really fucking...
It changed my life. But in The Fur Trap, it was Kelly Mint
the greatest.
And another girl, and the girl seduced her, and she was like, no, we shouldn't. It was like that lead, and it wasn't just two girls burning their faces. There was like a sexy little lead up to it.
That's the anticipation. That's what it's all about.
But can you imagine this horrible prone troll lying on the floor of some horribly decorated Indian bathroom?
My friend, we were just sitting there.
In a fucking
horrid.
I got up because my Raj, I don't know if he jacked off like I did. We were just sitting on the floor. It was so homoerotic.
Well, that's a weird thing. Yeah, a lot of dudes like watch that stuff together. I don't quite get that.
This was the one and only time. Never again. I'd never seen a porno.
No, I understand.
Top load VCR.
I think a lot of people have done it, but I don't think a lot of people have really looked into what's actually happening in those moments. There's two dudes with boners hanging out.
That's exactly what it was. And Raj was sitting there. I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom. And I went up, and I couldn't even get home. I lived across the street. I just went
across the street.
I swear to
If
God,
anybody else said that, you'd think they were lying, but I believe it.
No, it's true. My dick had to be taken care of, and I just laid on the floor. My back was on the cold tile, and my head was on the fucking mat with the toilet. Your feet go on the toilet.
I was the audience
Hope you
to
heard
the
your
dead-eyed
tailbone.
stare as he lies on the floor.
My buddy Frank, who's a cop now, his dad had a lot of porn. And I remember there was a cool one. It was a Ron Jeremy one. They dubbed his voiceover, but it was shot on video. And that looked so raw and real. When you saw porn on video, it was like crystal and alive.
Why'd they dub his voiceover?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Don't know. It's so bizarre.
Was he offended by that? Was he like, that's my work?
I would love to ask him.
Damn you.
Because one of the girls who suck, he plays a piano teacher, and there's two girls, and they go, oh, God, and it's awful. And they blow him. But one of the girls had braces, and I think she was so sexy. I'd love to ask him who she was, because he knows all the old school porn people. So I had to, my friend Frank was in his basement with a bunch of guys watching, and I actually had to find an excuse to sneak back into his house. Like with Frank, they were all at the pool. I'm like, I gotta go downstairs. I left my gun.
Are you shitting
and
me?
I jacked off in his basement.
Oh, wow.
Did you pop it back in, or?
Of course, I went down to put the movie in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just jacked off real quick. And I don't remember if I shot a load or if I heard them coming out the
Do you think anyone actually believes those excuses of, like, when you're watching something like that? Sorry, I'm just getting a soda.
Yeah, and
be gone.
Takes
I'll
you
be
a while.
back in like 15 minutes.
Come back all flushed and sweating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tissuing off your hand.
To drink it in there. I didn't.
Yes, I apparently spilled it all over the front of my shirt. No, I don't think. I think they would believe it because back then, no one.
You agree to believe it. You all agree to believe it.
It's an unspoken thing.
He just has to go take a shit right now.
But that was maybe it was a shit.
A shit out of his dick.
Nobody
comes out white.
Is Norton? I've never seen him so alive as when he just started describing the porn.
Oh yeah,
he was so. It's like
it's his whole life.
Yeah, you ever see like in the Untouchables when you see at the end De Niro's crying watching the opera? You know, when he's playing Al Capone. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Brings tears to his eyes.
Little sympathy.
No, but nobody acknowledged that they jerked off. So nobody was really, we were all just kind of starting to jerk off at that point. I think at 13 or whatever. So you didn't, like, it wasn't like this thing that everybody knew. Like, if you go for a half hour and there's a porn on, oh, he's jacking, you know what he's doing. And you won't care. But back then, no one, like, you acknowledged that we did it to ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So in the in the movie, she watches porn.
Yeah, she watches.
Do we get
quite
into
a lot of
any
it.
like what type of porn she likes, or is it just everything?
It's basically all that softcore,
Yeah, the
kind
silly
of
part.
silly
Yeah.
old 80s, and it starts off with her. She rents this one movie, and my character. It's the first time that sort of unspoken deal is broken, where someone's renting porn, don't talk to them, don't say anything. And my character's like, hey, let me just tell you, this one's gross. I just want to tell you, like, this one's not good. You're not going to like. I know your taste by this point. He doesn't say this, but he makes a suggestion, and it's a little awkward, but, you know.
She's creeped out by it?
Yeah,
movie
she's
sounds
definitely
fucking
creeped
hot.
out. It's really good. We were excited. And starting tonight at Sunshine for 1 week only. We're releasing it ourselves, so it's a very short.
Limited release?
Limited release, yeah.
So it's only, Sunshine's on, I want to say it's on Houston in New York.
That's right.
In the Village. It's a,
Yeah, Houston
great
and
theater.
2nd Avenue, I think, or 2nd, yeah.
Right.
Look at Jimmy.
That's where Jerry had his premiere for Comedian. See?
Oh,
Jerry
you go.
Seinfeld.
he just says Jerry.
I know.
Well, yeah.
And Colin just pushes his car to start it.
If
I
Colin-
just say
You'll
Jer.
never live that down.
if Colin-
You say Jer, pop the clutch.
Can I tell you how I call Colin, sometimes Colin and I will eat at a place, and I called him one morning. I'm like,
By the way, this is a great story.
it really is.
Dude.
And
An asshole.
I got so mad at Colin because I called him. I'm like, hey man, let's go for some lunch. And he goes, I know I can't. And I thought he said I'm having breakfast with Jer. I'm like, all right. I'm like, so I just kept trying to talk, and he's like, all right. I guess my dance card's full. I'm like, what a fucking douchebag. Like, he doesn't invite me to have fucking a meal. Like, what an asshole.
You can't invite someone if you haven't breakfast with.
Finish.
That's the end of the story. He's a dick.
No, the end of the story.
Oh, someone all of a sudden has interest, don't they? I know what the end of the story is. I'm part of it. So I talked to Colin like the next day. I had like a mild resentment. I was really irritated. And I'm like, oh, gee, I was trying to be like, joking. I'm glad I did. I'm like, well, nice of you to invite me to lunch with you and Jerry. He goes, oh, no, we had already eaten breakfast. I was home. So he said I had breakfast with Jerry, so I fucking misunderstood him.
Oh, so in other words, he was able to
mouth.
think quick on his feet and say that he'd already had breakfast to shut you up.
No, because I could picture him. No, he would love nothing more
than
to have me
rub
call
it in
and let me know he was out with Jerry, and then purposely not ask me, and then say to Jerry, he wanted me to fucking ask him to come so bad I didn't. That's the way he operates.
But Colin, would you ask Jimmy to?
Yeah,
no, he would.
I don't think you
Here's
would.
what he would do.
I don't think you
would go, hey, what's up, Norton? And he would point to the phone to see if it was okay to ask me. He would point to Jerry. Like,
And Jerry would go, Colin,
I would do it exactly like that, but there's enough truth to that I have to. There's an organic truth to that.
Whereas if it was me and Kyle out to lunch and Jerry called, he would not only go, hey, Jerry, do you want to go to lunch? But if Jerry said, can you get alone? He'd go, Norton, I got to go. And he'd leave me at the fucking table.
Jerry! Not like Rupert Pupkin. Jerry!
Jerry! Jerry!
No, Jerry.
Come over your house. We'll do some work.
That's all right. I'm going to be twice as famous as you.
Yeah.
That movie's so
That
good.
was one of those movies
God
that give you
damn.
that embarrassing feeling
Yes.
when you watch Rupert Pupkin.
That- I
we were talking about that
guarantee-
embarrassing feeling you get King of Comedy.
Oh, God.
I guarantee Norton's first 5 minutes were no fucking better than Rupert Pupkin's on
They
the Tonight
weren't.
Show.
Yeah.
Like yours were?
Mine always were. Of course they were.
No, Rupert Pupkin's 5 minutes.
What's the matter? You don't want to graduate? Or just bad, mediocre material, actually.
But it wasn't as awful as you. That was the great part
That's
of
what
it.
I'm saying. To a fucking hack from Jersey, it wasn't at all. To a goddamn artist like myself, it was terrible.
No, a guy.
Shut up.
Who fucking talked to a tape recorder.
Quiet.
To cardboard cutouts.
Clam up.
Who
Clam up.
Actually, no, I'm going to get this. I've been sitting on this since 1982.
Clam up.
No, I'm not telling you. Now you lose.
See?
No, everybody lose. I'll
No,
tell Jason.
I want to hear.
Hey, the
I'll tell you
commercial for your
after.
movie.
All right, tell me after.
Hey, the commercial for your movie.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Come on.
Where are
will
you?
Will you please do? Wait a minute. How about this?
Wait,
Anthony, will you do
all right.
Patty renting in the movie about the dick?
It's called Good Dick. Good Dick.
Good Dick.
I don't want to see the movie with the good. I won't even say the word good.
No,
She's out there. Bring her in.
Yeah, bring Patty in.
Could you do the scene from the movie?
Acting in the movie?
Yeah.
I wish I saw the movie.
How old a guy
Been
are
able
you,
to do
Jason?
that.
I'm 28.
Oh, geez, I think you're like fucking 19. All right, so 28.
I shaved.
So you're old enough to be fucking. Patty's a little bit older.
I'll give her my seat.
Patty is. She's
doing?
52.
No, but she's
She's a virgin.
Okay.
53.
Shit.
She's going to correct
53.
you. She's going to correct you.
Hello.
And
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Patty.
Hi, Patty.
Here comes old baby chicklet teeth.
This is Jason Ritter. He's in the new movie W and another movie called Good Dick.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Good.
So you're in movies.
I've been in a couple.
Wow.
But yeah, the two are coming out today, so that's why I'm here.
So you're into you're in sharks? I mean, you know what I mean. Well, you could say that.
Yeah, Patty, you can talk to him.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk to him.
Oh, I'll come see him.
Yeah, good. The one at the Sunshine Cinema tonight for 1 week only. So
Where is that? I've never heard of it.
it's on Houston and Second, like
okay.
sort of in the downtown.
Way out east.
Yeah,
Okay.
east.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, downtown.
Out
East
what?
Village.
Out
It's
east.
Did she say
east.
out
It's
east?
on the
Yeah,
east
it's
side of
Montauk.
the
They're playing on the side
Yeah,
of the
so-
lighthouse, dummy. What do you think?
Lower East Side.
No one has ever said out east.
Never.
Referring
Out
to
east.
Manhattan.
Out
Say
east means
out
you're
west.
crossing a
Out
bridge.
east.
You're
Say
going
out
through a
east.
tunnel.
Colin, help
Just a
me.
brutal attack.
That's all right. No, it is
Launch
east.
missiles.
It's east and it's outside.
Jason,
Yeah.
it's not all right. She's stupid, and we have to point it
Hey,
out.
no.
She
I don't
says,
think- I
she
don't
walked
agree
in,
with that.
so you're in movies.
Right.
Patty, come on, you do better
Patty.
than that.
No, I'm saying.
Why are you crossing your arms? You nervous to
Norton,
be
why
in
don't
front
you
of
make
Jason
it
Ritter?
Do you do the scene with her? You play Jason and she play the girl in the movie.
Is it a talkie?
I'm not that old.
Really?
Oh, well, thanks for the
And
improv.
those of you with headphones, Patty's.
Yeah, but
Patty's
definitely come
improv
out. When is it playing tonight?
That's not true.
Yeah, it is playing tonight. It's playing. I think. Yeah, it's playing tonight, and it'll be there for all week until Thursday.
You know, Jason was just telling us that he doesn't have anyone to go with tonight for
He's like
the big
why- he's
premiere
like
of the movie.
A good-looking dude like this is a celebrity, and he's having trouble getting
Yeah,
a date.
he was
likes
just
older
saying
women.
that
That's why we
before
brought
he
you
got in here.
Oh, I don't think he means older women my age.
Well, you're older, aren't you? He's 28. I thought he was younger. He's 28.
Jason, you would take her, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I'll be a date.
Okay, that'd be great. I hope you like the movie. It'll.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I will.
He's like, oh,
Okay,
you
cool.
son of a bitch. Why are you doing this to me?
He's grateful.
Imagine.
No, we could all go. Let's all.
Yeah, let's all go. Exactly. Could you see her
no, I-
walking in on your arm? Hi.
Yeah,
no problem.
No, this is good.
I like that.
He's a handsome guy, right?
The more people see the movie, the
Very
better.
good looking, yeah.
Oh, thank
Oh, very good
You know what?
looking.
You know, we're not used to hanging out with good people. Jason's good people. He's a good person.
Yeah.
We'd be like scram.
Hasn't just been beaten down by the business yet, like everybody else.
Why the hell? Why do you guys? Why don't you guys just describe my height and weight while you're at it?
Yeah, you know, beaten down by the
He goes,
business, bitter,
You know, bad people. When he's the good people, he's like the innocent young thing. I'm like,
like nasty Colin Quinn.
Right. Just bitter.
You guys have some nerve.
Colin's gruff.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with your height and weight.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Nothing wrong with your height and weight.
Please finish for us.
That's all I got.
Yeah, go ahead. Watch.
Nothing.
He was just floating out there, hoping somebody else could smash.
Nothing
me with a
wrong with
fucking
his height and
nice
weight.
hole.
And then it's actually started and then you add in something that's insanely big.
Or if you're on and you name
if
another
you're on a
planet with
planet,
different
right,
rotation,
right,
yeah.
You're standing next to Big A. You know.
yeah.
Your height and weight proportionate if you're made of lead.
Patty, any other questions for Jason?
Yeah.
No, I don't. No, I'll come out and see the movie tonight.
Right.
Okay. What time does it start?
You know damn well
It
it's not going to
starts.
happen.
I think it starts at 7. There's one at 7. Oh gosh, I'm not 100% sure. One's at 9. I should probably know this.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Just show up at 6 and.
There's 2 shows tonight.
Is that your publicist out there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss, do you know?
Oh, miss.
It's
It's a 6:30 show and a 9 p.m. show.
6:30 at the Sunshine?
Yes, at the Sunshine Cinema.
Hey, is Jason doing?
And we'll be there for Q&As and stuff
he'll
like
be at
that.
Q&As for both screenings.
Is Jason doing well so far?
He's doing awesome. Jason is like the nicest person in the world.
Yeah, we're not used to hanging around with nice people.
Are you a married gal?
I'm getting married.
She's lovely.
Married girl, are you?
A lovely girl.
Yeah.
She is lovely.
All right.
I'm sure that's not uncomfortable either to have like fucking 300 guys just staring at you creepily from bleachers.
And 300 creepy guys staring at you creepily.
Yes.
Every day.
Every day?
Every day. It's kind of exactly like the fucking Harvard rowing team.
Instead of the blue seats at the Rangers.
So, Patty, Jason's a handsome dude.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely. I can't wait to see you in the movie.
Yeah,
You're not going to the movie. This is all a
Yeah,
lie.
yeah,
It's not true. It's not a lie.
Come to the movie.
You're not going with him.
Why can't you? You'd go with him, right? 'Cause
She
he
can't
likes-
afford
I'll
gum.
go on my own. Yeah, I'll just come.
Yeah, well, we'll all be there. There'll be a Q&A afterwards, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's
Jason,
cool.
by the way, we fingered her on the show 2 weeks
Not
ago.
for a crime or anything.
She's a virgin.
We fingered
Literally.
Her, we fingered her in the fart box and the
Did you
pussy
guys
at the
fi-
same
did you
time.
guys finger
Does that?
Yeah.
Who
yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Me and
Is
Dennis
there a double
Hobbs.
meaning there, or is that
You and
just
Dennis did
it
that?
is what it is?
Quite
That's what
literally.
it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're on satellite radio, my friend.
I got it.
Jimmy put a glove on.
Jimmy
I
put a
thought it
glove
was
on.
like some
You
new
and Dennis
Facebook term or
fingered
something like
Yeah,
that.
Facebook term.
Well, it brings it back to the movie because what's his name? Dennis Hoff from
the Bunny
Ranch.
Ranch
out there in Vegas. He got the pussy and Jimmy threw it in her fart.
I don't know. If I didn't put a finger in because she's a virgin.
Theater of the mind.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
No
Yeah,
theater
okay.
for you then.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's a blank screen, ain't it?
It really is. Fucking projector spinning.
Yeah, the old line.
And she's a virgin. She'll do anything but have sex.
Yep.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
And then when she gets close to having an orgasm, then she backs out.
She goes, I want to stop. I don't
Okay,
like
enough,
this. It's
enough.
weird. It's weird.
I understand that. I get that. There's
Really, do ya?
everyone's different. Everybody has their own things. And
When you said,
Why,
when you
you
said
are the
anything but have
diplomat.
sex,
The
one time my
consummate.
friend he broke up with his girlfriend, but they're still living in the same house.
Yeah.
And she went out one night on a date, and then she came back, but they're still living together, but they were broken up. And he goes, "What'd you do? Did you fuck him?" She goes, "No, everything but."
Oh, wow.
ouch.
Oh, that.
He said it was-
that's bad.
He said it was worse.
Yeah,
She said yes.
because then you
And then
picture everything but
Yeah.
that.
And then the possibilities are limitless.
Yeah.
Oh man, one in each hand.
That's hard.
Friends were involved.
Exactly.
That's
Everything
terrible.
but.
Oh
He
God.
said it was so
Damn.
much worse.
How?
At least she didn't bring him home. That would be even more.
That was the
awkward.
next
Oh yeah, now watch.
Yeah. Exactly.
Any ladies in your life?
Yeah, well,
Really?
yes, Mariana Palka, who wrote and directed and produced
right,
and starred.
okay.
Yeah, we've been together
Oh,
for
and
a while.
an item.
Were you guys
Yeah.
together before it started or during?
Yeah.
Sparks flew.
We've been together for about 9 years.
Oh my wow.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Damn.
Yeah.
Do some math.
We
you were
shot
a
it
youngster.
in our apartment. Yeah, I was 19, she was 18 when we met.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Anthony, Dog Shit Sniffer writes, this guy makes Brian Regan look like a prick.
Brian Regan's the nicest guy ever.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. We shot this in our apartment. We got all our friends to help, and I don't know why I'm pointing to that TV.
Yeah, you're pointing to a TV. I'm like, what? They do the Today Show from your apartment?
Yeah, there you go.
Or
We're
is
down
that
there, the Muppets on the
IO
bottom
cable
shelf.
commercials?
Yeah, that's our apartment. That's all of us. No, yeah, it was like a really sort of homemade thing. That's why we're
That's
self-distributing it. So I hope
Is it
people
playing in
come out.
L.A. too, or is it only in the Sunshine?
It was in LA last week. It's playing in New York and Columbus this week, and then later in Philadelphia, and later in San Francisco.
So it's Columbus, Ohio. This we're on all over the country. So
Oh, great! Yeah, Columbus, Ohio, at the Gateway Theater, starting today, and then October 31st in Philadelphia, and November 14th in San Francisco and Berkeley.
It sounds like a fucking hot con.
Cool.
David
Yeah.
Tell told me about a movie one
Mhm.
time. It's a foreign film about this. She's like a foreign language teacher, and she goes into peep booths, like masturbates, watching all this dirty, filthy porn. I was looking for it yesterday in Barnes & Noble. I couldn't remember the name of it. I was hoping like some foreign movie box would like
Really show you something?
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. If everybody knows.
Somebody will get it for you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Get the name anyway.
Plays with her vag a lot, apparently, watching porn.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of movies about like women and their relationships to porn. Which
Sexy.
they do exist.
Yes.
You know?
When you know a girl
Filthy
watches
girls.
porn, they probably want more online. But it's amazing how hot that is. You know, like, oh, you fucking dirtbag. It's just so
I think that online is becoming more popular than renting porno movies.
You know what, though?
Jesus Christ.
I tell you one thing. Every Saturday night when I'm in Blockbuster renting a few films, I see the same thing. It's hard to get them on the VCR anymore.
The late fees. I could never bring them back on time.
Yes. All right. Anything else for Jason there, Patty?
No. Where exactly on House? What's the name
You're
of the
not. Oh my God! It's about.
I'll go on
He's
my
not
own.
a GPS system.
It's at the Sunshine Cinema on Houston and 2nd.
Oh, okay. I'll find
She
it.
really is
All right,
great
cool.
for plugs, though. And what are the show times again?
And what is
I
it?
know
I
what
appreciate
it
that.
is. Around 7, so, you know.
I can't believe fucking.
Or
Why
6:30.
but wait a minute, why is W playing on one screen? I mean, it's like with Dreyfus.
Yeah, that's crazy. Isn't Jimmy a tool?
Did you get to? Who's Brolin's in your scene, right? Or is it what you guys are?
No, yeah, it was me and Josh Brolin and Ellen Burstyn and James Cromwell and me.
Jesus.
And I was going, they're
Cromwell.
gonna figure it out
James
and kick me
Cromwell.
out.
Don't do that, boy. You don't have the practice.
I want to know how
That'll do, pig.
fucking Stretch Cunningham from All in the Family got to be a huge actor.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah, Stretch.
Oh, yeah. Hey, did you kept doing like Exorcist lines to Ellen
Maybe you should-
Burstyn? She probably loves that.
Maybe you should keep away from Exley, boy. He's not. He doesn't like that. Lieutenant Exley.
He plays Bush Senior, right? The father.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know. I'd specify who Bush Senior was. Like people wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Bush
Ellen Burstyn
Sr.,
was
you know, that president from the 80s.
Barbara. Back in the day, that
Yes.
retro
Life on
president.
Way back.
Are you watching Life on Mars? I've never seen it, and I'm obsessed with it now. It's that new Harvey Keitel
Now you have
show.
to watch
Oh,
it.
yeah, I've seen commercials for it. No, my TV doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Why doesn't it work?
I don't know. So I think I was a victim of some kind of con. This guy came into our apartment and said, "Are you getting free cable?" And I don't know. And then he came in and unplugged things and probably stole some stuff and then left.
Wait.
I was like, that.
You are too nice now, I see it.
You just let a man
come
into your
on, Ed.
apartment?
Well, he said this whole building is getting free cable, and I was like, "Oh God!" And then, I
You're a
didn't.
fucking gypsy.
I didn't know. Yeah, and then later the next day, I went around all my neighbors. I was like, "That was so weird. That guy came in and unplugged the cable, and no one else had seen
Oh, man.
it. It was a little creepy,
Was
and
it
it's never
dirty
worked
gypsy?
since.
When
so-
that happened?
That happened about 2.5 years ago.
You know what's good, though?
Wow, he's not a good cable repairman.
No,
You
no,
gotta
no.
call Larry the cable guy. Come on, back me up.
Get her done. Well, I went to this one guy's house and
Have you seen that early clip of Larry the Cable Guy where he's like, "I went to the store the other day." And
Yeah, where he's
Seen
not.
that
He's
clip?
not the Southern guy.
the sad thing was I was fucking at that clip. I used to open for me.
Really?
I don't have to see
Oh,
clips. I'm
jeez.
fucking 90. Yeah, he was Dan Whitney.
That's right.
Used to work with me.
But he wasn't Larry back then, right?
No, it wasn't Larry.
We get it,
He used to come
Colin.
out. What?
He used to work with you and then shot to success.
No, but the saddest part was even like 7 years ago, he was calling in as Larry the Cable Guy, and I tried to get him on the line after the show. I tried to get his number with the radio guy to tell him I wanted to lecture him and go, hey, that character's funny, but do it sparingly, like don't make it.
Oh shit! Yeah, you don't want that to be a whole gig.
$200 fucking million. I literally was going to lecture him because he used to open for me. So I was going to tell him, hey man, do that once in a while, but don't make that your whole thing.
Oh, that's hilarious. In arenas.
Right.
Yeah.
Sells out arenas.
Yeah, he would probably have told Guns N' Roses, stick with the acoustic. I mean, the electric stuff is okay, but you don't want to get too loud. No one likes that anymore.
And get rid of that Slash guy. He's not.
Yeah,
good
he's
at
not
guitar.
good. He's
Yeah.
No one really likes him.
Yeah, get rid of him too. Velvet Revolver. Ah!
Oh God!
Oh, terrible advice.
Hey, Jason, have you
I do have
seen?
bad
Have you seen Two Girls, One Cup?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
I
we
will
were
never
thinking-
be able to not see that.
We were thinking porn. Maybe we seg into the Two Girls. One Cup.
Coincidentally, that was done in
God.
Jimmy's apartment.
Yeah.
With his friends. Low budget.
That was your cup?
It really was. Yes, I haven't even washed it.
Oh,
Well,
God.
Jimmy, Jason's such a nice guy. Why don't you explain, what you like to be done to you? It's just sharing.
What, occasionally?
Motherfucker.
No, this is good stuff, though.
You motherfucker.
You
motherfucker.
He's a nice guy. You guys got something that is relatable.
He wants me to tell you that I've done some bad things sexually.
I've done some bad things.
Yes.
I've done some bad things.
done some bad things.
Well, you
I
can
don't
talk
wanna make Jason
around it.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. He's a good kid.
shower curtain.
You could you had sex
I've been
in the shower?
tickled on a lot.
You've been tickled a lot.
A lot.
That's not bad.
No,
So
he didn't say tickled.
Oh, I said tickled. I was like, oh,
I
that's the
wish
worst.
my family
I was
wishes
saying-
I had said tickled.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Tickled is not bad.
Yeah. And I let him go. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. Good point.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Tickles are rarely yellow and smell like ammonia.
Or what do they smell like? The asparagus? 'Cause when-
Only if you eat well.
So are you working on a project now?
No, I'm not. Just we're trying to release this since we've just been trying to get it out there as much as possible.
Now he's uncomfortable with Jim. He's like,
no,
I would be too.
A guy has been tickled a bunch of times, you know.
Yeah.
Elmo.
Tickle.
Yeah.
Tinkle me, Elmo. That'd be a good one.
Piss you said tickled. Oh,
Piss
okay.
on Elmo.
That's all right. That's not so bad either. That's not weird.
Really?
No one gets hurt.
All right,
He's fucking all right, this guy. He's
So
probably,
why-
because he's such a nice guy, he's probably a bigger filth bag than all
Man,
of
this
us.
guy's good.
Always the nice guy.
Behind closed doors, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, bitch, you take those
He goes
fucking panties off.
out and he probably just picks up hookers and chains them and abuses them.
You
and
know
then
who he
fucking,
could? You know who he could play in a movie? John Edwards, like
Oh.
the handsome kind of, right?
With the secrets.
With the secrets.
Yeah.
He looks like him. Nothing.
Nothing. Not
Nothing
up.
whatsoever.
I really do feel, honestly, I'll tell you exactly how I felt
What
right
happened?
now.
I'm agreeing
like,
with
I was
you.
kind of, I know. But then everybody turned on me because it wasn't fucking vile.
Yeah,
I
it's-
really did feel like. Honestly, I felt like I was just stepping it up a notch, and everybody turned on me because it was kind of,
Yeah.
it could have led somewhere nice and deep.
well, they're not really.
Fuck this joint. I'm gonna start my own shit.
The whole thing was he looks a little bit like, I guess a little bit like a young Edwards. I was picturing him with his hair shorter and just kind of
Yeah.
acknowledging what you said.
Thanks.
I didn't realize you wanted to make 13 episodes out of it.
Why don't you get yourself a haircut? Why don't you cut your hair? Show your face.
I do need a haircut, actually.
He doesn't
So
talk much, your friend Henry.
John in
Talk much.
John in Virginia writes, Colin to Seinfeld, "Hey Jerry, that sitcom thing's going to hurt your stand-up. Don't do it."
Yeah, exactly. No one cares about observations, Jerry.
Right.
A coat, a sock closet. Who the fuck would buy a sock closet?
I've given some very bad advice. It's the fucking truth.
You really have. Horrendous.
Most of all to myself.
Yeah. What you should do is talk into a recorder everything you really think, and then play it back and do none of it.
Do you have any advice for me so I can watch out for?
Well, here's what you do. You go up to Oliver Stone, you go, you know what? I like some of your shit, but
That's what Colin would do. Just look at Colin's career and do the exact opposite of whatever Colin would do.
Colin has had
Teasing Colin.
Colin's had
I don't care.
I love
A
Colin
lot of
Quinn.
it's true.
Colin's had a very good
No.
amount of success considering the human he is. Like,
What does that mean? What does that
meaning
mean,
he's a
Colin?
very funny comedian, like an exceptionally funny comic. So he's gotten very far despite his horrendous decision making and his inability to play the game politely.
Ah.
Was that
You difficult
That
to
was a
work with?
Yes!
No.
No.
I'm not difficult to work with when I'm in charge. When I did Tough Crowd,
See?
my whole staff to this day loves me and says it was the nicest experience.
What are we
going
gonna
to
say?
Yeah,
But when I
exactly.
have to work with other people telling me what to do, I get upset.
It can be upsetting.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
get
don't like
that.
being
I
pushed
understand
around.
that.
That's all.
rejection.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Don't like
yeah.
that rejection
Don't
thing.
like it. No.
You ever
That's
play
not my
take this
favorite
job
thing.
and shove it and pump your fist to it? I do it all the time.
Have you?
I think
Well,
about
I'll
doing
give you
that.
my problem is what I was just telling before. When I was in one line in Crocodile Dundee 2,
No way!
I rewrote the whole script with myself as the co-lead and handed it in.
That's
And
amazing.
expected them to do it. So, I mean, obviously I have
Fucking
delusions
thesis,
of grandeur.
yeah.
That's amazing. It's probably, well,
Dummy.
we never saw that version of Crocodile Dundee. It might have done a lot better.
I
Yeah.
wish we had. Jim wishes we had it more than I do, but can you imagine how?
I don't see Paul Hogan anywhere in this room.
No.
So, you win. Checkmate.
It would have been the most. It had to have been the most horrifying version.
But
we've
as,
had a copy.
as Paul's fucking
well, because I read the script with Charles Dutton, and the movie was just like let him around New York.
But can you tell
But
us
my
what?
version was like me.
But tell
leading
us
him
about
around.
your version.
Well, I don't remember. I wish I could get a copy, but basically it was me like, hey, buddy, and this is Queens, and this is Sunnyside. Hey, you ever go to this Irish bar? Oh, here's what a mafia is. It was just like fucking horrifying.
Did you give yourself a lot of the laughs?
What's that? I'm sure I
Yeah.
give myself. Well, I
Yeah.
tell you that trick I did to Jim Carrey, right? Where we wrote like Jim Carrey wrote this treatment, like a fake treatment, because we had the same manager, and I showed up. He was with his girlfriend and my manager. But this I did as a joke, and it was a whole treatment I typed out called about two Mountie partners, and one was like the crass kind of funny guy, and he was like the asshole. So it was like a comedy, only it's like insulting to him. And I just sat there. I go, yeah, I wrote it. And even my manager didn't know. He's like, well, you didn't even tell me about this shit. I go, it'll take him a few minutes to read these. We're at dinner. I go, nah, take 2 minutes. And he sat there and just read it, and you could see he's like fucking furious. He's like, who's this fucking asshole? He's like, every line was like, I'm the cool guy, and he's a jerk off. It's like insulting his like Jim Carrey skills, like, and then he does a stupid flip, but I did like really subtle, and you could just see he's getting fucking furious.
That's amazing.
And his girlfriend sitting there like bored, like this is so uncomfortable.
What a set of balls on
Then
you.
after like 10 minutes, he finally just starts laughing because he realized that nobody could be this fucking offensive.
Except
And he
Colin.
enjoyed it.
That's amazing.
It's so great.
That's great. And that moment obviously helped him do nothing for you. You should have just kissed his ass, stupid. You fucking ironic idiot. Why did you just tell him Ace Ventura cracked you up a lot?
Could have been in one of his movies, but no.
Yeah, Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station, Colin to Carlin in 1970. Enough with the cursing; it'll only hurt you in the end.
So let's go back to Jason. I don't know if this tone of the show's going. Jason Ritter.
Yes.
You know,
What do you
Pryor,
work
you should
on
stay
next?
away from the racial stuff. People don't go for that shit. Keep the tie on. Keep it clean. Boo.
So you must be working on a new project now.
No, he answered that already.
Nothing going on?
There's a bunch of movies, independent movies that I've done that I'm hoping that will come out. You never know.
I hear they're called indies these days.
Yes, they're called independent.
The kids are calling them indies.
Yes,
You
exactly.
audition for stuff that you didn't get that we might know about?
Oh gosh, so many stuff. You know what I really wanted to audition for, and I didn't even get an audition. I really wanted to audition for Anakin Skywalker in those Star Wars.
Jesus Christ!
But-
Please, anybody but him.
Who was it?
Would
I
have
didn't see
been
the new
great.
ones.
It was Hayden Christensen.
Hayden
But it wasn't,
Christensen.
I mean, you know, in hindsight, you just think, oh my God, the opportunity to play Darth Vader before would be so awesome.
Yeah.
So those things like that. And the other one that I really messed up was I auditioned for Spider-Man. And
Really?
and it just was like
You sure aim low.
yeah, no, these are I mean,
as Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I never would have gotten it. It was like, but I just nerded out for the audition. I dressed up and tried to do the gestures of Spider-Man, try to show how much I know
shit.
and love
And
Spider-Man.
they did the gesture of the middle finger going up and saying,
Yes.
"Take a walk, kids."
I was like, no, that's not how the web comes out. They're like, no, we're just giving you the finger.
Get out of here.
Like,
This
Yeah.
phony even had a line in Spider-Man.
Yeah, you know
he
what
did.
it was? I auditioned. And boom.
Surly
It's called hitting a home run.
truck driver.
there you go. See,
He said he stinks and I don't like him.
Yeah, you know, he's like, he doesn't know, please. He walked in, he saw
No,
my
I
face,
saw
like,
it.
that's the guy from Spider-Man.
I know immediately.
You're in a blockbuster. Second unit.
I
Was it
remember
second
that.
or third unit?
That's the pivotal scene in
Teasing.
Spider-Man.
I'll be
Second
going through
unit.
the same thing. I'm up for an
Second unit.
episode of Kath and Kim.
Cool.
Let's see what happens.
That's awesome.
It's embarrassing when I'm not a good auditioner.
I am not
Or
either.
So
I'm
that's
not
why
good
it's
once I get it
embarrassing.
either. Do you ever see Ed, the show with...
Yeah.
Well, of course. See, I was in the third episode of Ed.
You're too humble, Jim.
remember
You're
that.
too humble.
I played one of the three friends. It was me and Schuler Hensley, who's on Broadway playing Young Frankenstein, and another guy.
Like that legitimizes him.
Yeah, what happened there?
Well, you know, three men who've got a lot. And we played these three friends of Ed Kavanaugh, Tom Kavanaugh of Ed, that come back in his to see him now. And after the episode, they're like, they're talking about a spin-off for you guys. And we're like, really?
Oh, no.
I thought we were going to get a spin-off of a show that was only on its third episode.
You were spun right off the studio lot.
It was awful. I should have been spun into a condom and flushed down a toilet. What a desperate to believe something zero. Although I was in a pizzeria one time on First Avenue with a girl, and we were eating pizza, and they were showing a rerun of Ed,
Big
and we
spender.
looked up, and it was my exactly.
Oh,
it was after
that's
a
good.
Dangerfield set. You throw some pie at her, and hopefully she'll suck it. And then fucking the old Ed episode popped up, but her back was to the TV.
Oh, no.
And so I'm
What
like,
do you-
fuck. And I'm like, oh, why are they showing this? She's
trying to get her to look at it, so she turns around.
How
That's amazing.
embarrassing.
Yeah, well, there's that move where I would actually go to the bathroom and stand behind her and keep talking to her, so she'd have to turn around and look and hopefully see me behind.
As you're pointing at the TV.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? What is it? The moon out?
He throws his hot slice on her lap, so she has to get up and scream and look at the TV.
Yeah, exactly. I scolded her.
There's one of my good friends had a part in Old School, and we were at this bar, and Old School was playing on the TV behind us, and we didn't see it. And all of a sudden, the whole group of like all these like frat guys who were out there, they looked at the TV and they looked at my friend. They all started coming over, and we freaked out because we thought they were gonna come kick our ass, because that's usually our relationship to frat guys. But then they came over and they swarmed him, and we still barely got a laugh. His name's Simon Helberg. He's on The Big Bang Theory now, but we've been friends since 8th grade. He's one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Who was he in Old School?
He was he's the guy. He's one of the pledges. Vince Vaughn goes, "Let's have a question from the guy who probably won't get in." That's my friend.
Nice.
One of my friends was in that movie too. Maybe you guys heard about him. Will Ferris. Will Ferrell.
Will Ferris.
Owen Wilson. You ever heard of him?
Yeah. And Jed Bush.
Jesus, Colin.
Did you say Farris on purpose?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know. I didn't say Jed Bush on purpose.
Colin's
No, I
very,
didn't say Jeb Bush
very
on
funny.
Yeah, we love Colin.
I still agree with my great insight about Jeb Bush being the favorite.
Yeah.
Speaking of Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
he's a fun guy to act with. I got to be honest.
Oh,
What the hell
well.
did you do with him? Is he at the Wilder Theater?
No, he was on.
Although this is,
Tough
why even explain?
Why would I do that?
That's right.
I ruined it.
I want to know.
Colin knew.
What was he in?
How old a man are you?
You don't remember?
Oh, the sketch on the show.
Yeah, your show that you wrote.
Yeah. How old a
You
man am I?
wrote.
The man that put you in a sketch with all your idols. Like
That's
fucking
what I
Colin?
mean.
No,
How do you not
fuck
remember
yourself.
that? So I acted with Will Ferrell. When you put me there, dumbbell.
On
Well, I
your
didn't count
show.
that as a movie. I thought
That's
you were
how
in some skit with him.
inconsequential it
No,
is
I was-
to Colin. He doesn't care
That's how
about what
big
you're doing.
That's how long I've been. It's nothing to me. I
Yeah.
met them all.
You
De Niro,
bag of
you name
shells.
it. Bobby D. I've worked with everybody.
Well, I wouldn't say
That's the
I worked
same
with him.
person, right?
You have been put out with a fire extinguisher in
De
front of all
Niro
the
and
majors.
Bobby D?
Fucking-
Same person.
Well, that's a little more accurate description.
There, Colin did. He put me in a fucking sketch with Will Ferrell. He put me in a sketch with Carlin, which is,
Yeah.
please.
Wow.
Well, then you had. But how many of those, and how many where you just had to sit there with stupid Patrice?
I
that
paid
is
my
horrendous.
dues in shitty sketch acting with fucking Voss. You know how many times I had to carry Voss or Keith?
Oh, Voss. Keith. But the difference is, Voss has shame spirals. Keith is so blind to his own lack of talent that he literally stands there like just numb to his own and he's just like acting horrible.
Does he think he's good?
Yeah, he has Keith Robin. He's a you've never heard of him.
He's a colored fella.
If you're a black guy from Philly who goes to comedy clubs, you still don't know who Keith Robinson is. He's a black comic. And he's kind of
cheating. Cheat on him.
He's yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He's like an over the top, shit. But but Voss just is a bad.
Voss, we did a scene once on the show, and Voss was
Wasn't that with his kids?
With his kids, and his kids were actually decent, and he was just went through
awful.
So then they did a trick on him where they had Chaz Palminteri on the show, and they brought Voss in to do a scene from the Bronx Tale, and Voss is bad even with sketches with us with no talent. So he got shamed so in front of
He
him.
didn't know.
No, but he didn't know. Jimmy was going to play Chaz.
I was
And
going
at
to
the
play
and-
Chaz's
yeah.
part from the Bronx Tale.
So that's what
Or
Voss
a
thought.
Bronx Tale.
I told Bronx. I said to Voss, me and you are gonna do a scene together. So and he's getting nervous. We were gonna do this scene. So he's like in the bathroom studying the script.
Freaking
He
out.
didn't know Chaz was coming in.
And Voss is the only dumb Jew in America. He's really he's no brains.
As stupid as they come.
He's like a Guido Jew kind of guy.
And
He's got tattoos.
so we set the microphones up and we go, all right, here we go. And I get in front of the mic and Voss sets, and then we just brought Chaz right in and handed him the script. And Voss. It was just he did exactly what you think he would do.
Can we play it? We
He
haven't played it in a while.
choked.
We
got that.
He shame spirals in front of us in the middle of the scene.
Now,
so in front of fucking
I
Chaz.
was hoping that the story was going to be that all of a sudden Chaz Palminteri raised the bar, and all of a sudden Voss became this incredible.
Oh no,
Chaz.
it's never a
Chaz
happy
just-
ending like that.
Chaz just jumped on the bandwagon and helped stomp him.
Colin, we got this. We should play.
But wait a minute, just a little more of a setup. Chaz Palminteri wrote this. He did it as a one-man show.
Yeah.
Made it into a movie by himself.
De Niro directed
Yeah,
it.
De Niro directed it
And De
as
Niro
like a
wanted
favor.
Chaz's part, and Chaz wouldn't give it up. So De Niro played the father.
So De Niro played the father, directed it, and Chaz Palminteri, his lines are delivered with such smoothness that you don't even think he's acting. This
It's
is
his
just
life.
him talking as his life. And then the stark contrast of this
Don't you have a
fucking
picture of Voss?
horse-toothed boob.
You have a picture of Voss?
It's just
so you can see him when he's doing
so
it?
embarrassing to listen to the contrast.
Do we have
Do you have
video
a
of that
picture
to
of
just
us so I
pop
can
up
see?
online? We could show.
Yeah,
we
or at least
show
a picture
Jason.
of that
Yeah, we'll play this first.
fucking
and then-
hyena.
If we find the video.
Robert De Niro.
I'm very surprised.
In his directorial debut.
We can't accept that.
Starring Chaz Palminteri.
I didn't give it you. I gave it to your son.
And Rich Voss.
Louie, Beans, I want my money.
A Bronx Tale.
Beans, you can't dodge me forever.
Come on, what are you doing about? What are you yelling about, huh?
John, I got a problem with this guy over here. Louie Beans, this guy owes me 20, and it's been 2 weeks now, and every time he sees me, he keeps dodging me, John. Should I crack him one or what?
The struggle of an idiotic Jewish comedian stammering his way through a few lines of film dialogue with a genuine Hollywood actor.
Listen, see, sometimes violence is not the answer. Is he a good friend of yours or not?
Nah, John, I don't even like him.
Well, there's your answer right there. Look at it this way. It costs you $20 to get rid of him. He's never going to ask you for money again. He's never going to bother you again. He's out of your life for $20. Come on, you got him cheap.
You're right, John. You're always right.
A Bronx Tale.
How do you know the right answer all the time, Johnny?
Well, I try to keep my eyes and ears open all the time, and I read.
You read?
Yeah, I read. Come on, let's go to Mario's next door and get something to eat.
Oh, wow.
When he's Louie Beans.
When he said, you read, watch what you read, that was the one he delivered wrong. That was so natural for him to be shocked that somebody reads.
You read?
I was thinking the exact same.
Delivered like Olivier, that line.
You read.
You read.
That was in the script. Voss just actually it came out.
Next week, Voss is getting all his teeth pulled out, and we're going to make him do his act.
Oh, God.
With no teeth in his mouth. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
if
going
you
down
could
next
call
week
those
on the
You saw
show.
a picture of him with when he came in last night.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have the video of that? Like we can just show quietly.
It's
there's Rich, and
that's the angle of shot. He's so bad. We're watching Voss and Chaz.
Voss
together.
is all nervous.
Oh yeah, you can't.
I want
get
to
the
see his
full...
armpits because I know they're probably just dark.
What's with this awful angle that they shot
Sweating.
at? Fucking
Yeah,
Sam.
Who shot that, Sam? Jesus, what are you doing, Sam?
I don't know. He shot from the floor.
Idiot.
Little bastard.
He missed everything.
He's an amateur. He should be back in Syracuse.
He's a rank amateur.
It's Scorch.
Look, he's missing Voss's face.
Oh.
Sam should be fucking fired.
Sam stinks.
Sam didn't shoot that.
Oh,
here's
sorry,
Sam.
Do a little defense.
Who did it, Sam?
I don't know. I went there.
What do you got there?
Sam.
I wasn't
Every
even
day.
in town when that happened.
More
Sam's a rank amateur.
boondocks.
No, he's not. He wasn't in town.
He wasn't in town.
I'd like to verify that.
Oh, Mighty, what's with that afro? It looks like, 1973 was
Wow.
Life on Mars.
Fucking shitty writing. So did you write this, by the way, this movie?
The girl wrote it. Don't you read the fucking paper? You yell for the paper. I'm not even on the show, and I know the girl wrote and directed it.
Good day.
Yeah, Mariana
The movie
Palka
Good
wrote
Day.
it. directed it.
You uninterested cocksucker. You shouldn't even gave him this paper. I read mine.
Yeah,
You didn't read yours.
his girl for like 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
I know that. I know that they've been together for 9 years.
There you go.
Yeah,
Since
she wrote
he
it.
was 19 and she was 18. I hear everything.
Was she ever 17 when you were going out with her for like a week?
Well, no, we met when she was 17, and then we dated. Her birthday is September, so we started dating in October. So she was 18.
Well,
I was 19 anyway, so it's not like I'm
that's
not,
fine.
I'm not.
I'm 40.
He's panicking.
I'm 40 and I never ask questions.
believe it. In this room, you really don't have to explain yourself.
Hi, mister. She's 18.
I do radio. Here's a lollipop. Oh, you can't get in the Escalade till you can say Escalade. Should have stayed exactly where I was with the lollipop. Hold it. Thank you. Summed that up. Oh, God.
Oh, that made me very
I
happy.
hate bombing.
No, where's the new one? Geraldo. That you used for
Oh,
bombing.
right. No, that's Opie uses that one all the time.
The what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Come on,
There's
Opie.
people in the water.
Yeah.
Geraldo.
It's fucking
over the
11
top
o'clock
douche.
already.
Wowie kazowie.
I'm in Reading, Pennsylvania tonight and tomorrow. If anybody's, Harrisburg, PA, doing a little gig, getting together some material.
Jimmy, what about your HBO show tonight?
It's on tonight at midnight.
See,
tonight is the Patrice O'Neill episode with Russ Beneve.
Nice.
And you can get I Hate Your Guts, my new book, on pre-order at Amazon. It's like $8 cheaper if you buy it on Amazon.
Yeah.
So you want to go order it? If not, thanks for nothing.
And if not, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
If not, then you get an extra $8, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, but what about delivery costs?
You know what, Carl? S&D, I don't get involved. You can talk to fucking Amazon about that. I just I put out the product and they,
And of course, Jason Ritter in the movie W, out today. You're in it a little bit.
Yeah.
You really want to promote this good dick.
Yeah, good dick. That's what I'm going around the country.
Yeah, W doesn't
distributing.
need help. W is fucking stoned. They're all promoting it.
Yeah, you'll be fine with that one. Let's get people out to see good
dick.
Yeah, definitely.
Sunshine Theater is actually a great theater on Houston and 2nd Avenue here in New York. So it's a 6:30 and 9 o'clock show. Is that correct?
Yeah, and we're going to be there for Q&As, but we'll also be there on Saturday and Sunday for the 2 shows then. So, so come anytime, and come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as well.
Okay, I'll be. By the way, where is it? All right, we get it, Patty.
Oh, it's out east.
God damn.
Out east. Out east. Lower East Side is out east.
It's outside.
She means well.
Yeah, does she?
Yeah, she's just a bug.
Jason, now that we know you could trash her. Just do it.
Yeah. She seems like a very nice person.
Just trash her.
He's not going to trash her.
She didn't do anything to me.
She's not to anybody.
She's a lovely lady, and I hope she comes and sees the movie.
There you go.
I never did nothing anyway. No, you had other people do it for you.
Would I love to see Patty taken out like fucking Mel? A good bolt.
Oliver Stone.
Yeah, you can't shoot a virgin.
Whoever said you was on, Patty?
He was a champ, though, at the end where he just goes, he knew it was happening. He just goes, hey, fuck you.
Best fuck you ever.
Yeah, he didn't.
Fuck you.
He didn't beg. Gets shot in the gut.
Hey, how about if
we
we
could take care of it? He's like, all right, look, hey, we're at the point. We can still deal with this.
He's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Can't kill a cop.
Yeah. Then he's like, all right, it's over. Fuck you.
Fuck you. When he saw the gun, he goes, first class tickets to the resurrection.
To the resurrection.
There's no way you're not getting shot after a line
But
like
you
that.
thought maybe he was going to pull out 2 first-class tickets.
No, because the resurrection's always booked.
Why are we fucking promoting my motherfucking weekend, too?
What are you doing?
Well,
Friday
then
and
promote
Saturday.
it. It fucking
Caroline's Friday.
Caroline, is that tonight and tomorrow?
You know,
I didn't want to be accused of being too
All
proper
right.
like I was earlier. You see that? You bit
Go
the hand
F
that
yourself.
fed you. Language, please.
Because I would love to see Colin.
F that.
Go see Colin.
F that. F everything.
Just go see him.
212-757-4100.
Very funny.
If
Very
you
funny,
want, you
Colin.
probably just walk up and get tickets. Yeah. But I mean, if you want to,
You suck. Wow.
Hey, you know, even though you may be busting my balls, walk up to account for a great major part of business.
they certainly do.
Fuck you.
Caroline's, you know, it's funny.
Enjoy your drive to Harrisburg, cocksucker.
I don't drive. For me, it's a ride. Lurch drives.
I like the fact that he says Reading, no, actually Harrisburg. They're the same city. There's no difference.
Hey, Reading, Harrisburg. I would fly there. What are you doing driving? Hey, Jacob. Hey, Louis Beans. Yeah, this is Louis Beans. He owes me $20. What do I do? Should I suck his cock? Oh!
He was doing Dice Clay as Reagan before it was so fucking brilliant.
Yes. As they slip the surly bonds of earth and touch the face of God. Mr. Gorbachev, you got your fucking wall down already. It's your problem, asshole.
Oh, man.
So I'm sucking, his chick is sucking. I almost had Dice sucking dick. I think we did that one
Nice.
too.
Yeah,
Nothing was better than Footprints, though. Dice doing Footprints. So download that one.
We might have to replay that one.
During the hardest times of my life, there was one set of footprints. Hey, Jesus, where'd you go?
Do Dyson good dick. Do Dyson good dick. Excuse
So
me, sir.
you watch porno? You like banana juice on your face? A gush. Oh, I like watching pornographic movies. Good, honey. Let me tongue your ass and stick it in. Oh, thank you. Good night.
Oh, God.
A little Dice.
That is
Andrew Dice, anybody.
Dice.
Doesn't matter who it is. Yeah, there's a movie coming out just called D. It's Dice. I'm the president. Bomb the motherfuckers.
Oh, God. Andrew Dice Clay. Wow.
The movie where Dice is president is a good idea.
Yeah. I'm running against the Schwarzer. I'm in character. It's okay.
Oh, man.
D.
I remember we had the best time was having Dice on the phone and doing that with him. And Dice actually said on the phone, he goes, "I'm not going to argue with me."
That's a good one.
He was talking to the replay.
Yeah, he's talking to the replay
Dice
machine.
clips, so we would only talk to him through the machine.
One of these days we should just drag
we'll get it back on.
his fat ass back in here. Goddamn.
Why don't we let Jason get out of here?
Yes.
He's a busy man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason. It was a pleasure meeting you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's exciting for me to be on with you guys.
Great, man. You're just, a kid in the business in Hollywood.
28. You've been acting for a long time.
About 10 years, something like that.
Yeah. Got the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old bug.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah.
I gotta bring up the fact that your dad was friggin' unbelievable in Sling Blade.
That's actually what I was thinking of the movie, too. I was thinking of.
Why didn't we talk about that?
Confederacy of Soldiers was the book, remember?
Yeah. I don't know, because it's one of those touches that, like, no one talks about my dad either.
Yeah.
Like, my dad wasn't an actor, he just drank a lot, but
They talk about him.
yeah. I talk about him throwing my memories of my dad was him throwing spaghetti against the wall and my mother calling him a fucking prick. That was always the great fucking
He was
great
an
time of
actor.
my life.
He was playing the dissatisfied customer in the restaurant.
Ro.
That was all just
Bam!
scene work.
Yeah. Oh, it was just awful.
Yeah, Sling Blade was fucking great because I know one
It
thing I noticed about
was
that-
such a departure.
It was,
it was great.
it was whispered, really soft on the lines. Just don't hurt. It was really fucking great, man.
Yeah. That sensitive character with the whole and having to deal with that prick fucking what's
Dwight
his
Yoakam.
name? Dwight Yoakam. Who, by the way, who knew he would be that good in that movie?
I know he's
playing just a
incredible.
scumbag.
Playing Jimmy Jackson?
I'm just kidding. That was like Jimmy Jackson. And this retard and something. He's like, I'm just kidding. And you know he's just not.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my house. That's how I break up every party now at my house. I just get up. Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah. He is amazing. I'll make you sorry your daddy ever squirted your little ass out. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm
What
sorry.
a fucking prick.
Yeah.
Poor
he's
little
amazing.
Frank.
Potted meat.
Yeah.
That is just a great movie, but he was fantastic in that.
Oh, thank
Although my
you.
favorite in that had
Yeah.
to be J.T. Walsh, not just because of our similar personalities.
You
Wow,
asshole.
was he a fucking Jesus?
Just looking out the window, talking about good old times.
Do you know how bad you have to be for a guy to murder somebody with a lawnmower blade and say, "Don't talk to me no more"?
Yeah, he was offended by what he was saying after he buried a fucking hatchet in his mom's head. Great. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
It's,
Jason,
it's
thank you.
Friday.
No,
My
thanks for
party
having me.
starts
Yeah, it's party time for
right
Anthony.
now.
Definitely.
Jason
And then
Ritter.
Sunday morning, I go, get the fuck out of my house! I'm pushing people in wheelchairs against the door.
Gonna get the band together.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Carl, how long have you been standing out here?
Oh, God,
Fucking
right, yeah.
stupid Carl
You're
just
standing
lurking.
there. Meh. Waiting for you to come to the door. Love that. Great movie.
And Billy Bob Thornton will never be better than he was. I mean, he's a good actor, but he'll never
Completely
be
different
that.
entity, too.
Yeah.
Like, you see Billy Bob Thornton, and you can't even imagine that
Yeah.
that was him.
No, it doesn't look like him
Yeah,
at
it doesn't
all.
You
look
guys
like
never
him,
saw
doesn't
Mr.
sound like-
Woodcock. He has been
I
better.
couldn't get through it. I laughed all the way into the thing. I couldn't watch it and laugh. The funny name.
Shut up.
I did.
No
Woodcock.
Look like a penis. On the poster, he's holding two basketballs.
Oh, and they're kind of by his balls.
They're like-
Yes.
Yeah. That was funny.
Woodcock. I heard, Ralph.
I got it right.
Cock out on wood like this, Alan.
You have no sense of humor.
Leave it there. The cat'll get it.
Leave it there. I heard she just cuts him off. I heard, Ralph.
I heard Ralph.
It's the greatest shut your fucking mouth line ever.
Honeymoon is nothing funnier, man. Love it.
The chick, that's a guy's thing. There's nothing that will break a relationship faster than fucking, well, infidelity. But after that,
Yeah, well.
her not liking the honeymooners drives me fucking nuts.
Oh, I hope those are the kind of astute things we see in your book, faggot. Anyway,
At least I don't have to hide my DVDs in the closet, though, when the girl comes over. As far as breaking up a relationship, we'll have a little bit of a problem.
But I was saying, Collins, I don't like a girl who doesn't like the honeymooners.
what I was saying is I don't need the male Irma Bombeck. So those kind of fucking
Oh, wow, nice
observations.
reference. Jesus Christ, a columnist from the 70s. You know, it's 1973. How about that Irma Bombeck? Isn't she great?
I fucking live in life on Mars.
They actually did. He opened the paper up at one point and did say, hey, what's Dagwood up to now?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I blocked it out like a childhood rape.
Oh, my God, you didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
You promise?
I promise you, Colin. I wouldn't lie to Colin Quinn.
What's Dagwood up to now?
Christ.
I like to know sometimes, too. I just get a kick out of the fucking blondie.
Well, that's not the point, but I understand.
Yeah. Are we doing line of the day?
Fuck line of the day. We're out of here.
Yeah, we'll just
you
do.
know what?
I'm
No,
calling
no,
it.
no, yeah.
I'm calling it for rain.
We'll just do the plug though. WebEx.com. Hold
yeah.
meetings, make
Up to the plug.
presentations. Do it from the comfort of your own home.
Fuck that.
They pay for this shit, Colin. Hold on a second. Check it out at WebEx.com.
You up?
Do us a favor. WebEx.com. Just go there and click on something so they think their advertising's working.
Yes.
Opie cuts to the chase.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
they
shut
pay
up.
for
They're
this
paying
shit.
for this, Colin.
Yeah, that's all.
Pay for this garbage.
That's all they want is you to click on something. So go click on something. WebEx.com. Jason Ritter, thank you. We're out of here.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Every knee must bend, every head must bow, every tongue must confess, thou art the greatest of all time.
Ella, A.
Yeah, we suck.
Opie and Anthony.